Oh no, the headphones were tangled right when I started the stream. It's okay. Everyone was already saying how I was late.
Yeah, I got the chessboard set up. So are we live?
We are indeed live now,
Wow.
Mr. Poppet1.
Hello.
As long as someone can confirm in chat. Yo! What's going on, everyone? We'll wait for everyone to jump in before I give you a bit of an intro, a bit of a rundown on how the tournament's going to be working today.
Oh, there's heaps of people. I'm
You
excited. This is awesome.
Yeah, little chess setup.
Bit of
We
an
got a few
example.
Pokemon everywhere. No chess pros in the tournament, though.
In the tournament?
Yeah, I didn't know any chess pros.
Thank
so-
God, because then we can actually commentate it. I feel like chess gets worse the better people are as a spectator sport. Because you
Right.
just don't know what's happening.
You're like, oh, they've moved the knight, and then like a chess commentator's like, brilliant pin, really pinning that knight to the queen, and then he's gonna have to,
and he's got a 6-move checkmate set up here, but it's like we can't see any of that. So I think as long because you know how it's
Yeah,
like when you
oh,
watch,
it's made in 3. It's like,
yeah, you know when you watch a movie and then it's like you know more than the characters and it's a bit funny or
yeah.
something. That kind
Dramatic
of
irony.
Yeah, you need that. You need that. So everyone here is going to be terrible. I don't know if that's true. Do you know the best rated chess player in the tournament?
Probably Alphared,
Oh,
which
what's
is
he?
a bit of a surprise.
What's he around? Do you know?
At over 1,000.
Oh,
he was
shit,
like
so he's good.
1,200 back when he.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and he's a Pokemon fan, so although
He's the favorite, probably.
yeah, he's entering as like the funny man, potential comedic relief. Might just sweep the whole goddamn thing. And we got potentially Director Cogger and Hopcat arriving now. Just heard Ollie alert me
yeah,
at the
true.
doorbell. So the tournament starts at 8 o'clock.
The door's not locked, is it?
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay.
They're late, guys. That's why the stream's late. It's actually because Cogger and Hop aren't here. Not anything my fault related. Unfortunately... Oh, that's right. I was going to put out a tweet, guys, because Pokemon Challenges has last minute dropped out of the tournament. So I was going to see if any mutuals wanted to join with literally no knowledge to just get beaten up, but we'll see.
Yo. Oh, shit. Ollie.
Oh,
not the chessboard, Ollie.
Ollie's in.
Not the chess.
We're live, by the way, guys.
Yeah, live, let's go.
Hello. Yeah, you got a $5 donation from someone as well.
Oh,
I missed what
yo.
they said.
Can you...
There you go.
Are you able to click on that, Jared?
Yeah, what do they say?
Is it on the left side?
Oh, it is on the other screen. I've stitched him up here.
Wow,
Hope the
really?
tournament is great. Thank you, Renbird, bro.
The soundboard on it.
Me too.
Oh, what's on the soundboard?
Let's have a look.
Yo, what's up?
Sounds. Oh, just the
All right, guys, we're live tweeting out to try and get one more competitor. And now I would put one of you guys in, but I actually think any of you guys would win the tournament.
No.
too
I don't
easily.
think I would.
Really?
Yeah, well, you just said Alphared like my chess rating, but also knows Pokemon.
Yeah, true.
I think knowing the Pokemon is pretty good.
And I think that people are going to go sweat it out in the practice. I think they already have. People have been training, and I think you underestimate the power of the sweats.
That's true. Smallant is in the tournament. He's
That's hype.
known to be like got a few world's best, fastest pencil
Yeah.
sharpener,
Known
a few
sweaty
speed
man.
runs. Yeah.
I like this commentary couch, by the way. This is fun. I'm used to having commentary be two people, but it feels you can kind of just sit back. Jackson was just big chilling for a bit. I like it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying,
What
bro.
are we talking about?
Chill vibe.
There's summit vibes.
Shit. How's everyone's day?
Yeah, good. It's just begun. It's like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just going to be a 7-man tournament now.
Oh,
It's
no,
round robin anyway,
no
right?
live tweeting.
Thank you, D-Sank. Funny seeing you here, Pop-Up. My money is on Alphared.
Oh, Desank. He's in my stream.
I wish one of you four were playing. No, we've already seen us all play.
Who's that?
Worst group of people to commentate chess ever.
Can you
So-
ban them?
Here comes the castle and the horse.
Here comes the horsey.
I'm joking, of course.
All right, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, then I will introduce the tournament for
Oh,
an
shit.
intro style thing
Oh
for the
my
video.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to be like, whoa, like a video?
No, not at all.
Oh, can I?
Jared, could you put it on the close camera, though? For the folks at home?
Oh.
I can't go whoa.
Here it is,
I'm
the
in the
Jackson.
introduction.
Welcome to the world's first Pokemon chess tournament. We got $1,000 on the line. We got 7 competitors because Pokemon Challengers found it too much of a challenge to stay awake for the tournament. And so I think he's sleeping. But we got 7 competitors and 4 underdogs on the couch to commentate. If you haven't seen Pokemon Chess, we've already been over the rules in the video, but I'm going to go over them for the live stream right now. So in case you forgot, if you take a piece and it's a super effective matchup, your piece gets to move again. But if it's a not very effective take, then both pieces die. Now, critical hits and misses are in the game, same as the Pokemon Chess video, at a lower rate. So there's a 1 in 10 chance that when you attack, nothing will happen and you miss. But there's a 1 in 16 chance that you'll get a crit, which lets you move again, and sometimes you can just win the game right then.
Yeah, I hate that mechanic, it has to be said, but it does change the game, and that is for sure.
I thought you were going to say for the better, like for excitement. For sure.
Going for the purred happily, like not actually saying anything.
It is absolutely a change. Back to you, Zach.
Check and checkmate don't exist in Pokemon Chess. Instead, if something targets your king, it plays the black and white low health music, which is pretty sick. But you can actually move a different piece when you're in check. Go for like the crit, like 3-piece combo win KFC style. Oh, Peter, how did they rope you into this?
Are you paying me, right?
Well, I was, but
Oh, really? I didn't think you were. Okay, I was just here for the lols, but all right. Apparently I'm on the payroll.
Wait.
I was gonna say, to explain the whole check and checkmate thing, because I thought that sounded stupid at first because I didn't really understand. Basically, what check is that next move your king will be taken.
Yeah.
And checkmate means you can't stop it from being taken. So I think you've just removed that because there are other ways to escape the situation that aren't typical ways of escaping check using RNG and like super effective matchups and stuff. So that was the logic there.
Usually, you can't move your king into checkmate. It's illegal. But in this, you can.
Oh, yeah. You
accidentally just kill yourself.
You can blunder, and then you hear that music come in, and you're like, well, I'm dead.
That's
you can
so
literally
funny.
move your king into the line of sight of a piece, which makes it pretty funny. There's new blunders that you can do. You can also attack a piece with your king, and if it's not very effective, you lose on the spot. That's fun.
Is it?
You should know the Pokemon type matchups if you're going to play Pokemon Chess. That's the moral of the story.
Didn't you get the type matchups wrong when you played against me?
Yeah, but I've since learnt them.
Oh,
'Cause
good job.
I've been playing a bit of this online myself, and I'm going to be playing versus viewers in the future. This is becoming a website. It's already fully developed. All I got to do is release it to the public, and you guys are going to be able to play against your friends, against me, against anyone. It's hype.
Maybe not anyone. I don't think like the king is gonna. Oh, maybe he will. Let's aim high.
There's potential.
Let's get King Charles on Pokemon Chess.
Isn't he
Who
with
do you think?
Epstein
Who
or
do you think is the political figure that is most into Pokemon and chess?
Obama.
Yeah, you reckon?
He seems like
what's
he's
his-
into games.
Let
what's
me
his
be
favourite
clear.
Pokemon.
He plays
Nido
basketball.
King. 'Cause
Nido
he's a
King?
king, yeah.
It's Obama Snow. Obama Snow.
Oh,
Obviously.
Oh.
I like that.
I gotta say, playing this Pokemon Chess does teach you the type matchups. Probably better than playing the game to some degree. Because
Yeah.
when you make a mistake, you remember it. Like in the game, you're like, oh, not very effective. Whatever. In this one, you're just like, oh, God.
It's like my queen has been removed. I lose the game.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the meta? Any thoughts on the meta before we get started?
Get that queen out.
Get the queen
Yeah.
out.
Get the queen out. Queen is insanely powerful because if you put an attacking type on the queen, like here's the thing I kind of realized. You're never going to leave your queen in danger. So it doesn't matter what types it's weak to because they should never attack your queen. Like in chess, you're never going to hang your queen.
Exactly. You only the defensive typing only comes into account if you're losing your queen, which you're probably not going to be doing
No.
intentionally.
Yeah, so you only want offensive on the queen. The more super effective and neutral hits you have, the better. So I think people were running ice type queens, great.
Yep, the Jinx.
Ground type queen, which is what
Is that Nido Queen?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Nido
that's
Queen.
what I was running when I versed you that time.
Yeah. And don't make your pawns weak to the same type near each other.
Yeah, Pawn's defensive type is huge because they are just there to die.
Yep.
But the offensive pieces, the offensive type is extremely important. So that is something to keep in mind when you draft your team, which I definitely learned. I was running the Jinx when I was playing a few test games against you, Zach, and
Yeah,
you can go on some like multi kills, killing sprees. It's kind of crazy.
Bender.
despite all the people joining this tournament looking to have a good time. I do want to see a couple matches end in like 3 moves, and someone just get absolutely fucked. Like that would make me happy.
It is, yeah. There's ways where you can get checkmated very easily if you have a poor typing arrangement around your king. Like if your king is surrounded by things with similar weaknesses, they just got to get something near there and you just die. So yeah, look out for that.
All right, I'm gonna message the guys and say they can start their matches whenever because we're all good to go. Yeah, Alphared calling out Jan for saying that he can no longer come to the tournament like an hour before because he didn't get enough sleep, and it's 2 a.m. where he is. Jeez, I'm running a tournament from Australia and catering to the Americans.
Yeah, and how many times have we been in someone else's event at 3 a.m.? This is
Yeah.
unbelievable. I hate it here. Not to mention that Moxie boosted, one of our competitors here, was my teammate for a one that I didn't rock up to in time because it was at 3 a.m. So
teammate.
yeah. So that's why I was like, he was like, hey, can you vouch for me to get into this tournament? I'm like, man, I owe you one.
Yeah.
I screwed you over. We were going to win that one if I'd rocked up too.
Wait, so could the meta develop that people make their king strong to whatever the ice queen is, and then the queen can't take?
No, but the queen would die while taking the
Yeah.
king. You still win.
See, nothing is immune to ice. If there was an immunity, like you don't, a ground type queen is only weak to a flying type king.
That's good then.
Because then, like ground has something
Then it
immune
can
to
never
it.
take it.
Yeah, another funny thing is that you can attempt to take pieces when it doesn't affect, and you just lose your turn. It just does nothing.
It just does nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't even like make you die. It just does nothing.
Oh, no, it's
So it's just
like-
pass.
yeah.
Interesting. Can you?
Pass is arguably worse than a trade, though.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a trade, you're probably going to be okay with making that trade. If you just pass your turn, you're probably going to be in line of sight. Like, it's pretty terrible.
Are there new ways to stalemate because of things not affecting each other?
Oh, surely.
Like,
I guess if you had, like, a normal and a ghost type king.
like it's possible, right? There's like new ways to have no legal moves.
What about
There has
you
to
have both teams have a normal pawn and a ghost king, but then vice versa on the other team?
Ghost King sounds crazy.
So, because the kings can't attack each other anyway, so let's say the kings are both ghost and the pawns are both normal. Then when the pawns promote to a queen, they still can't take the king. Yeah, new ways to stay
Let's
on
say a
it.
situation like this. I'll bust out the board.
Yep.
Oh, we got a board.
The board's
Usually-
not really for showcasing because it's on a harsh angle.
Usually you could take this, but what if all of these, in effect, can't take each other?
I'm trying to watch this on the screen. I've got no chance.
Well, I busted out the board. We'll
We've
put it
got
back.
the
We'll put it
analysis
back.
expert planted right next to the board here, the chess expert. Wait, aren't you better at chess, Jackson?
He probably is now.
Yeah,
but
sucked
we
in.
haven't
You wanna
played.
swap seats?
He hasn't beat me yet
I
because we
have.
haven't played.
No, we did.
Nah. Not in the best of 3.
It was.
Yeah. It wasn't a Tuesday and Jordan wasn't wearing his lucky undies. It doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't playing blue.
Blue chess,
Chess.
blue side.
Blue pawn.
All right, Jared, I assume you're refreshing the spectate because I no one's going to have a match yet, but I did just tell everyone to start their matches. Let's run through who's playing.
Yeah, I want to know
in
who you
round
guys
one.
are
The matchups.
looking out for, who you're going for, who you think might be a threat.
Well, apparently Alphared is a very big threat. He's probably the best
So what's
rated
his-
chess player.
Nah, he throws for content. I think he's done.
What's his chess rating? Do we know?
Zach said it's around 1,200
Oh,
at least.
shit. That's pretty good.
So, and I assume everyone is just going to have the tight matchup chart on because they're all playing at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really add any anti-cheat.
No, but
where's the when you're doing a uni
You see
test
the
and
reflection in the glasses? What is it that EE got done with?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. We see the type matchup chart, and we're like, oh.
No, cheating is actively encouraged in Pokemon chess because then you're just going to time yourself out
Yeah.
and look like an idiot.
The 10-minute timer is deadly.
Yeah.
It will come into effect if you're looking at the time matchup chart. You need to take your turns quickly.
See, I didn't find the timer to be that much of an issue. Like, just felt like normal 10-minute chess. Playing against Jordan,
Yeah.
he was spending about 60 seconds per move, being like, because those
Really?
tight matchup charts are hard to read.
It's big.
You're like, oh, there are 122 different matchups. Like, oh shit.
So yeah, it's kind of got inbuilt anti-cheat because it's
The
just
timer.
too.
It's open book exam.
You would,
Yeah.
because even if you had a friend next to you who told you every matchup, they can't analyze the board the same way you
Yeah.
are. It's pretty
Yeah.
much impossible. I'm gonna say this game is perfect and it's impossible to cheat.
I have no notes.
I have no notes.
Pokemon chess is
All right.
perfect.
Alphared, the absolute coming in clutch, said that he's going to try and find a replacement for Pokemon challenges. I was like, oh, I'm kind of streaming, so can't really do too much in that regard. But go Alphared.
Imagine having
What a
friends.
homie.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
So who's on the roster? Let's have
yeah.
a little pre-game analysis.
Roster
That
me.
is what I was finding.
I feel
Okay.
like a sports commentator. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's like one of those couches where they have 4 40-year-old white guys that just talk about
Yep.
the game.
Analyzing the draft.
They have like before the game, after the game,
Yeah.
like the game this week.
Exactly.
Okay, let's.
Is it seeded or is it just random?
It's
round robin.
completely random
Okay,
because
cool.
first round of the tournament, we've got 8 players, and it's going to be round robin format. Whoever gets the most wins in those rounds moves on to the grand finale, which is going to be a best of 3.
So it's best of 1.
It's best of 1.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
And
that's
are
why I
there
want to
any-
see some very quick losses.
Are there any tiebreakers like head-to-head and stuff? Because I imagine there might be people who end up on the same score.
Hopefully not.
It's just couch vote.
Yeah, we just decide.
Who we like better.
Hopefully we won't get to that point, but if there's a tiebreaker, that's pretty hype.
We'll work it out.
I'm just going to check this camera real quick.
So do you want me to read out the people? Because I've got
Yeah.
Zach's phone here. Right.
Oh, I can get it.
I got it here. Astroid.
Oh, wait, Jackson, sorry.
Astroid's a Pokemon content creator. No, you're still on, Jackson. You're right.
Asteroid.
Yeah, Astroid's a Pokemon content creator. Don't know about his chess skills. Honestly, have no idea.
So
But makes-
Pokemon.
Can I go over the people just after I...
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You want to
okay, yeah.
save that for when you're back?
All right, that was a spoiler.
Zach loves Astroid, so that's how he wants to come back for that one. He doesn't want to miss his chance to love him.
I saw his video on making Pokemon easy enough for his mum to play.
Oh yeah.
He like modded the game, so it was like every time Pokemon popped up, like use this move against it, and then like the whole map had like arrows to where to go. It was pretty funny.
Definitely an underrated Pokemon content creator because it's very high effort videos.
Yeah.
So if you're into Pokemon content, I'd check out Astroid if you haven't already. Because yeah,
Chomps.
pretty underrated. Dude, people on YouTube these days, they put a lot of effort into their videos. It's pretty crazy.
It's whack. It's
Like,
changed,
look at this.
hasn't
Zach
it?
spending $1,000, giving it to content creators. The rich get richer.
Oh, and let alone paying us.
Yeah,
apparently.
far out.
Who knows how much that's
the amount
gonna
of
be.
effort.
That's going to be more than $1,000, I'm told.
He could have definitely got away
I'm
with
hearing
not
2K
doing
off
that.
screen.
Yeah, 2K.
2K off screen.
For each of us, right?
Yeah, each.
Oh, cool.
No, it's $1 per word.
I feel like now is a great time to mention that this video is not sponsored. But one way that you can help us out, if you like these 4 guys on the couch, go and check out the Underdogs podcast. We release it every week on
Yeah.
Sundays, and it's just us 4 talking about everything you could possibly want to listen to.
And more.
And more.
And things you don't want to listen
Way
to.
more, actually.
A lot of stuff you want to get out of your ears.
Great shout out, Zach.
That's our tagline.
Record it right here.
Stuff you want to get out of your ears.
A podcast you want to unhear.
In one ear, out the other.
So
Okay, so let's go over the competitors. You're right. First up, we do have Astroid videos, Pokemon creator that I really like. But then in his recent video, I saw he had a chessboard in it. He didn't really play chess.
Chess player exposed.
Yeah, it was his one where he had like the weakest Pokemon team, and he was trying to work out how to win with these terrible Pokemon. And he had a chessboard, and like he didn't really use it. He would just like knock over a piece and be like, "Bam!" But then I was like, he must like chess.
He has a physical chessboard. That's pretty serious.
Yeah,
is
so
serious.
Asteroid in. Oh, we might have a match going as well. Asteroid versus Smallant. We can get straight into that.
and we're going to cut straight to the coverage right now. Let's go.
And of course, Smallant.
Poor Jared on the decks. And we're cutting to him right now.
Right now.
Right.
And
Yeah,
away
just
we
scroll
go.
down and press 1, Jared. Yeah.
Oh, and we're off here.
Oh, they're at it.
This is.
Vernius and
this is
Alphared.
Vernius and Alphared. Do we actually have Smallant versus Asteroid though?
I'm gonna try. How do I back?
They're in a voice chat.
How do I back out?
Just refresh the page.
A good start there. Both
Oh, sorry,
queens are
guys.
out, and we love to see the queens out. Jordan, how do you feel about the queens
Yeah,
being
there
out?
we go.
Oh, you love that.
Yeah.
The analysis commentator doing his goddamn best.
Here's them.
All right, here we go. Wait, this is 5 minutes.
This is just the draft.
Oh, okay.
So they're currently picking their teams. We can't really see what they've picked here, but neither can they see what their opponents picked.
Oh,
So you can either pre-save your teams on Pokemon Chess, or looks like one of them disconnected.
we've had a disconnection. Peter, how do you feel about the disconnection?
pretty bad. Back to you.
Yeah, so you can't see your opponent while they draft their team. So you might be saying like, if you use an ice type queen, I'm just going to put all my steel and water and ice types in my pawns. Well, you can't do
I
that.
can't be saying that.
So
gotta
are you only
predict.
allowed one of each type, or are you allowed any double ups?
That's correct.
So one of
Peter.
each type.
One of each type. Funnily enough, there are 16 different chess pieces, but there's 18 different Pokemon types.
So you just don't pick bug.
Or normal.
Or normal, yeah.
The two of them are pretty much not worth putting on your team ever.
Well, I'm
So
looking
that's
forward
fun.
to seeing someone who does it because either they are brave or stupid. Which one it is depends on how well you do in the match,
Yeah,
I guess.
disrespect.
I
Yeah.
said if
Disrespect.
anyone wins with a normal or bug type, you have my respect. So not sure
and
if
that's
that's
big.
worth losing the
Yeah.
$1,000, but
What would you rather have, Zach's respect or $1,000?
Money.
Let us know in the chat what you would rather have. Let
well,
us know in the
I'm
chat.
losing $1,000 and I don't respect myself. So where does that leave me?
Not in a good place.
Oh, that's a shame.
All right, are Smallant and Astroid getting into it, or
Nah.
I'm just gonna check.
Should we go on the other one
On
then?
the, yeah,
The Ludwig. I mean, the Ludwig. The Alphared.
Zach
Oh, I
wishes.
wish.
I'm gonna go to
Yeah, let's go to the
Surely.
Alphared Vernius.
We're going to cut to that right now.
Alphared asking, is having a matchup chart on stream cheating? No,
That
it
is
not.
fine.
All right, we're going Alphared versus Vernius. Yeah, both got the queens out.
The queens are staring each other
They're
down
out
right
about.
now. There can be a kill right here. What?
Wait, was that just moving their queens around?
Oh.
That is all that's happened since we started.
This is insane.
The interesting thing is, like, whether this Hisuian Lilligant can see the Floette, can't take it. Fighting type queen can't even take a measly pawn.
Damn.
Now, Vernius's queen is got eyes on that rock. Is ground good against rock, Peter? Cut
It
into our matchup
sure
next week.
is.
So will that be the move? And then backwards to the steel. Is that going to be
That's super-
a
oh my God,
absolutely
Vernius has
big move?
checkmate.
He has a big move here,
If
Zach.
he attacks
I've
the
spotted
nose
an absolute
pass
big one.
to the pawn yard, is he going to see it? Oh my
Oh,
God.
bang. It's bang.
And then
Oh my
ground
God.
is effective
Oh,
against
it's a
steel.
first. It's a first one.
Oh,
Jordan.
to the pawn yard, top
Yeah.
right, diagonally
Checkmate.
up, and then killing the king.
We have-
my!
We could see the Vernius zigzag insta checkmate.
The Vernius zigzag, the very well-known technique. Will he see it?
He's
The
thinking.
VZZ.
He's
Oh.
checking every single type matchup.
If he has the
right
stream open, I'm so sorry, Alphared.
Alfred definitely knows
Yeah,
he's
that's
lost
what
as well.
that's what you can't have open.
I'm just wondering why Alphared didn't take his queen last turn. He had the fighting queen lined up with the ground queen. That's a neutral matchup.
Because the bishop could have taken, so maybe
Like
he was
would have
hedging his bets.
He would
but
have lost. He would have lost to the bug type Shedinja afterward, but that would have been fine.
I don't think Vernius knows that he's got another move now.
No, but he's
That's true. He's taking his time.
That's my analysis.
he's probably analyzing the matchup chart, right?
Maybe.
That's what I think. But
It's
like he
taking
could
a
just be
while.
he could just be kicking his feet
Well,
up.
look how many
Sitting
options he
back.
has. He could take so many pieces. Imagine the number of type matchups you need to look at. He needs to go. Oh, he's fumbled.
What?
He's
Oh, the
fumbled
bag.
it.
The queen's just got a
He's
cake.
blunted checkmate.
He had checkmate there,
king just-
and the king takes the
How-
queen.
How are there 5 pieces you can take and you blunder
Take
your
none.
queen? you could have at least gone down with the Absol or the Claydol or any pawn.
Now, is Alpharad's fighting queen going to hit that dark pawn and then back into the normal knight in that back corner?
Oh
there,
my
Zach?
God, there's a
I've
huge
spotted a bit of a
combo.
move here.
There is, but then how do you retreat?
You could
back
just
out.
diagonally all the way out.
Just get out of there. He's moved it
True.
forward. That has opened up the board slightly because it's going to be hard for him to hit that
Well, the
Taurus
queen
now.
can now check the king.
Okay, so before Alpharad had checkmate, Jackson, you were talking about going like the dark pawn, the Taurus, all that, but he really could have just taken the king with the second move.
That is completely correct.
Now, at least Vernius is protected against the queen taking the king.
Very true.
Alpharad can still get the super effective hit, but
Gets
he
the
doesn't-
super effective take, but he might just be forced to retreat here. I don't really see a good way to.
Can he do a diagonal back and take that pawn? Is that fine?
Oh, Jordan.
That
no,
is
okay.
not very effective.
Jordan,
Alright.
that is why we bring you here for some reason.
Yeah,
All
just
right, retreating queen.
chooses to retreat. So that's just a safe take using the super effective matchup.
Jared, real quick, could you just crop the top of that bottom chat window a little bit more? It's
Great
a lot
stream
smaller.
layout, by the way, Zach. I'm
Thank
loving
you.
the stream layout.
Wait, so fighting can't beat a fairy? I feel like
No.
Muhammad Ali could beat the shit out of a fairy. You know what I mean?
There is a bit more to it than that.
Okay.
Thanks for your insight, Jordan.
But actually, Muhammad Ali stings like a bee, which is bug type, which is bad against fairy. So
And look, if we have a look at the difference in the timers here,
Yes.
Vernius is using a lot of time, and I hope that they are aware of this because,
he's a fucking chart looker.
yeah, he's a charter.
He's a charter.
And he still managed to fumble it.
How did he? Yeah, if he's looking at the chart so much and taking so much time, how did he?
Literally,
Do
Alphared
that.
just like sent him $100 or something. I don't know what that was.
Throwing for content.
Unbelievable.
Getting put on blast on stream too. You love to see it.
Yeah, Vernius said that he had no chess experience and would spend the weekend grinding.
And,
Apparently, quite little Pokemon experience too. He did not have much confidence in himself.
Yeah.
And no offense, my confidence is diminishing the more we see.
Well, unbiased commentary. I would.
The man just blundered at Queen.
Yeah,
when he
that
had
was
checkmate.
shocking.
Come on.
That was pretty shocking. I also like that you can put someone in check and they're not forced to like avoid check and then you can just kill them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like, moves up that pawn. It is good to try and like mobilize the pieces a bit here. He puts him in check here. Hopefully Vernius, this is what I was saying. This is what I was looking at. Hopefully Vernius recognizes this and moves that king.
Move that king.
Or he might just try and like mobilize something and then instantly
Can
lose,
you
but
not
we'll
put the
see.
pawn forward? What's fighting and fighting like?
Okay, they've
Okay,
recognized the
he's
check.
moved
Okay.
Okay, Alfred definitely putting Vernius under a time crunch and moving quickly here, Zach. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's only used 2 minutes and
Another
15
check.
seconds. Even though moving fast at the start might have been a mistake for Jacob because he didn't see. You got to look a few moves ahead in Pokemon
Nah,
chess, right?
he-
Like he could have lost.
Has to move his king directly backwards, otherwise he's losing that bishop on the next turn.
No, Jordan. Actually, fighting's bad against Bug.
That's electric. The
bishop. Other bishop.
He's done it. He's done it.
But with that
Other-
said, that bishop is fine to lose because then you could just take it back with the king
No,
there.
I don't think the.
Now
I
he
don't-
can, yeah.
Yeah, Jacob didn't have any good moves with his queen.
What the?
Well, he was going to lose his queen
Wait.
if he took the bishop.
Now, can we head to our matchup chart here, Peter? Is electric good against fighting?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral
So-
both ways. Fighting on electric.
Is open. This
Why is
game is
he-
heating up here, Jordan.
Wait,
Now
you can
let's head to
he's
our
taking the queen.
He's just left it there. He's just fumbled his queen.
Oh, he didn't think of the back take.
The queen is gone
The
again.
king opened it up.
Oh, but he's put him in check again.
Has he
Alfred's making
calculated?
quick counterplays, like just snap decisions.
Now keep in mind, this pawn looking to take the Pikachu there, the pawn yard taking Pikachu, not
Yep.
very effective, so it would die there.
That's still worth the trade. though.
Still
That's
worth the
thing with
trader, yeah,
trade.
I agree. So he could take this, they'll both die, but instead he chooses to mobilize his other bishop.
Oh, Jacob's seen a couple weaknesses. The steel knight,
Ooh.
the bug bishop. He's
I can
moving
see-
out the fire type to
Oh,
counter.
I think he has checkmate here if he moves that Victini into the right there, and then both bishops are looking down the line there. That king can't go anywhere.
No, it's water
Fire
type.
isn't good against water.
Oh, no!
I know that one.
How
Fire and water.
embarrassing, Peter. What are you trying to do here?
That was actually a great defensive play by Vernius then, because I was like, he's in trouble there. But moving that pawn up into a sacrificial position is actually very intelligent.
And no en passant. Oh, you know, we actually, I paid a developer to make Pokemon chess. We actually coded in en passant, and I've
Yo.
never seen it happen.
I
But-
definitely know what that is.
But it's there.
That's sick.
You said we. How much did you have to do with the coding?
Oh, 0. I said, hey, mate, put in
Make
en
chess.
passant, and then showed him the, 40 rules of en passant.
What is en passant?
Okay, so if you have a pawn on the 5th rank, on the turn it moves there, and only that... Wait, no. So you have a pawn on the 5th rank.
What's the 5th rank?
The moving up 5.
Peter,
So
I
you
can
Oh,
show you
okay.
on the board very easily.
Yeah, let's just show him on the board.
So, Peter, you know,
We're waiting for Vernius
on your
to
first
move.
turn, you can move forward 2.
Uh-huh.
If they do that, you can still take the pawn technically like that.
Only
What?
on the turn
Oh,
they
yeah.
move forward.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
you can't skip past someone's pawn. Does that make sense?
En passant's cracked.
Local man learns about en passant.
What the hell?
Oh, big
what does that
move
mean?
here.
What's that in French?
Movement.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I know poisson is
would-
fish. Is it to do with fish?
Yeah.
We'll do donations between games, by the way, guys.
Right, so the
Shout out.
electric bishop there moving, Pikachu getting into the game. Victini's got his eyes on him.
That's a pretty good play by Vernius because he's pinned that bishop. But then if Alphared takes back with the Victini, then he's got the super effective pawn movement.
I'd love to see Alfred using these pieces in the bottom left that have kind of just been sitting there, not really putting on any pressure. But finding time to move them out is going to be tough.
You know what's crazy? Like in chess, one of the biggest goals is like getting your good pieces out, your like bishops, knights, rooks. Like you want to do that as early as possible. In Pokemon chess, I think it's even more so that you could just ignore the pawns, just bring the knights out. Like, because if you put a king's pawn into the middle, half the time it's like not very effective against one of theirs, and they can dictate like the pawn matchups. So you can even just save that and just try to like play passive and bring out the special pieces.
Well, here's the knight coming out now.
Yep,
Yeah,
the Absol.
Absol on the move.
Does Absol have any good matchups on the board? It's really looking pretty grim. Only looking like it's super effective against the pawns, the psychic, and the ghost, but no good matchups against pretty much everything else, which does suck.
The only thing I could say is if somehow that steel pawn moves, you could reroute the knight there, and then you've got a 1-2 to the king on the psychic pawn.
Oh, I like that. So you can super effective jump from that psychic pawn if he can find a way. Well, he doesn't have to take that. Oh,
the music's coming in.
There's the music. It seems like we only get it when we're spectating from Alphared's
and
point.
he's dead.
And
it's dead. So I'm thinking, all right, Alphared doesn't actually have to move that pawn. He can actually move that Absol to the top left and then be in a position to take the game from there.
Moving through
Yeah.
the ghost.
Yeah,
Oh,
using through the
yeah.
psychic pawn. So,
Do we want desktop audio?
Yeah. I want that.
Oh,
oh, there he
setting up
goes.
a
He's
fork
seen
here.
it.
Oh,
He's
here
seen
he
it.
goes. He's
Is Vernius going to see this coming? He only has a minute 30 left on the timer.
Vernius is going to have to move his castle to avoid the fork that's set up.
No,
here.
Well,
no,
what can he?
right?
He has to move the pawn out the way or
You
the king.
have to move the pawn or the king.
He can jump straight from that pawn. Oh, there he goes.
Well
He's seen
done.
it.
He spotted it. Vernius only with a
But
minute
now he can
20.
super effective that ghost and then make another move from there.
Yeah, he could even jump
Look,
back. And
I'm lost.
He can take the. He can go.
I know he can get a fork in normal chess if he just does dark to fire, then it's attacking the rook
What
and
I'd
the
say,
king.
he can
Oh,
take
yeah,
the
that's-
pawn and then the Aegis slash, and that would be a very powerful
No,
play.
honestly,
What the
Peter's
fuck that means.
thinking too much about the Pokemon. But Jordan's play was actually better.
He's just backed out.
You just get the fork.
Unsure why he didn't go for the regular fork there.
You know what? He's trying to hit that psychic pawn when you should have just
Oh.
gone for the fork Jordan was
No,
saying.
but now he could get a double. He could get the pawn and go straight to the fork.
What are those? What's a fork?
when you attack two pieces at once.
Yeah. For dinner.
So-
he's got it. He set it up. We're about to see it.
Yeah.
He takes the psychic pawn, then he's going to jump to the fire, which will attack the rook and the king at the same time.
Wow,
AKA
Jordan
Wow.
is professional.
Unless he just doesn't. Here
There
he
it
goes,
is,
here
and
he
he's
goes.
going in for the fork because I've learned what that is.
See, now
Puts
he's
him in
attacking
check.
both.
Yeah, so Peter, the fork now is like he has to move the king, so you get the rook for free.
Damn.
But it's Pokemon chess. Okay, I was going to say he might just not move the king.
No, he's just taking the value. Vernius has only got 50 seconds left. He's scrambling, looking
Not
at
looking
matchups.
good.
Huge play there from
The thing
Alphared.
is, you can come back from anywhere. Like if Jacob sleeps for 1 second, like a rook could just go bam bam into the king. You
He's
don't
just-
know.
He's just moved his king back there,
Ooh.
which he could just put him back in check and waste his
No!
time.
Oh my god, look, we didn't see it. That he moved his king into checkmate.
Oh, he did. He put it in the range
The
of that
rook was
rook.
there. And
That was
we didn't see it
checkmate.
either.
Oh my god, Alfred could have just taken his king.
Could have.
Oh,
He's done
great
it
spot.
again.
He was too
He-
focused on the fork.
Oh,
He's
no,
in
no.
the bishop. The bishop.
No.
The Claydol. The Claydol.
What's going on?
Kill him.
Your king.
Alphared, put him out of his misery.
Oh my god.
God, we need flash because there's some serious tunnel vision here.
Oh no!
crazy.
The fumble.
Please take his king.
Absol.
And he's taken it.
Oh my god.
He went from checkmate, moved into another checkmate, moved into a final checkmate.
We're actually trying to navigate Mount Moon without flash here.
Dude.
They're like, there's just
I
no
bet
sign.
Vernius is regretting not taking the game when he had the chance 10 minutes ago.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Vernius could have won that 5 seconds in with a bit of type play.
With a bit of type matchup play. The Queen showing how powerful it is, but you do need to know how to play the game to use it, unfortunately.
You know what else? When Alphared was playing a few practice games against Jaden Animations, he was like, like, I think she saw the video. She was like, it might look fun. And then he was like, yeah, I checkmated her in 3 turns too many times and she hates the game.
Oh my god. Wait, so on
So
Vernius,
I was expecting Jacob to come out with those things.
on Vernius' screen, he's gone boo 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 each turn, but Jacob can't hear that,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know he's
Oh, so
constantly got
you
him
can
in a
only
check.
hear it if you're in check.
Yeah.
And we're only getting it from the side that we're on, I think, perspective-wise.
Dun,
on
dun,
the
dun, dun,
audience.
dun, 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 dun. Update, guys. I've got a message from Vernius. GG's, I got the colors mixed up. That is your update from the field.
What does he
I
mean?
don't. You got the colors mixed up.
What colours?
What, black and
Black
white?
Famously similar.
Famously used in the saying as clear as black and white.
Oh my god.
Well done to Alphared for winning that first one. Do we have any other matches finishing up at the moment, Jared? We could jump in on.
I've got Smallant and Astroid playing.
Yeah, chuck it on.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And we're going to cut to that
Put it back up there.
now.
Looks like we're going to get the end of Smallant versus Astroid.
Now, are these guys all streaming as well on their own perspectives? Do you know?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Oh, critical hit!
small land immediately.
What
I
happened
didn't even
here?
get to see the board
Wait,
yet.
did he just win with a crit? Like
The
a BM?
Ice Queen just cooked
So
something.
what we saw was the flying type pawn move out of the way, letting the queen just fly on in and take that king there.
That's it.
That's what we missed out on just at the beginning as we
Oh, wow.
tuned in.
We're going to have to see the replay on that one.
Which
in
we
the
do have an
video.
action replay
No, we
right
don't.
now. Okay.
No, but Asteroid's streaming, so I'll pull some footage from him later.
Yeah, for sure.
See
So
him being like, what the fuck?
if you guys want to like get some multi-stream going, I would recommend doing that so you can, have
Catch
maybe
all the action.
have ours with audio on.
Smart.
And then you can have the other ones open so you can see different perspectives. There, just a little suggestion, but if you close this stream, I will never forgive you.
And if someone's getting checkmated, you can turn their sound on and hear them scream. I just would love to see Vernius' perspective as he's like, okay, I'm escaping this checkmate. And then it still keeps going, boo-doo, boo-doo. He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, which colour's black and white again? It was a bit confusing.
Yeah, he thought he was killing the game. I've got him in checkmate again, boys. That's why he kept moving into another checkmate.
Moxie boosted keeps on putting a password on their match.
Oh, okay. I'll get that sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, send a message in the Discord for that one.
Well, this will be a YouTube video, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Tempest.
Yes. You do not just spend $1,000 on a prize to not make a YouTube video.
That's weird.
It's crazy, right?
Wow, so we've had 2 games that we've got to spectate there so far. What's been your takeaway, Jordan?
I think this is far more entertaining than regular chess. I'm not going to lie. It's just...
It's
I don't-
dynamic.
The excitement, the...
I mean, I'm not going to say that. It's potentially because it's new and exciting.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No.
like, when a meta for something isn't quite worked out yet, you get to experience the learning process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
not
it
figured
kind
out.
of, it removes that viewing entry barrier. Because everyone's on the same page here. Everyone's like, what is going on? And there's some crazy plays going on. So I appreciate it. It's very, very watchable at the moment.
I'm sure in like 2 weeks, someone will be like, oh, if you have a dark type queen and you move here, you can't lose.
Yeah.
And that's when the game's over.
But right now, it's like back in the day,
Yeah.
Bobby Fischer trying to figure out a few moves.
Oh, a bit
back
of
at
Bobby
home.
Fischer.
There's no AI. There's no AI on Pokemon chess yet.
Not yet.
So it's just human against human.
All
That's
right,
what we love to see.
the password, Jared, is 85%. So let's say.
Have you told him not to bother with it because the site isn't public
Yeah,
yet?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
it's game over.
They just won, so.
All right, looks like in our round 1, we saw Alphared defeat Vernius.
Wow.
Oh, God, there's not a lot of movement on this board.
Yeah, what happened
What
here?
happened here?
Oh, I
the queen's in there.
That queen got in there quick.
Only 45 seconds.
Oh, my
man,
God.
Cybertron has he knows the matchups. That's
I gotta
I'll go
say,
over the rest of the people competing as well.
yeah, just real quick, Moxie boosted. Definitely my sleeper pick to win this whole thing. That's
Yeah?
what I'm gonna say.
Well.
Moxie boosted is mega brain Pokemon gamer.
Yep.
They built me a team to get me into Master Ball tier with having no competitive Pokemon real experience. They built me the team. It was so good that I still managed to make it in like 2 days. They're very smart, and so I rate them for this.
Shout outs to Moxie Boosted.
Damn.
Oh no, Alfred has already won his next match.
Oh, no.
Beating Captain Kid, who has been practicing the game as well. So apparently not
enough.
practicing the right stuff, because that was a sweep.
These games are moving very fast.
I'm glad we got to watch that first match because it seems like that might be the longest one we'll see all
Yeah,
day.
we got to get ready for our next match that's starting and jump right in
Yeah,
there.
anything new?
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Nothing at
We
the
got to be ready.
Let's run over the rest of our competitors here. We have Moxie Boosted and Cybertron. Cybertron won the round 1 there, being the competitive VGC player, but Moxie Boosted also a competitive Pokemon player. Both very large brain in terms of Pokemon. Don't really know in terms of chess, the skill level there.
I think just having the type matchups worked out means you can spend more time thinking about chess, just have that part automatic, which is
Yeah.
very helpful because chess, you're going to have to think either way, it doesn't become automatic. You still have to analyze the board state, but type matchups, that can be just
second nature.
locked in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of a good point. The reason why I got mostly Pokemon YouTubers. And also because I don't have any chess YouTuber friends. So
So slide into those DMs, guys.
I'm right here. I didn't have it.
I want to see the next Gotham chess TikTok. And he moved the Hogscrow.
They're playing again, Jake and
Who?
They're like playing again, Alphared and
Maybe they had a false
think
start
they're-
or something.
No, Jacob definitely beat Captain Kidd. I think they're just playing for fun now because the next round won't start for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The salty run back.
All right. In match number 2, round 2, sorry. Let's see who's versing. Astroid will be versing Vernius. Alphared has already beaten Captain Kidd. Cybertron will have a bye because Pokemon Challenges is not here. So we're really looking at Moxie boosted versus Smallant is going to be the big one in this round. So that's the match we're going to be spectating this time. That sounds like a pretty interesting one because Smallant, like, not fully focused on Pokemon. He plays lots of games, but a lot of them are different Pokemon challenges. So, he knows the time matchups. Probably good at chess, just like looking at him. Right?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What feature in particular is what got you onto him
Does
being
he
good
have
at chess?
glasses?
Well, I mean, like, looking at the type of content he does in the streams.
Oh,
Good save,
He
good
does
save.
have glasses, though. So
Yeah, well, if you go
chess
chess.
nerd.
Good chess.
I mean, the best chess player here is wearing glasses, so...
It's not
That's
confirmed.
me.
Can't confirm or deny that he is better.
Let's have a battle. No,
Sure, actually,
no, I know.
best Pokemon chess player here
oh, here we go.
must be Peter.
I'm undefeated.
Okay, looks like the
Damn it.
draft is happening for Moxie versus Smallant.
Smallant, nice.
Okay, we can see
Oh,
pieces
it
popping
turns
up.
out we can see...
Should we not say this in case they have the stream open?
Nah, they're not going to have my stream
That's just
open
cheatsies
stream
anyway.
starting. That is
All right.
cheating.
So we got a steel type
That
king.
Ice Queen appeared very quickly.
Yeah, the Jinx Ice Queen was my favorite pick as well. I rate it.
I don't rate the Steel King.
I don't
Like,
think that the king defensive type matters at all because if
No.
it's dead, you're done.
you want the Steel type on a pawn. Basically, King, you want the most immunities and...
And also offensive types because
the least resistances when attacking.
Yeah,
So-
because you want
Yeah.
to be able to take stuff that attacks you.
You do not want to be in a position where you've just got your king and like a few pawns that you could regularly take,
Yeah.
but you can't do anything,
Yeah.
and you're just waiting to die.
if you make a misplay, the king can go on a bit of a tear if it's got a super effective matchup because being able to move in any direction is nothing to be afraid of. And the fact that you can move into check to take something and then retreat if it was super effective is actually
So
pretty good.
funny.
You know what? Ghost type King kind of goes a little hard.
Is there a ghost type king option?
Yeah, Jellicent.
Ooh,
Wait,
There
what?
is an option for every piece, every single type.
really?
Yeah, and I can probably tell you if you want to know.
Low key, I think the normal type king isn't bad.
Go
yeah,
on.
you got that one immunity. And
One
it's
immunity
like-
and only one it's just like kind of neutral.
Oh, here we go. We're off.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
situation if you get critical bad, but you're super effective?
All right, so
what
they've-
happens?
Oh,
God, who knows?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
So you can
Oh,
see
you mean a miss?
Is that what it?
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
happen.
a miss just
Yeah,
means
a
nothing
critical
happens.
bad.
I don't know what
AKA a
it was.
miss.
I know super effective, critical good.
So both
Alright.
players have made a move to immediately start mobilizing their pieces, like get the queen out potentially.
I don't think you should have moved that water pawn out because then Moxie Boosted can bring out the grass type pawn or the water type pawn and kind of take control of the center with because you can't take back.
Yep.
But what
Without
Smallant
your-
done, he's threatening this pawn with this rock type super effective Tracheon, and that pawn can't go anywhere. That Cyndaquil is going to die.
Yes.
I think you got to go danger levels and try to attack something even harder. Like if you bring your queen out, maybe to somewhere where you can look for a super. Okay, here was the move.
There's a good play.
You got to move your queen onto the bishop file. Then if he moves that knight, you take the Litten and
Yep.
then you take the king.
Oh, bang, bang.
That's what Moxie Booster should have done in that situation. Not
Okay,
a Pokemon
what's-
chess professional though.
What's he going to do with his second move here? He got the Terrakion.
I think it's just a straight up retreat, maybe bottom left retreat. Okay, there you go. It's still a retreat. There was nothing offensive there to do.
Because the flying
Moxie
bishop can't take the knight. Very
Yeah.
clever.
Moxie should have moved that Diancie in line with the Litten. Like, that's just such a powerful threat. You're threatening to take their king. And we'll see if he does it here, though.
Let's have a look. We've got the rock type queen, the Diancie. How does that match up against the board? So it's got super effective matchups against the Delibird and a couple of the pawns, but nothing really too crazy.
Can we start saying a bit of like black rock or white rock? Because I don't know what the hell a Litten is.
sorry.
And then
Oh, Litten is the
fire type
lit
pawn there.
kitten.
The white fire pawn.
oh, the white. Yeah, okay.
They both have a Delibird.
All right.
Delibird mobilizing. One is a flying Delibird. The other one's an ice
I'm
Delibird.
following along now.
Jordan, I will not be I won't be changing the way I
Oh.
commentate though, because I want to show off the Pokemon aspect.
That's
like,
fair.
Okay,
the
so
specific Pokemon per piece.
if he does not move this Bulbasaur here, the black
It's
pawn,
a
he
GG.
is GG'd. So
He's
hopefully
gotta
Moxie
cover
Boosted catches onto this one.
You can just move it forward one, then the Jinx will have no good takes after that.
Yep.
Or just bring that Delibird forward, right?
Hopefully Moxie actually sees
Or
it.
Dark.
Can you
Yeah,
bring
you could bring the
Dark
Delibird
Horse?
forwards, which would then make the Queen suicide because ice does resist ice. It's only resistance.
Thank
And it's GG.
Moxie, what have you done?
Moxie Boosted has not seen the play, and there we
damn.
How
go.
do you not see that? He's a...
Is Moxie boosted his way to death? Am I right?
Man, I just gassed you up, bro. You got to see those.
Oh.
And the funniest part for that, for me, is just how quickly Smallant made that move.
He was ready. He
was shaking his finger on the trigger.
Yeah, you reckon he was ready to go?
Even the beginning of the game, I noticed he got his pawn out and then his horse out very quickly. I think he's got a good
And his
handle on the
opening ready,
game.
yep.
Yeah.
You can't be making those blunders in Pokemon chess.
Smallant's definitely the kind of guy to have a bit of a strategy going in to the match.
To the match. All right, that was an absolutely speed game there. All of about 5 moves to have that one decided.
And again, showing how powerful the Queen is. We did say that at the very start that the Queen kind of goes crazy.
watch your pawns when
Yep.
that queen comes out. Watch your
Apparently,
pawns.
there's so much to check for because it's like the queen could attack so many things, and if one of them's super effective, you could just lose right there. It goes through the ranks.
What do
You know
we
how in chess it's like...
Real quick, it's apparently Alfred has found a replacement
Yes,
in the
CJ.
chat.
Oh,
So that is
which
good
is
to know.
pretty extremely high.
CJ sounds like a basketball player. CJ.
Thanks, we're on the sports couch today. We're getting it.
CJ. Tell me I'm wrong. CJ from 3-point line. And he's trained it. Let me know if that's accurate.
You're wrong. There you go. Tell me I'm
Damn
wrong.
it.
You're wrong.
CJ does remind me of the main character from GTA San Andreas, who
Is that
you can
basketball?
play a bit of basketball in that.
Oh,
so
see, I told you.
I guess you're not wrong.
CJ.
Sorry guys, just trying to run the tournament a little bit too. Can we get a view on Astroid versus Vernius, if that's possible?
And we're going to cut to that right now.
I think they are mid-match.
Oh, this match has not ended instantly, so that is
Okay.
good to see.
There's no
See, this is
queens
what I was
out
talking
yet.
about, bringing the knights out before even a lot of the pawns.
This is a confusing opening here. What do you make of this, Jordan?
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to figure out what's going on. Usually your plan is to take the center with some pawns, then get your special pieces out, like the bishops and the knights, then get your king out. That's usually the standard play. We've got some pawns on the side. We've got people say a knight on the rim is grim. It's a bit of a saying.
Yep.
And there's a knight on the rim right there.
And that is
steel.
grim.
That's pretty grim. It can't really do too much.
Well,
over
it means
there.
it only has 2 options, right? Which
Yeah.
is no bueno.
And we've got another pawn out on the side. So, bit of bad chess going on, but maybe good Pokemon chess. Who knows? Not me.
Oh yeah, what are your guys'
playing
thoughts?
pretty defensive, I think, is just, them waiting to make moves. Don't know why he's moved the knight there, because it can't even take the coughing without dying.
Another rim knight.
A rim grimmer.
Yeah, 2 grim rims.
Sounds like a bad Saturday night.
Yeah.
Back to you.
You know what? I do respect Vernius, though. He's using the same team. Must be his favorite Pokemon on there.
Yep.
Including Tauros and Shedinja.
Respect.
So 2 terrible types that he's chosen to use on his team. Good on him.
Yeah,
Shedinja's
respect.
a bug.
Although I do have to say, what are your thoughts on the Aegislash? We have an Aegislash mirror here with the steel types. I think that they kind of are not good because it's a very offensive piece that likes to jump around, and steel doesn't have a lot of offensive, super effective hits.
I don't think it's too bad to make your special pieces like good defensive types, because it means you can just waltz into enemy grounds without caring too much.
Yeah, but they're just gonna then they might just trade with you, and I'd rather have defensive pawns because the pawns you want to sacrifice. So I want defensive types on the pawns, offensive types on the special pieces.
Did both these
true.
2 players lose their first round?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
And
we
the
have
losers
Yeah.
finals. Yeah. No,
this
not
is a
this one.
really tough spot for a Vernius here because that bishop can stroll on in, take the knight there, and then if the pawn wants to take it, it is going to sacrifice itself and sacrifice their turn.
Oh my
So
god.
that's a good trade there.
Okay, let me give you the reasoning why Vernius moved that piece forward. I don't know if he thinks this, but moving the psychic type there might bait Astroid into taking with the electric pawn. Look at Nidoqueen. You go up, take the electric type, diagonal to the Geodude, and you actually have checkmate
Oh my
if
gosh.
Astroid takes this Abra. It
Oh
looks like
my
a free
God.
piece to take.
I would take it.
Implying Vernius will see that is quite generous.
Well, I'm going to imply that he's moved the pawn in preparation.
reason.
Well, he was moving it out of the way of the bishop, which was going to super effective take it with diagonal. So it was a defensive play, but actually a genius, the Abra Gambit, as they know it.
Every single play in Pokemon chess is a gambit. We
Yeah,
can come
that's
up with
true.
them all again.
True, you have to
And
name
there's
everything.
and there's different Pokemon for everything. So it's not just the Queen's Gambit. You can have 18 different Queen's Gambit. You can have the Nido Queen's Gambit, the Tsarina Gambit, the Jinx Gambit.
What are we calling it when the queen wins in
Astroid
3
saw it.
moves?
Sorry?
When the queen wins the game in 3 moves.
I think that's just...
Who's on the? Is that
play.
Alpharad's thing?
That's
Yeah.
just like getting swept, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Level 100 starter.
The hyper
Just trying to think of
offense.
noob things you
The
do in
6-0, I guess, where you just kind of just roll them.
6-0. Okay, didn't opt to take it, so obviously Astroid caught that, or he is...
He caught it. He caught it.
Yeah.
They give him the
Very
benefit of
wise.
the doubt.
So now what will he do? He's got to try and find a different way in.
I can't wait to see the King Gambit Gambit.
The King Gambit Gambit.
What does that mean?
King Gambit is a Pokemon. Did you know, Jordan?
No.
Oh, he's
So-
done it. This is the setup, right? Oh no, it's
No,
not. It's
no,
not.
no, it's over.
My mistake.
Vernius
My
took
mistake.
Instead,
Which is fine.
yeah, it actually is because there's not
Oh,
really.
wait a minute. He can't get the Floette kill. This Abra's
Yes,
in a great spot. If the fairy pawn goes in, he loses his queen.
No, but then the king.
No,
just
but the
takes
king will
back,
take-
yeah.
I know, but it's still like you don't want to just. I suppose like I think the
Honestly,
Jinx is strong.
Okay, queen trades in Pokemon chess is always good if you're like even a little bit not confident.
Yep.
That, like if you think they might be better than you by even 1%,
Oh.
just trade the queens.
When I played you and we were mucking around, the one time I won was when I traded like almost every piece. So it got down to like 3
Simplified
that I
it.
could keep track of, and then the chess skills came in. So if you're better at chess and worse at Pokemon, that's definitely the play.
Okay, so neither queen is yet to move. It's crazy. This is unprecedented territory here.
Yeah, you see how long the matches are when nobody moves the queen, hey?
Yeah.
it is a bit interesting that he chose to take with the not very effective and trade the pawns instead of. I guess he didn't want to trade the queens, but it's really fine to move that Floette, which is the fairy pawn on black team.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Jordan,
okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Now remember that bishop in the top right, it can still take the Aegislash. Still hasn't chosen to pull the trigger.
It'll get taken back though.
Yeah, but it'll be
But-
it'll be not very effective. So
Critical hit
no, it's
as well.
fine.
He's got that. if
He
needs
could
to
get
go
the
for
win
it.
with a critical hit. 1 in 16 chance because that would just be straight Aegislash and then to the king there.
You got to go for it. We haven't seen many crits yet. I reckon
We
it's
haven't
going to
seen
happen.
any misses either, but some of the games we were playing in practice were completely determined. It's like a winning
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
and you'll miss,
Yeah.
and then the other person wins.
Oh, that's
Because you don't often count on that.
Oh, that's an interesting move. What's
That's
what's
bold.
that about?
That's saying like, yeah, go on, fucking take me with your Honch Crow. I don't even care because it's gonna like lose a rook compared to losing a knight, which is just worse for black.
Yeah. Again, not to harp on about this bishop, but now it has a super effective line of sight to that Duskull, and then it can go and kill in the corner a rook, which would be a
yeah.
deadly play,
That's a
huge.
3-point swing. in
which
chess
definitely
terms.
should be done, I think. But there are a lot of options in this game.
100% that should be done.
But it's been sitting there for so long that I think that Astroid has forgotten this bishop exists.
What's the deal with Dark and Rock?
Neutral?
Neutral. So you could take with the bishop, and
He's
then
missed
you
it.
won't even lose.
He's missed it.
Okay.
move the rook instead to protect that bishop, I suppose. Oh no, sorry, he moved the bishop.
Steals is not really good against much, is it?
No, it is super effective against rock, ice, and is that it? And fairy, of course.
And fairy.
I'm just thinking you move, Aegislash, you move him to in front of that fairy pawn, and then you got that Eyes on the Geodude and the King, which will let you do 2 moves.
And you can't
'Cause
really.
it's a pi- 'cause
you
it's
have
a
to move the
fork.
king, and then you can
And
go
then
the
you take out that
Geodude,
rock.
and then
The
take the queen.
Exactly.
Oh,
This is what
wow.
I'm thinking is a big play here, and this is why I'm not in the tournament.
This is why I was saying the 4 of us would probably. I think any one of us might win this tournament if we were in, and that's why instead we're sitting on the couch telling you all the good plays and watching the players make the wrong decisions.
Yeah, I'm looking for this that white Aegislash to get in there next to the queen because the queen can't take it without dying.
I love it.
a very
Usually in
interesting
chess, you
play.
see the commentators like, "Wow, Magnus has done that move." It's just I would have never thought of that. Whereas we're outlining the 5 better plays, and then you see them move the shit in. Like, what?
Oh!
And what's he got to
There's
do
a check.
here?
The queen.
You surely just move the Aegislash back to block, right?
Or the
Queen can't-
Pikachu in front, and then it's attacking.
Yeah, the
Jinx.
Aegislash can just keep blocking. If
Oh,
they've
yes.
chosen a castle.
Here's
You
castle.
can castle,
You can
out of
castle out of check.
That's
That's
a new
Actually,
move.
it's called a Crussel.
Oh, that's just different. It's different. In normal chess, you can't castle if you're in check, but
There's no check.
that's true. There wasn't. Yeah, there
It
wasn't a
doesn't
check.
exist.
There wasn't a
Frank.
I love that. It's like the king just like, nope, wild king got
Escape.
king got away safely.
He's just got to get that Aegislash in there. It's the big move. Although
Yeah.
the queen is no longer under attack at that play, but still lets you attack sort of around that king and open up the board a bit.
You can
Or
put him
like-
in check and get him moving.
Why is Nidoqueen literally sitting in the back with the EXP share? Get it out.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that. Maybe they're too afraid of losing it.
Oh, it's kind of stuck, honestly. No good switching.
We could have the Jigglypuff taking the Geodude here, and then the Cyndaquil is going to have a not very effective hit. Oh, no, that's neutral, isn't it? Okay, this
I
is
think
just...
you want to get your big pieces out. Like move
I
that
agree.
Pikachu to attack the queen.
Get that
Then it's
Nido queen
retreating.
out.
The
Then you-
Vernius is backed up, you
Get your
know?
queen out.
He's going beep, beep, beep. He's backing it up.
Truck
Peter,
goat.
just remind me, is
Truck
grass bad on poison or is it just vice versa?
I think it is resisted, but I can't remember.
Okay,
I
the
think it is as
Jigglypuff
well.
takes there. Now,
Could have the Cyndaquil taking here, but
This
unless
is-
there's something better.
This is good
Yeah, but
because this could.
fire's...
If
Okay, fire's
Cyndaquil
fine.
takes Jigglypuff, it opens up that huge attack on the king with if you move your queen over.
on that E-file there, Jordan.
Yeah, that
I
could
have
get the queen
seen
out.
that E-file opened
Yeah.
right up here. It could be.
Hold
if
on,
Astroid allows
there's
it.
a
lot of
line.
potential.
There's a line here for that Claydol to move in and take this Tauros and put a threat on the queen.
Or you could get a crit and just take the queen.
That is true.
I say go for it. I say go for it.
This is probably one of the closer matches we've seen. Kind of looked like that first one until Alphared found a win.
We're getting a bit low on
Super
time.
effective hit.
Super
Found
effective.
it. That,
There's the play I was waiting for, and they're going to move on to the Rook here.
that bishop has been staring down the file like,
He's been aiming his shot the whole time, looking down the scope.
there's no way you don't take the cross.
Hopefully,
on it,
Astroid
right?
knows you have another turn here because it seems to be taking a bit of time. And
Yeah.
there it
That
is.
is
look
the
at
entire
that.
mechanic of the game, so you'd hope so.
You would hope so, but you would be surprised.
He's done his homework. That's pretty huge. Taking out of Rook for free, as
Man.
well as a pawn on the way.
This Tauros sucks.
It does. Normal type, not good.
What, I'm trying to find a play for it, but there's just nothing
Like,
you can do
look
with
at
it.
the Shedinja and the Tauros are
Yep.
so useless.
Yep.
Like Zach was saying, if you win with these types, you have my undying respect. This is why. They're
Oh,
doing
the
nothing.
Bug
Look
and
at-
normal chilling.
Tauros eyeing down Jellicent. Oh, no, it's Claydol, so normal's not bad at ground. But the Jellicent
Yeah,
and the
Aegislash as well.
Aegislash,
Yeah.
Tauros is just like, well, what the hell am I going to do?
Not a lot.
Only 3 minutes 30 on the clock. These players are going to have to make their plays a little faster, try and find some openings here. Both pretty locked up.
I'm noticing there that flying type Rook at the bottom of white is susceptible to the Ice Queen and then going through to the King. Will that come into play?
A little bit scary
Like,
there.
you know
little bit
what?
scary.
Jordan's right about putting this Nidoqueen on the E file because it's good against fire anyway. So you're threatening checkmate either way.
Really?
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
crit.
Oh wait, a crit!
A
That
crit.
means he
Move
gets-
again.
That means he gets 2 more turns.
No.
He can win, but does he know that he gets an extra
Wait,
turn?
Wait, why do you get 2 more?
Because you get a crit and...
No,
it
he
wasn't
didn't.
super
Nah,
effective.
it wasn't
Nah,
super
it didn't double
effective.
up.
Sorry, I thought it
Wait,
was
so you
super
do
effective.
get 2 extra
You
turns.
do.
I did not know
If
that.
it's super
insane.
effective, he's going to have to move this king, and that Jigglypuff may become a... Oh, he's just...
Okay, now the
I
game
forgot
is
that was a
open.
thing.
Okay, this is the worst. That Tauros can't do anything, even though it could put it in check. It doesn't actually do it.
It can put its eyes on the king,
Yeah.
but then do nothing after that.
Right,
Oh
Aegislash
my
is
God.
moving.
Oh my! The board has opened up a big time here.
Sorry,
folks.
I've just caught on. So normal can't attack ghost at all.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh my god.
This Tauros is useless.
I'm looking to see Vernius maybe use this Shedinja to move out of the way and put the king in check.
Oh,
That would be good.
Because he could potentially set something up here with that.
See, I hope people aren't thinking like, oh, Bug's bad against Ghost, because against the king, it doesn't matter.
Does not matter. You can hit the king, you can die in the process. It's worth it. Hashtag worth.
Like, just go down with the ship.
I
You're a
think-
hero at that point. You've died a hero if you take the king. Instead, electing to get the Pikachu
What
out.
happens if the kings attack each other and they both die? Is it a draw?
stalemate. GG's, shake hands.
That's a
Well,
fantastic
yeah,
question,
I guess the
Jordan.
king can move next to the other king, and if it's not very effective, then that could happen as a draw.
Yeah. That would
Wait,
be-
so a king can take a king to win the game as well?
If you somehow get your king next to theirs,
And then
without
yours
them-
isn't
Oh, that's
effective
big.
against you.
That's huge.
That's
Crit.
big. Crit. He can move in here.
What's he
But there's
got?
nothing really to do.
He could go for.
And if he moves it, he's going to go into check.
Wait,
Wait, he has to move, doesn't
no,
he?
You can skip the second turn, but
How
he
do you
might
do it?
not-
Wow.
There's just a button that says skip.
Oh my
hope
God, he
presses
needs it.
Hope he presses it, or
Oh
he's
my-
in big trouble.
He's going to lose if he doesn't know about this
No, but
button.
if he moves, if he doesn't move,
He's
now
dead.
it didn't matter.
Why?
It didn't matter because it was weak to the
Oh.
queen. Oh no, the queen's missed.
Wait, so he...
And now the knight can take the queen.
Oh my god, this
Oh
is
my
huge.
god!
Because
Astroid,
he-
see
Oh,
that?
I see.
If he stayed there, the queen would have taken it. But
Yeah.
super effective, moved on to the king anyway.
So
Oh,
is it
really?
Vernius
Ground
has-
super effective against steel.
It sure is.
So that RNG has saved him, and now...
Vernius has missed to lose the game.
Okay,
Oh,
trying to block.
But he
my
doesn't take the
gosh.
queen.
I don't think he's
I
seen
don't
it.
think he saw that.
He just wants
Peter.
to-
But
block
now
the
he can
king.
just move the queen up and take that. What the heck
No,
is
but
happening?
The queen's got a queen on the side to protect
Oh, I
that
see.
bishop.
The queen is protecting that bishop.
And
That
it's
is
super
huge.
effective
I
actually
can't
as well.
believe Vernius had the game and got a miss.
That is pretty
I
unfortunate.
can believe that. I've played against you a few times.
Oh my gosh, this could be the first match that gets very low on the clock as well. This is a very close match.
Asteroid kind of rushing with his moves. That's probably why he took a fair bit of time thinking if he should have taken that additional move.
He absolutely needs to take this queen out here with the Aegislash there, which is the steel type knight, Jordan.
Oh, yep.
Okay,
Thank
now
you,
it's back on Vernius. What is he going to do? Doesn't opt to take it. I don't know what the flying Honchkrow move was there.
Look, if I'm Astroid at this point, I'm looking to maybe move my queen across one to threaten.
He's moved.
He's moved
He's
that
moved
out.
it into still being attacked by the knight.
Yeah, just in a different way.
It's like
That's
he's
so worth it. If the knight takes it, they both die. That's so worth it.
It's neutral. They
No, it's
don't. They
neutral.
both die. Yeah,
Oh
there it
my
is.
God, it just dies.
He's lost his
oh,
queen.
no, Vernius.
Vernius, after missing the GG, is now starting to fumble.
No, I'm
The
feeling
only
GG.
saving grace for Vern is that he's got a minute 20 left, 20 more seconds than Asteroid, but he's running the clock down. He's going to have to think
Yeah, I think he's
fast.
going to have to start moving quick and just use the timer now that he's lost his queen because the queen is huge.
I think
that the Jinx can make a bit of a run here.
Now, the board is very open. Everything's on the side of the board, so the queen can really just run rampant here. Lots of room. Oh my god.
and there's been a crit on the pawn?
Yeah, not a hugely impactful play.
No.
Wasn't that super effective anyway? Fire on steel? Or did I get that wrong? What?
Okay,
If it took the
finally
steel, yeah,
the
it
rooks
was.
are doing something.
Oh my god, they're moving very fast now. In fact, blundering very fast too, because that
What?
is a free rook and it puts him in check.
Oh,
The
that-
bird is the word, but it's dead.
Asteroid coming in very quickly on the offense.
So can that bishop take that rook though? The
Uh,
Pikachu.
Yes, and it's super effective, and it could then
Ooh.
maybe make a setup for putting him in check.
Yeah.
That's what he needs. He can't be running away with the king. You need to attack.
30
Vernius.
seconds, Vernius.
35 seconds left. We can see the type matchup chart in your glasses. Put it
Oh,
away. What?
The internet.
The internet.
No, that's... I think that meant he,
Unprecedented
like,
territory
left.
here, folks.
Oh, Vern already lost to time, apparently. It's just our spectator
Oh.
timer is slightly off. So I think that Vern has lost on time already and then disconnected. I'm reading.
I think Vern had lost that match anyway with the amount of time left. And having lost his queen, it was only a matter of time, especially that last rook blunder. The Honchkrow losing to the other Honchkrow was kind of the nail in the coffin.
Vernius lost to a miss. That's so grim.
Dude, so the first...
That's true. He won that game.
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking like-
effectively won. You're like, he blundered this part. No, he won. And the game said, not today, actually.
You're right. I was here trying to make it like Vernius misplayed. You know, should have. But yeah, he did lose to a miss.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Vern.
But that's Pokemon. That's Pokemon for
Yeah.
you.
That's the game we play.
If you guys ever played a Nuzlocke or something, you lose them on a miss or a crit or something. That's how the game goes. Whether you like it or not, that's what's in the game. So all these competitive Pokemon players, they're used to it. Like, imagine being a sponsored Pokemon player and then you
Oh,
just have to
mate.
hit 5 stone edges in a row and then you lose your job.
Haven't people
What's
been
that
using
about?
Fissure?
Yeah,
as
it's
well?
a meta at the moment to use one-hit KO moves, which are 30% accurate.
Is Pokemon the least competitive game?
It's very competitive in terms of the RNG tends to even out, but like even the very best player will lose occasionally.
Jordan, that's what I'm trying to rival. The least competitive game, that's Pokemon chess.
That's the slogan. Pokemon chess, the least competitive.
We made the most competitive game the least competitive game.
True, chess is known as the most competitive game.
It
Like
sure is.
The best person is going to win like 99.9% of the time. We've taken it all
That
away here.
was my reasoning for making Pokemon
It's
chess.
exciting, it's hype.
Because I couldn't beat people at chess.
It's the perfect
so I
game.
added Pokemon.
The perfect
And
content.
then kept
Literally-
adding more RNG rules
Yeah.
until you could win.
Uh-huh.
Smart.
content, baby.
Now I'm probably the best player of Pokemon chess.
In the world. Don't fact check that.
Man, Cybertron has taken out Alphared. Alphared said he gave him the 10% gambit. I think he was left his piece there hoping that Cybertron...
Would maybe miss.
yeah, potentially. We'll have to watch that one back.
Because, yeah, missing is 10% chance, isn't it? So you can set up a play where if they miss a move, you can win, but it's
Do we
pretty
have
unlikely to work
CJ
out.
versus Smallant? I think.
So CJ, who's coming out of nowhere.
Oh, it looks like his match has just started as well. CJ, the one that does not even know the mechanics of Pokemon chess, I'm guessing, and he's already taken out 2 of Smallant's pieces. Am I seeing that correctly?
You are
No,
saying that-
sorry, only one. One bishop has been taken out. Smallant's queen moved up a
Oh,
rank.
God.
But
That's
the
check.
queen's making a big attack.
That is
already.
check.
That dragon moving through the dragon. Is there any other piece you can take? No, so it's just you can take the super effective pawn and then trade queens if you wish.
So we got to move that king out the way. Oh, Oh, that's resisted, so the queen cannot take.
Oh.
And it misses the attack.
Misses the gibble.
No way.
Smallant has been robbed. That's the 10% miss.
And
to
that's
lose
why it's the
queen.
least competitive game.
Wait, so it was
There it is.
That is so tough. Smallant just kind of frozen here, not knowing what to do next.
Look, I believe Smallant's been doing a bit of practice. I think he can come back from this CJ joining the tournament late with 0 practice, but apparently luck on his side. 'Cause look at that.
That is the worst miss ever.
Oh my God. And the miss
my-
back. He went for the trade.
Yeah, and now
Boom.
the super effective.
Super effective.
Nothing on though.
He can't really follow it up with much apart from maybe positioning his knight in a good spot.
The knight can't really go anywhere except backwards, to be honest. It's honestly probably best off for a pass here from the knight.
Yeah, because going back just means that pawn yard can come forward.
Yeah, I'd just probably pass or go back.
You can skip the second move. I wonder how Smallant lost his bishop so early.
Probably a crit or a
Yeah.
miss no in this game. This one's it's probably something
Probably
stupid.
a misplay, I think is what you meant to say.
Or a
Everything is-
critical error.
Everything is calculated.
You've got to calculate for the misses as well, you know? That's part of it.
Does he know he's got 2?
Oh, he's just
that's a
sacrificed that
bad
for a
move.
pawn. I don't recommend that one.
Maybe going for the crit.
Maybe
to
he's hoping
take
for the
king, take the queen.
Or maybe,
The miss?
hoping for the king to miss the
then he can
knight,
take
and then he
the-
can take. Didn't happen.
Well, you got to go for it sometimes. You got to be in it to win it, as they say.
But that's true. That's 2 rolls of the dice. You could
Yeah.
roll for a crit, and then they've got a chance to miss. So if you go for a big ballsy play, it could work out.
Chances are a lot less than in the Pokemon chess we played.
Yeah, that was
I'll
awesome.
just rehash it. It's a 10% chance to miss and a 1 in 16 chance to crit, which is the same as Pokemon.
Yep.
Well, I mean, for misses, it's like 90% moves, you know.
Wait, a normal type queen. Have we talked about this?
Oh, what the
the
hell?
Kangaskhan.
That is so bad.
Neither player has a queen. That's
yeah, you
good.
can't hit anything super effectively. That is BM.
And it can't take half the pieces because it'll just die. Like, if it tries to take this steel pawn, it will die. That's not good.
Look,
That's not good.
I will say CJ's joined the tournament late with no time to practice, so I'm not going to bully him for the normal queen too much. And he's winning, so it's clearly
skill.
working. It's the intimidation Kangaskhan in the back, like, yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
not a good
opened up.
play.
It's
That's checkmate.
checkmate,
That's
baby.
checkmate. He can just fly on in.
No, he doesn't even have his,
And that's it.
he doesn't have his type matchup chart.
Wow.
Just set up the steel on steel suicide.
I don't. Yeah, wow, that was good. That was a great game. That
I
was a
can't
great
believe
game.
Smallant brought it back from that that miss of the queen.
I can
Oh.
believe
And
that.
taken by the humble Mudkip. This is literally Alphared. Can you win with only Mudkip?
True.
The world's most powerful little frog boy. taken out the queen, but Smallant brought it back from there anyway.
Wow,
so-
what a game. That's my favorite game so far.
That was just a genuine misplay. That wasn't RNG or anything. That was just bad
It
effectiveness.
was RNG against them. And they
The
still got
RNG
win.
was on CJ's side, but could not overcome the Pokemon knowledge.
Oh,
We've seen Smallant snap up a few victories. Like he clearly knows his stuff because as soon as they misplay, it's like bam, bam. He just gobbles up that victory like a gulpin.
This man has chessed a few times in his life, for sure.
he's a chesser.
As we chessers say, he has chessed.
He's not a charter. He's a
He's
chesser.
a chesser. Wow, what a game. I rate that one. I'm going to rate them from now on. That was a 9.
Wow.
That's huge.
Back to you on the couch, boys. That one's a 9.
All right, let me update you on a few of the results.
Okay.
Smallant has won all of his matches so far, defeating Moxie, Astroid, and CJ.
Wow.
Sheesh.
We're going to have to see how he goes against Alphared, who's doing pretty well right now. Unfortunately, so Alphared beat Vernius and Captain Kidd, but has lost to Cybertron. But then Cybertron in the first round... oh no, Cybertron hasn't lost, sorry. He's
Wow.
defeated Moxie and he's defeated Alphared.
I thought Moxie beat Cybertron at the start. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, we watched a different one. We haven't seen Cybertron play now.
Okay.
We'll have to tune into his next match,
And
actually.
he's undefeated,
Jared.
Cybertron.
Currently, yeah.
Wow, get
But
him
so
on.
is Smallant, but we've seen Smallant's team, his strategies. We're going to have to see what Cybertron's doing to take a few of these victories here.
All
Are
right.
we playing against CJ?
Hopefully we see a different queen coming out of CJ here. They're up to picking it pretty soon. I'm really hoping it's not Kangaskhan.
You know what? I respect the Insta Jellicent King because I fucking love Jellicent.
Yeah.
That's why I made Ghost type King and Queen, those guys.
You like that big Pringles man looking jellyfish?
The Pringles man and the Pringles woman.
Was it hard to choose the Pokemon, or you just picked the ones you like the most?
So for certain types, really easy, like, Steel type, Pawnyard.
Yeah, sure.
Like-
That was easy.
But certain things, electric, very few things that are like bishops.
They're all just electric mice, aren't they?
They
There's just
are.
a lot of little rodents.
Like an electric rook.
feel
What
like
did I do? Magnezone?
I was going to say
Magnezone.
Magnezone's definitely a rook.
But the hardest ones were electric, bishop, and like king and queen.
Yep.
I don't know what to do. Queen, I did Mega Ampharos. King, I did Raichu. 'cause
Mega
it's like,
Ampharos, that is dope. The
Yeah.
L'Oreal, love it.
yeah, the hair. And people, the only thing I could have done with electric is the bishop could have been Zeraora because I used a lot of the mythical Pokemon for other
Ah.
bishops. But then, like, Zeraora doesn't look like a mythical. And I didn't have Pikachu yet, so
True.
Pikachu got the spot.
I'm-
Just like in every Pokemon game.
Time is running down on this draft pick.
But this is what
don't-
happened last
You don't
time.
see when they select
I
after,
see.
after we join the room.
Oh, right.
It
So if
just
we were to
started all of a
refresh the
sudden.
page, we'd
Yeah.
see that, but then we'll just see when it starts.
So it's going to be a bit of a unique situation here where we're going to find out, will he rock the Kangaskhan again? Bets
I
on.
sure hope not.
All right, it looks like Captain Kidd defeated Astroid extremely quickly. Captain Kidd was doing some practice with Pokemon Challenges, of course, who has now dropped out. But apparently was good, but then Alphared beat Captain Kidd so quickly that I thought Kidd was not a threat.
Games can turn on a dime, so you
They
never know.
can. I mean, we saw that last one with Smallant.
Oh, what? So 40 seconds left here on the draft. All we know is the Jellicent. Lots of mysteries here.
We're going to have a lot to take in a second, aren't we?
You know what? The thing I do like about Pokemon chess is it kind of does exactly what I intended with making it feel more like Pokemon. Because the most important things are team building, type matchups, and random crits and misses.
It's true.
Like
It really
those
does even the
change
playing field.
game so much that it's like exactly like Pokemon. That's all that matters in Pokemon, really.
There it is. We've got a new queen, no Kangaskhan.
fire
Thank
type.
God.
First thing I like to do when I look at the board is check the center pawns and see like which one would you move forward. Like you might think Dragon's not good to attack into the fairy type Floette, but because it's diagonal,
Head to head.
yeah, Dragon can take either the psychic or normal pawns for free.
All right, so Cybertron here, the black pieces, is undefeated. Is that correct? And
That is
CJ is our late entrant.
Using the Scizor bug type king, really respect that because it means the king will be doing no attacking himself because bug is bad against like 8 types.
Yep.
I mean, the king shouldn't. He just gets to sit in his throne room, chill the hell out. I think it is actually not even bad.
But if you get to the late game and the king cannot attack anything, you're kind of screwed. Jordan, back me up on that, Mr.
That is
Chess.
true. That is true. Although we haven't seen any late games come out. We haven't seen
No.
anyone survive to the point where it's just a few pawns and a king. Someone's dying to some RNG. Someone's found a good opening. So
We've
that
seen a
hasn't,
timeout as
yeah,
well.
that hasn't seemed to come into play yet. The late game of chess.
Now,
Jordan, we're in enough of a normal situation. What's this position called?
The staircase.
Oh, come on. What?
I don't know.
you know chess openings?
Nah, I don't. I just did puzzles. That's my weakness. I know
Alright.
nothing about actual openings or anything.
Okay, I'm thinking this might be looking a bit far in advance, but if that Ninetales can line up with the pawn on the far left side, the black pawn on the far left side, it can take that pawn, then take the steel pawn next to it, and then put him in check from there. So you can go super effective into check, which would be pretty wild.
I'm going to call this position the Hopcat.
Thanks.
It's got a big mouth, a big nose, and it doesn't like flowers.
Hey, what the fuck?
Is that...
Why doesn't it like flowers?
I don't know. Is that...
Do you not
Is
like
that canon?
flowers?
They're fine.
Oh, damn.
And you heard it here first, folks.
Really just wanted to make the big mouth and the big nose joke with the gibble and the nose
Hates
pass.
flowers. Who hates flowers? Just like walks outside. Fuck.
Oh, there's a check.
There is check, but pretty easily avoided. You just move the pawn forward, force that bishop out.
CJ going with a far more aggressive tactic this
I like
time.
it. I love it.
You like it, then you love it.
I had to rethink. I was like, I like it. I'm like, no,
I love
it's
it.
real good. I like seeing the pieces get in there.
I have to admit, I think CJ is randomizing his team, which is one of the most fun ways to play. Because it like mixes it up every single time. That's one of the reasons chess is so boring.
It's
you know?
very good against
Yeah,
Psychic.
that's true. Do you
It's
reckon he
neutral.
gambles the
Okay.
1 in 16 win here? He's done it. It doesn't.
He went for the gamble, and now that steel type pawn can move forward too, and is actually pretty safe against the Gibble taking it back. He can take the center because you're super effective, and you can.
Ooh.
Is he going to move it forward? Because like, who really cares if you trade pawns here?
I would be very afraid of leaving that there because then you have a straight line for the queen to
Yep.
go super effective and then win.
Yep.
So you really don't want to leave that pawn there in line with the king.
That steel type pawn, you want to get rid of it immediately almost. If it's bad against their queen, get rid of it.
Having
Yeah.
weak pawns
Yeah.
in front of your king is so deadly.
It's
They're,
time
they're
for it
more a
to go.
detriment than anything.
Like
And it
that's
does move it
That's the
forward.
play. You move forward. Gibble can't really take back because that's just good for black. Gets rid of a steel type pawn.
Okay.
And an entire turn, not to mention.
Yeah.
so this, this. Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
he's-
good. Well played. Oh
CJ
wait, not well played.
electing,
No.
electing to take the trade. I don't think it's terrible.
You're definitely better off getting some other pieces out though.
Yeah, because you're doing nothing with your turn. You're giving them effectively a free turn by trading. So I don't
Yeah.
really like recommend that unless it's like a beneficial, matchup,
If
like
you
a pawn
picture-
versus a stronger
Yeah,
piece.
something I like to do with play chess, like picture the board before and now picture it after the move.
How we looking?
White was a lot better before that move, and now you look at the situation. You've got nothing in the center, and black gets another turn.
And he's threatening.
Oh God,
I keep saying
is that
checkmate.
GG?
But he's threatening to just take that. No, you can move that pawn forward.
Yeah, and then it gets taken, and it's super effective.
bring
and
your
then,
knight out.
So you need
can't,
to.
Wait, you can't even block with the queen.
No, you
have
bring your
to
go-go,
move the king.
right?
Yeah,
this is the
go-go.
correct move.
Oh,
Oh,
clutch!
okay.
Well done.
well played.
Wow,
But
CJ
no,
knowing
it's
Pokemon.
no, it's still pretty bad.
It's not great.
Still can take and retreat if you choose to do so,
Which
and
leaves
you can
the-
retreat into a more powerful position as well.
You can even retreat into targeting their king. If you slide back in front of Floette.
Oh yeah. No.
Interesting because white usually is the even better than going first in chess because you can be straight on the offense with like the queen and that.
Yep.
Cybertron bringing it back and now on the offensive, he's definitely got the tempo as black, and I think it's because of that trade CJ
Yeah.
made.
Cybertron using the timer up a little bit more, only using over a third of it now, just ticking by 1/3 of the time as we're talking now. Without, have we had a third of a game yet? I'm not sure. We might have to speed things up.
We know that the game can change very quickly. So, but at this point, it looks like we've had 2 moves.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of time.
A lot of trading and not a lot of moving from anything else, is there?
Oh, I just realized the problem. Nido Queen can't take nose pass and slide back to target the queen because then fire will just take ground.
Yes.
It's not backwards, not very effective.
Okay, slotting that one forward.
I think he's trying to open up the board because if Cybertron makes this, if he takes with the pawn, either way that Go-Goat can slide in with the super effective fork, which is actually insanely good in Pokemon chess.
Damn.
Any super effective pin or fork, because like in a pin, usually you just can't move that piece.
Yep.
No, it's you can't move that piece, and also if you do nothing, I'm gonna take you and take your king anyway.
So there's
Okay.
the super effective hit that we were kind of looking for.
Good move.
And that's a great move.
No, this is trouble. This is big
Targeting
trouble
that
now.
rook.
So the rooks.
I think you could just slide the rook over.
no. Oh, like that way?
No, I was thinking just one because Go-Goat can take back.
That's true.
I think that this is fine. I mean, it does give the Meowth up.
Unless a crit.
Oh, no.
The queen can just take the pawn right next
Yeah,
to
it
it,
can
right?
take the Meowth next to it, and that's quite free. I don't think that is a dangerous play. But it's not the most damaging thing that I've ever seen.
That Starly literally like standing up against the Nido Queen. Just like blocking the capture of 2 pieces.
That is crazy. Yeah, I would have liked to seen the Go-Goat fork earlier because that move was set up, and instead we chose to move forward a pawn, but we could have forked the Queen and the Kingdra earlier.
Yeah, and that would have been
Huge, but it would have been a super effective fork both ways, but did not make that play, and now here we are in deep with the Queen.
Cybertron has used a lot of time though.
Oh my god, he is on the offense. Oh my lord, they're setting up something crazy
That's
here.
why I think you should have just slid the Honchkrow over 1, because then you can.
Well,
at
they
least
could do it
threaten the
now. They could
queen.
do it now. So if they don't, then
they lose.
the queen is going to take the king, and the king's just going to have to run because
What?
you can't take back because the bishops.
Oh, that is a super effective fork, though. He's spotted
Oh, on
it.
the bishop
Ooh.
and on the
CJ,
Queen.
yeah.
But just move the queen into check, right?
The queen could take the rook.
Yep.
Then you're checking the king.
Yep.
And then
Well, if the
you-
Queen takes the rook, doesn't the King just take the
No,
Queen?
because the bishop.
Then the bishop.
Oh
bishop
my
there on
lord,
the
that is a great
rank.
play.
It's
So
a
I
double
think
attack.
this might be a GG.
Yeah, you're right. You have to run.
Unless we see some of that famous critical hit energy we love.
Oh my god.
And now the knight can take the queen
With the super effective.
Oh,
And he can move out of there.
Oh, mate.
Wow.
There's been some huge misses.
Wow. CJ got Smallant to miss on the last one, but in this one, he is the person.
CJ's had the best luck so
Oh,
far.
wait, no,
right?
it's him getting the. Yeah.
Oh, my
CJ
goodness gracious.
has won 2 queens. His first time playing Pokemon chess by getting 2 queens to miss.
Oh.
Did you code in a secret bonus that gives you better luck if you randomize your team?
Better luck to the worst players, just like real Pokemon.
True that.
Oh my god! Now this has really just made it very interesting.
But CJ's really got to actually start putting on some pressure at some point because. Oh, wait, what is that?
Oh,
What?
he's trading the bishop for the rook.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
Oh,
fine.
okay, that's good. And he could potentially have a miss here. Who knows?
You
If
never
the
know.
king misses. Oh, he still doesn't lose.
He doesn't
'cause it's the
lose.
bishop.
It's just a waste of a turn, and then the bishop can retreat.
Or option 3, you could move your king into the check and lose.
That's a great idea,
It
Zach.
could
You
happen.
can move into check.
If he moves up.
Any more observations?
If he moves up.
No, you surely just take back, right? CJ's taking
There
his
we
sweet
go.
time, but he can.
It's a good trade, though. It's a good trade. I respect that. That's like shows a reasonable understanding of chess to know which pieces are the most valuable. Like, it's not their first rodeo.
Yeah.
Now, fire is not good against fairy.
No, fairy is not very good against fire.
Yeah.
Fire is neutral against
So that
fairy.
fairy pawn in the middle is free game
Yes.
for that.
And that queen's got to come out.
Queen, get that out.
Ninetales, come out, you
Yeah.
foxy lady.
It's done all the defending. It's won the queen. It's time to attack.
So if you're black right now, you want to get a defense,
Yeah, there you
get your
go.
other pieces moving.
Okay.
The fire queen here actually pretty bad.
What are you doing? You lost your queen! Super effective.
The rook.
Honchkrow flying in
Oh,
as the crow
dear.
flies, takes out a go-go.
Oh,
and
Didn't
he
see
can
it,
no.
though. Didn't see it.
He had the queen.
oh, CJ's doing everything here to lose, but
And he's just
not-
moved out and kill the queen!
Oh
No
my god, now it's a
way.
free attack on the queen with nothing to defend
Yeah,
it. You're
okay.
in
No
check.
crit. We could have been a crit for the end of the game
dear.
there,
Oh,
but you know.
good night.
I mean, he could have taken the queen 1 turn earlier and the go-go.
CJ, great RNG, terrible at chess. We're
What are you-
finding out.
All right, that's
No,
okay.
He had
That's
to do
okay.
that. He had to do that.
Oh, I thought he had super effective.
I thought he
there.
could go up and
No.
right, but that is a better play there.
Okay,
He's
hang
in
on. So
big
now,
trouble.
oh no, Gogo's got that double move there on the king drone in the middle of the board.
Yes, that would be pretty effective.
Can't do much after that though.
You can bounce back, target.
That
Okay,
is
he's just... This rook is
huge.
going on a tear.
Oh, swipe it up.
Uh-oh. This is when the Honchkrow gets the Moxie boost.
Yes, using that ability. Very
The more
great
he
reference.
attacks, the stronger he's getting in the back rank.
All right, so we just had 2 takes from the go-go there. Super effective.
Honchkrow's eating.
Oh my god, and that's it. That's game.
Oh,
Takes
he
the super
missed
effective
it.
hit. We didn't even see that
Yeah.
one. We were looking at the offense up there. As was CJ.
Sometimes you're licking your lips looking at your super effective plays and you just miss them being able to win.
Well
Gotta say,
done.
after watching that one, Cybertron overcame the horrible RNG to make them lose their... was it their queen that they lost early?
Yeah.
I don't know if they made them or.
But I think Cybertron did
CJ's
make some good plays there for sure. Cybertron seemed to be making some good plays. I'm no chess
Yeah.
expert, but
Give give it
from
up.
my perspective, it looked like that was a well-deserved win.
How
Brought
much
the
more?
offense out quickly.
How much more RNG does CJ need for a W? It's been pretty
That's
kind
been
to
two
him.
that he's
God, the
lost.
last-minute edition, we're just dunking on them.
I
That's
know.
not cool.
Shout outs for coming in, giving us some content.
Doing very well for his first time.
And
as well.
showing off the unique mechanics of the game.
That's right.
That absolutely
Unbelievable.
make the game change.
All right, and updates to the score. Alphared has beaten Smallant.
Oh,
in the
that's
time
big
we were
because
watching.
Smallant was undefeated until that
Yeah.
point. Smallant's still my favorite twin. I think he's been the quickest at just doing moves. Like he's very confident. He knows what he's doing.
I think it's looking like Alphared, Cybertron, Smallant, and Captain Kid coming from behind as well.
Oh man, it's a four.
Do we have any other matches going on right now, Jared? Chuck us into any of them.
Okay, let's go. Moxie
I believe
versus Vernius.
Moxie and Vernius. Is,
Moxie and
is
Vernius.
Asteroid versing anyone at the moment?
Oh, we are indeed. What are these
Whoa,
queens doing in
whoa,
here?
whoa.
Holy moly.
Wait, what's
Okay,
going on?
we've
30
jumped
seconds on the clock.
30 seconds. It could be less after what happened before. Moxie could have 5 seconds.
Well, we only just refreshed the page, so I would
That's
imagine
true.
that it is reasonably accurate, but what the hell?
What is
Moxie's
going on?
white. No, I feel like
Where's the king for black?
the game might be lost.
can't
Oh, it's
see it.
over. It's over, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like,
Okay.
where's the king?
Where's the king?
All right. Is there anything we can work out in terms of like a match that is almost guaranteed to knock someone out of the chance of grands?
Ooh.
I feel
I
like
think
every
it'll just
game's
be-
almost like that now. Everyone's
Getting
so
to
tight.
it, yeah.
We've got.
Like a virgin.
I can figure out what everyone's on, but it's
You didn't have to say that.
those guys are definitely the threats. Cybertron, Smallant, Alphared, and Captain Kid.
Is Alphared versus. Is that like.
Nah, that'd just be for fun. They've played already.
Next called Moxie.
Okay, looks like we're getting Astroid versus Cybertron. That sounds like a good one.
Okay, so Cybertron in a must-win situation, and
Yeah.
Jordan in a must-need-to-concentrate
No, I
situation.
think Astroid has to win this one to knock Cybertron down to another loss for
Right.
if Astroid wants any chance of making this grand finals here.
It's tight stakes here. It's tight stakes here, folks.
I've tried to ignore it as best I could.
Shut up, Jackson.
Wait, what? I wasn't saying
He
anything.
doesn't even know. I need to compose myself. Nobody say anything. Shut up, Jordan. Nobody say anything for 10 seconds, please. I need to breathe again.
All right, I think we're still in the drafting stage.
We see the Ice Queen coming out once again.
Ignore
My favorite.
Ignore the timer for this, guys. They do only have 3 minutes to build their teams. It's just potentially a little bug with the spectating system. We're in beta on Pokemon Chess.
Yeah, we're iron out the kinks, but you know.
By the way, guys, if you've been watching this and you think it looks like fun, head on over to PokemonChess.com and you can play it yourself. The website's live right now. Not to you on the live stream, but I recorded this for the YouTube video.
I was about to say we're about to be inundated.
But for those watching the live stream, the website's going live today, just not until the tournament's finished. So you're still going to get to play today after the tournament.
Wow, that's
pretty
hype.
hype.
That is epic.
It's just at the moment the website. Oh, actually, maybe when my web developer wakes up. Because there's currently a password on the website.
Yeah, can we give Xando a shout out?
Yeah, El Zando, thank you very much for creating this website.
As
Well
we know,
done.
he made Pokemon.
Made
Smash Bros. Monopoly,
as well.
which is a good fun
shit.
game to do as well.
What a
Yeah,
beast.
so
Imagine having
big
skills.
props.
I know. And Pokemon chess is actually way more fun to play with more of your friends. Because chess, it's like, once you get to different levels, it's like, well, we can't really play.
Yeah.
Pokemon chess, as
Doesn't
we've
matter.
seen, there's a whole lot
I'm
of skill
hoping-
levels converse each other.
I'm hoping a few people start getting real good, maybe streaming it a bit. I'm going to be streaming versing my viewers.
Nice, nice.
I've actually been really wanting to do that, but the website literally wasn't released yet, so
That's hype.
can't wait to play against some of you guys.
So take notes, guys.
I'm going to add it
Speaking
to my
of
wheel.
which, I'm going to try to get it up on my phone. I know I haven't been reading out many donations, but now seems like a good time to
We
do
talk
it.
about
So I
Asteroid
need
with
to
the
catch up.
Weedle?
Months.
Asteroid with the Weedle
Where's the Weedle
on the
at?
bottom right.
Oh, let's go.
Weedle, what a power move! I like putting it the weakest pawn on the far side, as far away from your like strong things. You don't want things with weaknesses at the front. I'm really not liking the nose pass. Rock has a lot of weakness. I think it has 4 or 5.
And right in front of the king.
Right in front of the king and the queen. It's just a dangerous spot. Like, all you got to do is get a ground type Nido Queen on the black side, mobilize it. Oh,
Oh, we're underway.
We have a ghost type queen. Interesting.
Okay, I don't know
That
how.
that's actually really scary. That Abra.
The timer's on 12
yeah,
minutes for some
12-minute
reason.
timer. I think it's given him an extra 2. Let's not.
Comeback
Let's ignore
mechanic.
that.
It's the blue shell.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking for this Jellicent to come out, threaten the Abra, and then simply win the game.
So the E4 opening, a famous one, Jordan. Your thoughts?
Yes. That's good. That's just the standard.
And I'm hoping for E5.
Looking on the other side, Cybertron's pawns are remarkably resistant to ice. I don't know if this has been a Jinx read, but none of the pawns are weak to ice.
Barring
And
the flying, right?
is there a flying pawn?
Yeah.
Oh, the
third.
Pidgey. Yep,
Yeah.
my mistake.
But other
But
than
there is a 2 resistances, which is like 2 resistances and only 1 weakness. That's good because ice is a great offensive type.
Oh, and a good little defensive opening here with the Geodude.
The rock pawns moving out. Rock is neutral on rock, so they can take each other.
Okay, what will be next? Is that Queen coming out?
Oh, what's happened?
What? Sorry.
Their times is frozen.
Oh.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
over
no.
the web page
Okay, I
back
didn't
up,
know. Yeah.
All right, here
All
comes
good.
the queen.
Oh, just
The Jinx
slotting
just
one out.
coming out with. It's what you got to do. They can now move it into position to threaten the king, and that would be either not quite checkmate, but it would be a rough position.
Oh, because if
what?
the flying pawn blocks the ice, it doesn't matter, right? Ice is
Yep.
super effective.
So he'd have to move his queen to block it
Ooh.
potentially, and
Or
then
the
you're on a
knight.
crit to lose.
Already
This queen coming out, which is what I want to see. I want to see this queen threaten the Abra potentially, and then go for the win.
Yeah, it's surprising that the Ghost type Queen might get more mileage than the Ice type, just because of that good matchup
Yeah,
against the Abra.
Just because of the placement of the pawns. The pawns type placement is ridiculously big.
That's why one of my biggest tips if you're designing a Pokemon chess team, yeah, put all your favorites on, but make sure your C and D and your E and F pawns aren't weak to the same type. Because then a Queen or a Bishop, there's no way to block them if they get your King on the diagonal.
Here she comes.
Yes, baby.
It's threatening this pawn here, but it's not really a big problem. But
Shoutouts to seeing a lot of underused Pokemon in chess as well, because if they fit the type, things like Zebstrika, Mudsdale being knights, like Pokemon you don't see too much in competitive, but you do see in chess.
I'm loving the Palisand in the top right-hand corner there. That's
Yeah,
a
that's-
underutilized Pokemon.
That's
These
a
guys
ghost
have
type
like
rook as well.
the same team.
As well as
almost.
Duraludon for the dragon type rook, because it's like a literal skyscraper. It's like
That's
a
true.
Good
modern
take.
castle in
Oh
Gigantamax.
no! Oh no!
Can't do anything about it though.
That queen is surrounded.
So what missed what there? I couldn't see that.
I'm guessing he went for something. I don't know what.
Did he super effective? Or I'm not exactly
Bro,
sure what
that
happened there.
queen's come in like attacking on Twitter, where a
Oh.
bunch of people are being like, they're ready to fight back, but no one actually doing anything.
So here, the Abra has to get out the way, or it's GG.
yeah, you got to move 2 spaces forward as well, otherwise you'll lose your queen.
But the
Which
queen,
isn't
that would
too
be
bad.
fine. That would be then. It would be a trade at least.
We got to see that Abra move though. Asteroid.
Wait, well, it's Black's turn.
Yep.
No, they just missed.
No,
No,
no.
look, the
White
black timer
missed.
kicked-
White missed something. I don't know what White
Was
missed.
that just GG then?
It is, yeah. If Cybertron realizes it's his turn, which they have seemed to not because we didn't either.
So what was the miss?
I don't know.
White tried to take something. I
Can
don't
we
know
have?
what.
Can we go to the third umpire for this one? Can we get an action replay?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
What could have what?
What
Yeah,
the
because it
next
said
move
Queen
is.
missed, right?
No. Oh, did it?
It just doesn't. It doesn't say who misses. It just says
but
the
what-
attack
No, it
missed.
did. It did
It
say
said
Queen's
Queen
attack
missed, but White's Queen isn't attacking anything. So I'm a bit lost.
There's definitely a lot at play here. Too much for our small
It could be a
minds.
bug with the timers. Is another thing, guys. It could actually be Asteroid's turn.
Do you want me to try and refresh?
Yeah, let's go for a
Refresh, see what's happening.
Rejoin the room. Implementing spectate mode. Didn't get as much testing as potentially possible, but the game's working perfectly.
Spectate.
Might just have a bug with the timers on spectate mode.
Also, set looking great today, Zach. By the way, I have to say, with all the Pokemon hanging around in the set.
Thank you. So
Looks-
it
looks
is
fantastic.
White's turn. Don't know
Yes.
why
No, Black-
Cybertron's...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Cybertron just tried to attack the bishop, but
Okay.
his timer's still going down. I think... Oh, who knows? Might be a bug I need to...
Do you reckon
I'm
the,
just gonna
the
check.
miss is bugged?
Yeah, are they able to play normally?
Oh, tight game here. Neither player wanting to make a move.
Just really quick, if you're joining the stream late, I saw a couple messages asking how this works, how it's different to regular chess. Type matchups are implemented. So just giving you a quick refresher. I know that we've been talking about this a lot, but if you're new to the stream, if you take a piece with a super effective matchup, you get to move again. If you take something with a resisted matchup, you also die. So it's like a kamikaze attack. So that is the biggest difference. There's a couple others, but that is the main thing that affects the gameplay.
So I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, any news on what's happening between the players?
So right now we're just trying to figure out what quite is going on. It's a bit of a confusing situation. Whose turn it is? What's going on?
Astroid's just getting back to me now. Just asking if their game is alright or if there's been some kind of bug on like the Queen super effective into a miss.
Yeah, I might need a refresh.
Might have to restart this game, which is, exciting.
For us.
Yeah.
For Cybertron.
Not the people with $1,000 on the
Potentially
line.
annoyed, yes, but that's what it's all about here. And a silence around the room. Oh my god.
Is there another game for us to check out in the meantime, potentially?
He's going to cut across to a different game here, folks.
They might be restarting. So
Yeah, they made it a
fair
restart
enough.
if we've had a bug there.
I don't know if there's another game.
There's like 3 rooms. There's Kid versus Moxie, CJ versus Vernius. I don't know if those are any.
I don't think we've seen Captain Kid play yet, if you want to give that
who's
one a
he
crack.
versing?
Is that
Moxie?
Like is that an actual match?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all actual matches.
Cool.
All right, we're heading in on Captain Kid versus Moxie,
All
Which
right.
is also over.
Yes, it is.
That
Oh,
jinx there.
That you see the Queen just in deep there. You're like, what happened here?
That's what you just first look for is those queens. Because where are they? What are they doing?
The Queens have been doing work today.
And you can see that Queen's only moved one place, so I'd be willing to bet it was a super effective pawn
Yeah.
hit, and then bang, straight into the king.
That is scary. You cannot have something weak to your Queen right there, but you don't know what they're going to draft.
And another Ice Queen as well. And they both had Ice Queens, actually.
I
The
want to see
meta-
people trying to
if you-
counterpick the Ice Queen. Line up your pawns along the front
Yep.
with ice resistances.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can put it... Ice has a decent, a couple resistances that you can have. I'd say, namely, fire is probably one of the big ones. Water. You could even... you can even put an ice pawn. It probably would not recommend... But fire and water in front of your king and queen, I think, is almost like a necessity with the amount we're seeing Jinx out here.
The anti-jinx play.
Yeah, it's not easy though. Like they could always just change it up to counterpick your counterpick.
Is that what's happening here with the steel and water pawns on the white side there? Just
steel does resist ice. That is another one.
Maybe a bit of anti-jinx play.
Captain Kid
Wait,
might
so
have set
does
this up.
Fire and water, is that good against ice?
They resist ice,
resist
and they are. Water is not super effective, but fire is.
Ooh.
But
So-
it's more about the defense on those pawns.
And so is steel. So fire and steel might be the
Yeah.
ultimate
and
inside pawns.
Also, you see a dragon pawn there, weak to ice there, but that
Ooh.
one was a little bit further
Yeah,
out.
he's keeping it
A
out.
little bit further out, so it's pretty good.
So then you got to predict the anti-jinx play, and then what do you go
Oh
for?
god, the level of
Yeah,
metagaming
the
here.
meta.
See, well, that is a huge part of Pokemon, especially competitive Pokemon, is knowing what your opponent's going to bring,
Yeah.
and speccing your team against that. Even though you might bring the same pieces, it might have a couple tech choices, So
It's a bit
it might just be moving where those pawns even are. Even you don't have to bring out the normal pawn. I'm not saying that.
Don't get crazy.
Don't go too
Don't
overboard.
get ridiculous.
But maybe put them on another one.
All right, we're just going to have a look here if there's any other sort of games floating about, but I think we might just be in a bit of a lull as the games progress here. And we're getting to the final stages of the group tournament here.
And then it's just the grand.
Yeah, Captain
final.
Kid beat Moxie boosted. So let's jump in on whatever match is coming up.
Vernius and CJ might be on here. We're going to take you there live right now. Here we are.
I think Vernius has given
we
us some of the
go.
most entertaining matches so far.
Same with
because
CJ,
they're the
actually.
least clinical,
Yep.
but the most entertaining.
Most lucky as well.
Oh yeah, the more turns you
of
have,
them.
the more chances you have to get lucky.
Okay, so we've actually seen Vernius losing his queen already. Interesting when you
Oh,
jump
we
in halfway through a
have.
chess game and it's like, where's White's
Yeah,
queen?
what's going on here? Where's the Queen?
It truly
Dead.
feels like you've just entered a battlefield halfway through something awful, and you're just like, I wish I knew how we got to
We're
this
like a
stage.
detective on the crime
Yeah.
scene. Like, what the hell?
Start drawing chalk outlines around a jinx or something.
Let's see how Vernius can start to bring this back. Definitely not with the bug type bishop. But okay,
Nah,
he's
that's
attacking.
not, no, don't do that. You lose.
I was like, ooh, attacking the queen.
Don't do that, you lose. Vernius wants a rematch.
Oh no.
CJ with the win though. Is that CJ's first win we've seen? Well done.
Oh,
Come in
is that
late.
Vernius? Has Vernius won yet? He
No,
might have
I
lost
don't
every
think so.
match.
Well, with plays like that, you don't really deserve to.
I love that
I'm
it's-
sorry. I'm all for being a good sport, but what is that?
Yeah, letting yourself move into check is something that
It's
I
so
really
great.
enjoyed. It was originally a bug, but I was like, we should definitely keep that. It's
Oh,
so
100%.
funny.
All right, it looks like we got. Oh, who's playing there?
Is that in
Yeah,
the
chuck us
Bethesda,
in.
the Bethesda strategy of it's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in there.
And we're going to take you there live right now. We've got Alpharad
Just
taking
beginning.
on-
Alphared versus Moxie boosted. This one I'm excited for.
Now, Peter, look at those pawns in the
That's
center.
a fire pawn, that's a
Steel and
Cyndaquil.
normal. What's your
Ooh.
take on that, Peter?
The normal pawn is not bad. It only has one weakness.
The fighting.
Thing is, you move that steel pawn forward, and suddenly it's the weakness matters because you can't take back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So this is one of our higher level matches, right? Alpharad's only lost one.
Moxie
Beat
has not been
Smallant.
doing as well in the tournament
Okay.
as some idiots like Hopcat may have predicted, but
True that.
True that.
so yeah, Alpharad definitely the favorite to win this one. But if Moxie takes it, he might knock Alpharad out of the grand final because Smallant and Cybertron are sweeping this bracket.
Ooh.
I gotta say, looking for a way in to the back line
Yep.
using super effective matchups is a really effective strategy early on. Like, you can make an early strategy of thinking like, my bishop has a clear shot at this, weak pawn, for example, and then I can do some damage. So
I'm thinking that Alfred brings that jinx out to that square where he attacks the grass pawn and then moves back into the back right corner attacking that Honchkrow.
he could go, and that's super effective on the
going
Honchkrow
crazy.
again, and then he can kill the pawn. It's just like death corner in there when you got the Ice Queen.
You know what's interesting? Moxie might have gotten that bishop out because if you do a bit of a zigzag, you can target the pawn yard, but you can't actually use that to
Hold on.
take the king.
There's a
because
huge play here
it doesn't
for
affect.
Alpharad. Oh, yeah, there's huge. He sets up. Now he can kill the steel pawn and then kill the queen with a super effective matchup. So this knight can go pawn,
Yep.
queen,
Oh, he's seen it
you've
as
seen
well.
it so
and
quickly.
jumps across again. It's
So-
on a tear. It can kill the pawn and sacrifice itself. Probably not worth it. It looks like it's
It can't
probably
go
going to
anywhere
die
else, though.
here.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
Someone
another
has
turn,
got to
does he?
get that horse in a race because Alvarad just made that play immediately. Like,
Yeah.
Looking like
He
Farlock
set that
out
play
here.
up and I saw it coming and then he just pounced. He doesn't really know what to do here though because, he just gets taken by the king or
maybe
the...
he's hoping the king misses and he makes
Oh,
it out.
God.
For
that would
It's
be
possible.
huge.
You know what? The rook can't even take it.
Yeah, it's
The only play is
resisted.
to attack with the king.
Wait, why can't the rook take it?
Oh, sorry, I was thinking
Oh.
of it backwards. It's actually
Yeah.
it's actually fantastic for the rook.
And he
to
moves
take.
it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Slides it back. Okay, well, it's a good play still.
Slow
Took
and
out the
steady.
queen.
Alfred's off to a
Oh,
huge
Alfred can
start.
set up the 2-turn kill
Yep.
with
Oh,
the
there he
goes.
the grass pawn there.
Alfred full on offense. And this is where Moxie regrets picking the king with Truant that can only move every second turn.
That jinx has got an absolute play over there. Now the Honchkrow is sitting more central. That grass pawn moving on to that
Yeah.
Honchkrow is death. It's
Thing
deadly.
is, you can't attack the Bulbasaur anymore because Moxie's protected it with the knight.
Yep.
Looks like he's
And that
trying
normal
to force
pawn,
the knight out.
normal pawn cannot affect the knight there, so it can't actually take that
wow.
Spectria.
Doesn't need to worry about
Normal
that.
pawn's just going to march.
he's
Oh
moved.
no, he's thrown. He is
Oh,
absolutely
no.
thrown. That was not the play.
Okay,
Is
now
there
he's in
any
big
way
trouble.
out of this? You have to move Bulbasaur forward.
Yeah, has to move forward.
And it's just not good. It's just ugly still.
Yeah, is that the only play he's got? What else can he do?
That's it.
You could potentially move the bishop into block, but I don't think that's good.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, like
No.
it's a play, but it's not better than
If
moving the pawn
Bulbasaur
forward.
doesn't move forward, it's GG.
Yeah,
And
either the bishop's got to come block or that Bulbasaur.
And Alfred's got a great chance of making grands if he wins this. But there's been misses on some huge... I
Oh,
think the
God.
misses have come at the worst times possible today.
Yeah.
When's a
and-
good time? Like there's
Just
all
if it's, no,
if it's not
like
a queen,
pawn, take a pawn.
if it's not a queen, is usually a good
We've
time.
seen misses on checkmates, on losing queens every time there's been a miss. So
The queens are coming out like they've got the hustle ability. Just they're very strong, but they have a higher chance to miss.
this is intense.
Moxie just trying to figure out a way out of this, but the analysis desk over here says there's not many ways out. Things are
There's
looking
only
very
one that we've
bleak.
figured.
I think that moving the pawn
forward one is all
forward
you've
one,
got.
forward twice is no good because that just like sets up more stuff to die.
Yeah. And he's spending a while on this move. It's an important one.
Okay, he's having a think and a long think of that. So the grass comes forward, then the queen takes. Then where does the queen go? Does he slide
You
just
put
back?
him-
I think then you would probably, retreat backwards, potentially put a threat on this rook, the flying rook, if you can. If you went diagonally backwards 1, it would be putting a threat on the rook for a super effective kill. That would probably be my play.
You just got to put pressure on that rook, which is just in an absolute shite position right now. Oh, and Moxie just really trying to think it out.
This is rough.
Put that horse on replay. That was an absolute racing horse.
Yeah, it was actually protecting the whole
we might need
situation.
a slow-mo. Alphared was like clicking before the option even
that
came
was
up.
pre-moved.
True.
Moxie just letting that run down, just really thinking it out.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how much time is on the clock if you instantly die. So it's worth taking the time with this one.
The strategy here could be to let the clock run low. Alphared falls asleep and beat him on time.
Oh, genius.
That's smart.
It is worse time for Americans than Australians.
Now, we
Yeah.
got to remember, there might be a play we're not seeing here because pieces having super effective matchups means there might be some higgledy-piggledy way of getting in there, but judging by the fact that none of the pieces on the left side for black are mobilized, I'm saying it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
Very close position. Alphared, very clever, got 2 pieces out compared to just 1 out for the black team there. Moxie boosted, so kind of tough here.
Yeah, I'm going to say having your pieces
the-
mobilized is extremely powerful,
Oh,
and that
no.
is GG.
How do you spend so long thinking of such a bad play?
Maybe they just
And Alpharad was just sitting with his finger on the trigger, ready to open fire, and does instantly.
There's no mercy from Alphared. He knows what he's going for, and if the opponent doesn't
Well done.
spot it, then he immediately makes them feel bad. It's like within seconds of you making your play, you've lost screen.
Yeah,
comes
imagine
up.
spending 3 minutes thinking of that and then just getting killed in 3 seconds.
Jar, can we
mate.
quickly hop on over into another one? Because I think we got Captain Kidd versus Vernius.
Wow.
And it might not be going for too much
Well,
longer.
we haven't had a chance to watch Captain Kidd because he's been killing everyone
I
so
know.
quickly.
He's
That's
been
why-
winning.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
wait a
super
minute.
effective.
Boom,
The
super
Ice
effective
Queen is
hits.
killing things.
All right, it looks like the Jinx has moved into the
Captain
corner,
Kidd.
taken the rook.
still got a turn in hand here. What will he do on the
I'd say
offense?
taking the fairy pawn as the play there. There
Yeah.
it goes.
So has Captain Kidd lost yet?
He has to
Okay, okay.
Alpharad.
Ooh,
It's high competition. I'm
It
curious
Now
to
that,
see.
now that Alpharad's lost to Smallant, we might be looking at a tiebreaker between the two.
Which, as we remember, is a couch vote.
This is
Right.
It certainly is not.
Yeah, I think just having those pieces in deep puts on so much pressure that you're not able to develop your own game plan because you're just on the back foot.
I disagree. I think you move the Jinx to target Bulbasaur, and you've got a 3-hit line to the king,
Jesus
which
Christ.
Vernius has done. You see Bulbasaur tear through
Yep,
Claydol
yep.
and straight into ripping that mustache off Jellison.
Oh my gosh! and
Oh
also,
my
if
goodness.
the Bulbasaur moves forward one, that opens up to hitting the Pidgey as well.
Yep.
And
That's
then
what-
that's,
that's
a
what
lot
I'm
of damage.
saying, like-
and then you can take the rook, and then you're free. Oh yeah, ice is neutral on rock.
You
Oh, that's
think so much
huge.
about your own plays. Like Captain Kidd's just destroyed the corner and the back line, but now he's facing checkmate. And it doesn't matter what the pieces are. If your king dies, that's it.
Fantastic point.
Vernius
he's
has done
getting-
great at setting up crazy attacks, but just not knowing that he's done that. He's had some crazy potentials, but it just hasn't capitalized.
I think what you got to do here is somehow threaten Vernius's king. So you
Nah.
got to move the bishop.
Right, hear me out here. Moving the Bulbasaur forward 2 so that the next hit is not so dangerous. Because if the Bulbasaur's forward 2 and it dies, where does the queen kill from there?
It would probably move to the right.
Yeah,
take
there it
the
is. That's what
pawn.
I was thinking.
Good play.
It could take the pawn.
It
to
can't take the
right.
pawn. That is a resisted hit.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I
good
would have
try,
lost my
Jordan.
queen.
So
Good
yeah, he's
try.
taking this, but then where to go from here is the question. Nothing is that bad.
Yeah, you can't even like get onto the D
So
file to
I think great
Okay.
play from Kid there. Honestly, like
Well
that was
done.
the damage mitigation. It was a tough spot, but then I think he's taking the least damage from this.
That's our defensive play of the day.
Oh, and he doesn't know the
I
matchup.
would have done that.
no,
I would have done that.
That
Oh,
is- you can't be losing your queen to a pawn.
Oh, that's a bad. That's
the
a bad
charter,
play.
it's come back to bite him. He hasn't checked the chart
Yikes.
one time. He's thinking, surely ice is good on water because you freeze it.
That's what I used to think back in the day as well. But if you do drop a cup of water on ice, guess what goes away?
The
ice. And that's what we've seen.
If you're ever wondering about the type matchups, just use the power of logic and you'll be
Yeah.
fine. I swear they all make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, pinning that knight, not really actually at all. Wait, ground is good against rock, right?
Yeah, that
And
Sure
then
is.
poison.
Wait
and then
a minute.
electric.
No, you can take the rock
Oh,
as well!
going on a tear. He had a smorgasbord of things to take. Like that is that's a good problem to have. Do I take the bishop or the rook? They're all super effective. I
Now
don't
he
care.
can move all the way out
Holy.
to potentially
No,
even
he doesn't.
target the...
He should have stayed in there. If he moved in next to the bishop there,
Yep.
the electric couldn't have taken.
Yep.
The electric
It
would have been
doesn't
stuck.
affect.
It actually wouldn't have been able to move.
And then you
It's
would've
blocked
taken
by
it
its own
next
pawn,
turn
and
with
he
a
would have
super
taken it.
effective.
So he
Oh.
shouldn't have retreated quite so far back. He was actually in a better spot than he thought because of the immunity.
But he's already doing fantastic.
Yeah, I think Captain Kidd is feeling pretty good about the situation regardless.
Captain Kidd is a threat.
Man, Vernius has only got 2 bishops left out of all his special pieces. It's
This is
just pawns.
brutal.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of gobble sessions from Captain Kidd here, just gobbling up the pieces.
This is a dismantling.
Now,
Normally
what
it's
does
just like,
Vernius
I'm just
do?
going to swoop in for the checkmate. No, I'm going to kill your entire bloodline.
God, Vernius is just like, so what have I got left?
Yeah, this is the most. I think this is the most advantage we've seen in a match. Usually, it's been some tricky checkmate someone's figured out, but this is just like, what do you got? Not
I
much.
honestly think the play here for Vernius
Was
is
not
to
that. Look, Jinx can target the king now
Yeah,
and just
taking
start...
the-
Your one defense was that pawn protecting Riolu, and now the queen can run rampant.
Set up a checkmate.
Does does fighting resist ice?
No.
no.
So he can just slide in, take that Riolu.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
put him in check.
Oh, that's trouble.
Look, I think what Captain Kidd has to do here, right? The game is pretty much away, but there's always a chance of crits and misses, which is, the comeback mechanic.
Yep.
Now, a big part of competitive Pokemon is trying to play around losing to some RNG. Like, you might feel like you have it in the bag, but it's never truly over, which does apply to this. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. I think you just need to.
He's tried to save the bishop when you could have just threatened to win. Like, you don't need to move the bishop. If you take Riolu and they take your bishop, whoop-de-fucking-do, I win. You know?
Well, but like I was saying, could be playing around the queen missing the pawn here. Do you know what I mean? And then losing the bishop.
Right.
Better to play safe. Like,
If
why
you're at such
take
a big advantage?
Yeah,
you don't
why
wanna
take the risk?
That's
Sure, he's
smart.
got 6 minutes on the clock. He can calmly waltz through. Playing a bit of a stall game, even.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Can even do a big old circle with the bishop and target that Pikachu again. Like, if he takes the Duskull now...
No, there you
Oh,
go.
here we go.
Instead,
He
just
sees the check.
going... Yeah, to put him in check.
So, yep.
Moves out of it.
This is trouble.
I think the queen can just start eating.
The
Yeah,
queen
this
can
is-
now, kill this dino. Looks like
Just
for free.
check your chart, kids. Check your chart when you're taking your
Yep, the
pawns.
dino's
There
down.
you go. He's not going to make that mistake again.
So if that
Jinx
ice
is
tries to
not
take
gonna
water,
attack.
It's dead.
It's dead.
That is how we lost the other Jinx.
Yeah.
If he does that,
No, he's not going to do it. Captain Kidd plays hardcore Nuzlocke on stream all the time.
Oh, okay.
He knows the
knowledge.
chart.
Should I choose a more fan favorite Pokemon if everyone's running Ice-type queens?
I kind of like the Jinx.
Jinx.
It's iconic.
Jinx is actually the meta.
Okay, wow. Just really pushing the pawns right now.
Oh, yeah, and he's just gobble, gobble.
Beautiful.
And now it's lined up with that, with the Duskull. It's all just pain.
And he's done all of this with all his other pieces back in their
Yeah,
starting
nothing else has
position.
come out, really.
Jinx
Queen.
has soloed.
No, don't worry. The Claydol. Let's not forget the
okay,
triple
okay,
kill from
okay.
Claydol.
But we do remember, like, in the Discord a little earlier today, Kid and Pokemon Challengers were labbing, and they did mention that they were using Ice Queens in a kind of cryptic way. They said it's going to look like Disney movies from 2014, Frozen. That's their words, not mine.
That's pretty good.
They kind of gave away their strategy, but it doesn't seem to really matter.
Okay, now, if you're the white team, you just Hail Mary.
Yeah, I think you just go to try and take that pawn with
No,
your bishop.
Does steel resist bug? It surely does.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
it does.
Well,
That's that
You're fucked.
steel type pawn in the center. Seems like
Okay.
it's a good
I'm
one.
so
Pretty
sorry,
good.
Jordan. I really appreciate you pointing out plays.
No, but the thing is, he
Not
may
knowing
be
the time.
he may be the voice of the audience here. Oh, the bishop misses the attack on the
for it.
pawn.
Went
He's
for the
lucky
attack.
it missed.
Why would you go for that?
But
Well-
now the queen takes the... Can Ice take a bug, surely?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the logic behind that play potentially from Vernius is that maybe the king would try and take the bug
And
and
blow
maybe like miss
Yep.
or something. Then he's like he could have won on a miss.
Yep.
Guys, real quick, I'm just going to join the Discord with Captain Kidd and Vernius.
Oh, here we go.
For a reason.
What's the reason? Oh,
Hey guys. Hello. Hey, Captain Kidd, can you just promote a pawn for me, please? Because we haven't seen it yet, and I spent a lot of time coding it into the game. So just bring. Yeah, bring. Can you bring that Shinx? Can you just bring that one up for me? Thanks, man. All right, looks like we're gonna.
I just heard a lot of yelling.
Looks like we're gonna see pawn promotion. I get the feeling.
Ooh.
Well, that psychic one causing a bit of trouble.
Literally breaking the display by taking so many of White's pieces. They're covering the timer.
This is a dismantling. So he's gonna.
Oh, here it comes.
Here's a Pidgey.
Here it comes.
Why did you do one? That's so disrespectful.
We're gonna see Pidgeot, please. It could also break the game because we haven't seen it. So
Oh.
I think we would probably just give Kid the win.
No,
at
no,
that
it's
point.
a draw in that case, right? If it crashes.
Wait, so what happens if it evolves? Did it actually what?
it becomes a Pidgeot.
Did it actually?
Yeah.
No
It's
way.
going.
That's
I
sick.
made the graphics for 32 different pawns promoting,
Oh,
and
dude.
we haven't seen it yet. So that's why I
That's
gave
insane.
him the call.
Oh, he's just
Look at it
wiggle. He's
go.
just doing the king wiggle while the pawn strolls up.
Can you
can
then
even-
promote it again
You
into
can even promote
Pidgeotto?
it to any piece.
Here we go.
Wait, really?
No, it does skip Pidgeotto. Just goes to Pidgeot.
Oh wait, that's how it works.
Pidgeot's the final one, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't get an accidental stalemate here. Oh, can you even do that? You can't get a stalemate.
Nah.
in this
Yeah,
Sure.
because you can't.
Stalemates.
Yeah, you can move into check, so there's no such thing as a stalemate.
better game than chess. I hate
chess.
stalemates.
Come on, Pidgey. Fly, you beautiful bastard.
It's really not flying very fast.
No, I think that's
What's
on
Vernius
Vernius.
thinking about?
Which way should I move my kid?
They're probably just shit talking.
This is ridiculous.
He is holding your stream hostage, to be fair, so
Yeah.
respect, I guess.
Okay. Oh, Pidgeot making a play. Pidgey, sorry, making a
Yeah,
play
I
down
guess
the
we
wing
won't
there.
watch the next match.
I hope the game breaks.
I kind of did this, so fair.
What's Vernius doing?
Do you get to choose where you promote to, or is it automatically a queen?
You get to choose actually,
Oh.
which even took
He
more
just moved
time.
into
Into
check.
checkmate.
This is a play. This is how you win.
Yeah, if you don't take it, because
He's not taking. He's not taking the win here.
He's following instructions.
He wants to promote.
He's trying to bait him so hard. Please promote.
Vernius, wait. He's thought for 2 minutes and then just. oh,
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
oh!
Oh!
It even played the noise.
Yeah,
That's
it has
sick.
the evolving sound.
Is this graphic stuck on our screen now?
That's sick.
Oh, you know what? Even if it is, Captain Kidd wins.
Oh gosh.
What's going on now?
Maybe it's just still Vernius moves because it is Vernius' turn.
Imagine if you could just promote all your pieces. If you got the menu up, it just lets you do all of them.
You just keep.
You just like click that one, I'll promote
That's
that.
the reason why I chose certain pawns is because they have a sick final evolution.
Yeah.
That we
Oh,
love.
that's amazing.
Like Bidoof?
Well, you think of normal type pawns, mate. If someone promotes to a Bibarel and wins the game like that, I'll just give him $1,000 anyway.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, he just turned into a Vespiquen. What the hell?
Oh, he's choosing.
Wait, what?
Why'd he just. The Pidgeot turned into a Vespiquen?
That's sick.
Oh, because he's somehow become a black piece. Interesting.
No, he was
He's black,
Oh,
though.
wait.
The graphic is stuck.
Yeah, the choose promotion
Yeah.
stuck on the screen, but that's okay.
All right, Captain Kidd wins, and there were no bugs with the website.
Who else is
Coming
playing?
out today.
And here's actually a huge one. Cybertron beats Smallant.
Oh, Smallant might be out of the
Which-
running for grand.
No, that's the only match he's lost.
Captain
So-
Kidd and Smallant
No,
both on
Smallant
one
lost
loss.
to Alphared.
Yeah, but one of them's got to go against Alphared in the final.
True. No, but
So what are the
Smallant
standings?
has
Let's
2
read the
losses?
standings out
Yeah.
for now. Let's see how many wins and losses everyone's on. Bit of chatter in the Discord.
True, we don't have that one like a clean image, do we?
Yeah, we don't have a bracket, do we?
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Oh well, we'll have to tally him up.
Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. This is a pretty fun event. I'm a fan of this.
This is awesome.
I'm having a good time.
Oh, and it looks like we got a fair few matches to go anyway.
Yeah, I'm just looking for like the current leaders and stuff to see which of the
Who's got the least
matches
losses?
to keep an eye out
Yeah.
for.
Yep, Cybertron, 4 wins.
How many losses?
I think 0 losses.
No shot.
Seems to be.
Cybertron
I don't see anyone saying I beat.
Has beaten CJ,
Yep.
Smallant, Alphared, and Moxie.
Damn.
Wow.
Smallant has got 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, but has lost to Cybertron. Alphared has got 1, 2. Alphared beat Kid, beat Vernius, beat Smallant, and beat Moxie, but lost to Cybertron. So Alphared and Smallant are both 4 and 1. Cybertron is 4 wins, but has yet to play his next one.
I think we're having Kid and Alpharad coming up now, so should we?
So Cybertron,
No,
Alphared,
they've already
and
played. They've
Smallant
already played.
are the
Oh,
top
okay.
3 at the moment.
My mistake.
I'm going to see who Cybertron versus next.
Cybertron's played 1 less match though.
Cybertron's looking for their next match in the chat right
No,
now.
Cybertron and Astroid must have played.
Cybertron looking to play Captain Kid and Vernius whenever they are
Yeah.
ready. So I'm looking forward to seeing Cybertron and Captain Kid. That's probably the 2 front runners at the moment. But anything could happen.
This is round robin, yes.
Wait a minute, we watched Cyber and Astroid. So Cyber is undefeated on 5 wins.
Ooh.
Is it Smallant?
Looks like our second place people. I want to see what's Captain Kid. He's the other person in the running. He's beat Moxie Boosted, beat Astroid, CJ, and Alphared. No, lost to Alphared. So he's 3 and 1, Captain Kid. But now that he's beaten Vernius just now,
4 and 1.
Captain Kid's also 4 and 1.
So we have 3 people at 4 and 1,
Mhm.
You
1
play-
person at 5-0.
You play 7 games?
Jesus.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, round robin,
everyone
8
plays
players.
7 matches each.
4
But the fact
people
that-
still
the fact that
potentially in grands.
Smallant,
I feel like all of them are still in grands, right? How many?
no, Alphared beat Smallant. So Alphared's actually in second place.
Okay.
He's 1 above the others, and Kid has yet to play his 6th match.
Okay.
All right, we'll have to see how it pans
Still a
out.
lot of people with potential to get in it. Vernius not being one of them. But everyone else.
Not called for. You could have not done that.
We're giving an update. We're
Just
giving
keep it
an update.
honest. Just keep it honest.
Looks like Cybertron is a bit of a sweeper here.
Do we have a
only
match we can go into?
The only person Cybertron has yet to verse is... only
Captain
person-
Kid, Cybertron and Captain Kid are going to be the next match, and I think
Yeah.
that is definitely one to watch.
Can we make sure we get that on it? Because the other one's Smallant and Vernius. And
Yeah.
I want a Vernius.
sorry, Vernius, but I
I
think
love
we
watching
might know the
Vernius.
outcome.
I have enjoyed watching Vernius a lot. Slamming your queen into an over-effective pawn, you don't get those plays anywhere else.
That's sick.
So yeah, I think this could even determine it. Cybertron versus Captain Kid, depending on if
Yeah.
Alfred's locked in for second place.
Should we work it out now how we're going to do it? So if people have even wins and losses, is it their head-to-head?
I think it should be their head-to-head.
It's couch vote. We've been over this.
Or we could do a tiebreaker, but I think head-to-head's probably
and then we
Makes
don't
more
need to
sense.
play more.
makes more sense. I mean, I'd love to play more.
That's what we've done in Smash Bros. Tournaments back in the day.
Head-to-head
thing-
feels so bad. You're just like, man, I rock, paper, scissors this, and I just got unlucky.
Yeah.
Who's
Thing is, Alpharad beat both Smallant and Captain Kid.
So if he ties
So
with them, he wins.
I believe the result of this match might not even matter. It might be Alpharad regardless.
Damn.
Cybertron versing?
Captain Kid, I think.
I
Should be.
still definitely want to see it for the
All right, let's see
third
that one.
place.
Let's jump into that game.
Oh, sorry. Alpharad has not fought Astroid
Yeah,
and
Alfred
CJ.
could lose his next 2 matches.
It's not by any means over. We got Kid and Cybertron. These are the 2 guys who have been doing really well, so I'm excited to see this one.
You
I think, did Alfred beat Captain Kid? Was that right?
Yeah. And he
it
beat
was quick,
Smallant.
wasn't it? It was like a quick one, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Whoever-
but Captain Kid definitely seems like he's got his head in the game since then. And he's had a few powerful plays like we just saw.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way this game works, you can just lose really quickly
Yeah, I feel like
sometimes.
you can lose
Yeah.
it if you're playing better. So,
Yes.
I don't think anyone's through at all yet.
But
The
the
old
winner of this
best
has
of
a,
one round robin is
Yeah.
pretty classic.
the winner of this has a good chance to still get in grand finals though, and I feel like the loser is in a bit of trouble.
You're setting yourself up nicely, aren't you?
yeah,
if
yeah.
you win
So
here.
there's definitely some stakes on this one
This is one to win, as opposed to all the other ones. But
Yeah,
this
they're
one,
sort of-
this one is especially important.
They're all right. This
compared to
one's-
Vernius's matches.
Stop ragging on Vernius, Jordan.
Fuck.
Give the man a
Yeah,
break.
You're a
And
bit of an
CJ.
asshole, aren't you?
How many wins you got today, Jordan?
Well, none.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. You're a Vernius.
No, he's got the biggest win of all, being with his friends.
Oh.
No.
Getting
Nah, I
paid.
definitely would have. I would have done bad. I would have lost my ice on the water or whatever it was.
I guess
Yeah,
the
your
real Pokemon chess
lack
is the
of-
friends we made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The tight matchup knowledge obviously coming in extremely
It's
clutch there,
huge.
and as you can see, the timer does make it so you can't just be like checking it, googling
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
It does matter, and like you see the speed at which Alpharad was picking up those multi kills.
Yeah.
He knows that he's not in between those ones googling that shit. He's
knows.
bam, bam, bam. Your turn. You know, like good luck.
Same
Deal with
with
that.
Smallant as well. Yeah.
Bam, bam. Thank you, Resha Ram.
Exactly.
Oh, did you have that ready or?
Oh, I made it up.
I've actually been making some ripper Pokemon jokes today, referencing abilities and stuff.
Thanks, man.
Keep it up.
It's the only way I can commentate chess.
I actually really like commentating this. We should do this again.
I've been getting into like
Yeah.
analyzing the plays and stuff.
Yeah.
As the resident chess hater for the past 2 years.
Wait,
you
should
know?
we do this as a video for the underdogs?
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Surely it makes sense.
Play
Put the
Pokemon.
other two in one room and then the two in here commentating. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, we'll just do the 4-man underdogs tournament.
Has he seen it? Has he seen it? Oh, this is gonna
All
be.
right. Cybertron using up all the time on the draft.
Well, you want to have a good draft, in my opinion. You want to get a good
Well,
draft.
I wonder if he's changing anything because a lot of these guys have pre-saved teams.
Well, I want to see if he's counterpicked the Ice Queen that Kid keeps bringing.
there
Because
we
he brings
go.
it again.
Cybertron has the ground. I think he's been using that Nido Queen almost every match, but instead he's got the Ice type Bishop. And look, the Fighting Bishop. A lot of strong attacking types in the back line of Cybertron's
I'm
team.
immediately recognizing that steel pawn weak to the ground queen.
Yep.
Directly in front there, if you want to have a look there. That
I
is scary.
I think you start with that steel pawn because it's good against the fairy. The normal type can't attack back. Think
And
of
you're,
the diagonals.
you're getting it out of the way of
You
the
need
danger
to get rid of
zone.
them.
You need to get it out of the
just
way.
charge that steel one down the board.
Oh, and
See,
it
like-
lines up with the fairy. This is...
Put it in.
Yep,
Yeah.
slap it in.
What else?
I don't. You shouldn't have led with that fairy type. The Abra was much more like a neutral lead.
Mm-hmm.
You're already going first. He's gotten a bit greedy with the fairy type, and I don't think you take though. You just get the queen out or something.
Yeah, but what, if you don't take, then that just takes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
It's not that threatening though. It moves up one more, and then what? You just take back with. Actually, you can't take
You
with
can't...
Abra
Nothing...
or Gibble.
yeah, it's just... The steel pawn goes on to Tet. Oh, that's a good play. Moving it out of the way.
I think you just run this steel one down the board, get it out of there. Okay, moving
know,
that
it's
forward.
playing
Let's
a
the
pretty
jinx come
safe
out.
setup.
I like that.
He's really made a lot of space for the mobilization.
Yeah, looking at
again,
the
yeah.
other side, we do have that dragon pawn sitting right there, ripe, if he wants to hit that Gibble.
I don't
with the
rate
jinx.
fairy type special pieces. I reckon you put that on a pawn. Fairy's good defensive, but like, what's fairy good on? Like,
Fairy is decent
dragon
offensively.
and-
Dark, fighting. It's decent offensively. It's a very balanced type offensively. Oh my gosh.
Wow, he's going straight for
Lines
targeting
it
the
up.
Gibble.
Lines it up.
That's
Is that
what I'm-
good? Ice and Dragon?
Yeah.
What he can do here, right? I think the play here...
Oh, shit.
I think the play here is to move that coughing up one piece.
Yep.
If it gets taken, the Gibble can take straight back.
Peter, I think that might be the only play.
Yeah, because if you move the Gibble out of the way, you lose. And
Yeah.
that's
He's
about
done it.
it.
He's found
But
it.
that's really not too bad. That is like fine.
What's,
Oh, gosh.
Oh, he's targeting that Gibble again.
Oh gosh.
Another attack.
And it lines up with the...
Wait, that
oh
might
my
be
god, that
Jackson.
might be
That's
it.
it. There's nothing you can do.
Unless,
Wait,
no,
you
the
moved
king...
your pawn out of the
You
way.
can move.
You moved
No.
Gibble up.
No,
No.
this is a flying
Then
type.
it attacks the Corviknight.
Oh,
He's
and that's
actually
another
trapped
bad
him.
matchup. Oh my
He's
god.
trapped Cybertron.
Sure,
Dragon and
I
Flying
think-
have copped it.
Does the... Oh god, there's nothing you
Nah,
can
it's
do.
GG.
We're
No,
all
I
learning
think
here.
it is GG.
The
Alright.
Dragon and the Flying being
The-
weak
okay.
to ice right next to the King is
Now,
a bad play.
What you have to do here is play for the miss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it's not GG in this game because of misses and crits. You need to play for the miss here. What is the best setup you can have?
Do you just... Oh my god, he can't even use his fighting type to attack the king. I was going to say bring out the Metacham, but that doesn't do
You can't
anything.
fight ghosts, can you?
So just maybe bring out the
Is that
Nidoqueen.
real?
can't.
Is
No, you
that?
can't.
Oh my god, this is in big trouble.
I don't think the Nido Queen really does anything.
Dude, he spent so long on the draft and he cooked it.
King with
Yeah,
His
he's
bishop
lined up a
can't-
weakness to the Ice Queen here on the right
Oh,
side.
And the
Kid-
ice is the meta as well.
Kid as black. It's very hard to get the tempo and make a strong queen attack when you're black. But Cybertron's queen, meanwhile, sitting next to his king, unable to do anything.
Well, the tempo
Whereas
started.
The Jinx has got the best bait I've seen.
The very first move of the game with having that fairy pawn versus the steel pawn was instant tempo. Like that
Oh,
was
mate.
huge.
Kid's
Yeah.
used 16 seconds as well to get himself into a winning
That's
position.
crazy. Well done.
You're right. That bringing out the fairy pawn, it seems like a minor misplay, but it's led to all this damage and the incredible bait.
Well, in regular chess, you can have your openers that you play every time, right? That might be his opener. Just move the king's pawn forward 2 spaces. Not in Pokemon chess. That's an insta Like back foot
Yeah,
play.
I play the Jigglypuff. It's like bring the Jigglypuff out each time. Doesn't
Yeah.
always work.
It depends on the it's matchup dependent now. You can't just have an opener that you play every time.
So
Cybertron is just trying to
If-
find any play he can make here, and I think it's got to be bringing that bishop up to maybe even you bring the bishop right up next to the Pidgey, because like if they take you, then you can sort of like try to bring it back, hope for the miss.
How's ground on ice?
Neutral.
Oh,
Ice
okay,
is
my
good on
bad.
ground.
I think you just move the queen up one. So
No,
if
so
they
if-
take the pawn and then miss, you can at least take their
no,
queen.
because they won't. They'll just go for your. Oh no, wait.
The king can just take.
Can ice take steel?
Oh, the king can take.
That is not very effective.
Okay, so he's
So
just
he-
he's
oh,
just
he
mobilized an offensive play. He's gone.
Can't affect the king.
Yeah, that is
Can't
not
affect
checked.
it. Oh.
That is not. I think he's like hedged his bets on the miss, but fighting does not affect ghosts. So even with that, Captain Kidd with the all-out.
And Captain Kidd would know
offense-
that, right? He's not going to try and defend his king. Is
No,
he?
he's going to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's game.
Wow, that was such a tough spot from Cybertron
Brutal.
after losing tempo at the start as white. And Kidd might even be looking at that grand final.
I think you can see how every single turn of that game was actually like pretty impactful. There wasn't any just like pissing around turns. It
Christ.
was just like
That was
hit
dismantling.
after hit.
That was
36
very.
seconds.
It wasn't a dismantling. It was an execution. It wasn't
we
slow.
sniper
It was
shot?
just done.
It was
Damn.
slow because he was taking forever.
I-
Cybertron.
If
Can we
guys,
try, I think we'll try wait for Astroid versus Alphared because I think they need to play.
if you're playing against Captain Kidd, you need to arrange your pawns.
Yes.
You need to resist ice. He's
The
just
ice
using the
meta.
ice queen. He's not
Yeah.
changing it up. You need to arrange your pieces to avoid ice. Any ice weaknesses, put them on the wings. Put them on the far sides.
Yeah, you need to recognize what what queen your opponent uses and counterpick appropriately.
Yes.
Obviously, like you could try and counterpick their entire thing, but that is the thing that I've noticed being the most impactful. And the thing that is probably easiest to try and counterpick. But yeah, that Ice Queen doing fat damage. Because yeah, you don't really care about the defensive type. It's all about that offensive
Yeah,
type.
because you're running away from everything no matter what. You don't want to
Exactly.
do trades or anything.
And I think
Captain
that like you can talk about the number of strengths something has. Ice has a lot of super effective matchups, but it also matches up well into a lot of common types. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, here we go.
What's this?
It's
CJ
over.
and Moxie boosted.
It's not over.
Oh no, but he's taking the
But
queen.
he's going on an absolute tear here. Moxie,
Moxie's
super
taken the
effective,
queen.
super effective.
Crit into the super effective.
Cannot go into the normal pawn here to keep the ball rolling.
You just got to retreat.
May
I
have to
think.
retreat, I'd say
You can
probably.
even target the bishop. It's still good.
Yeah, because Ghost
So
can't touch
Alphared
normal
actually
people.
already beat Astroid. Every time we blink, we miss an Alphared game where he's got probably some stupid opening.
Wait,
And-
Alphared beat Astroid
Yeah,
already?
the match is
What?
already finished.
He
What
just
has
tried
he
to
been doing?
not.
He
He
just-
just tried to take the pawn.
Yep. Well, that is surely.
Moxie, you play competitive, mate. What the heck is that about?
Maybe he couldn't find the skip move button. Or
Well, he
just-
could have moved backwards. I don't know.
Oh my
was-
god! And immediately.
Oh my God, threatening
putting
the
on
bishop.
putting on the pressure. Yeah.
And that is super effective, boys.
Wait a minute. No, this could be over.
Why?
Because the dragon type pawn as well.
Oh, he's done. You're
like
right.
you have to move the king.
It's a double
Oh, and now he
super-
just swoops in
No,
for the deli bird and GG.
Yeah. Wow.
Ding!
Should
We got that
crit.
TF2 crit noise.
Those
Ding!
situations where the queen is targeting two super effective pieces and then can like go into the king
Another
after that.
ice queen.
The super
meta.
effective fork is ridiculous. The super effective fork is ridiculous. I'm just like, if I were playing this, I'd just be taking the normal and the bug type just because they aren't weak to ice.
Yeah.
Like, drop the
Oh
dragon
my
type.
God.
I don't care.
I wonder if we'll see some changes in the grand final because
we should.
everyone's bringing some of their same teams they've got organized. And it's fine for the first match you play against people, but once you start, like we've seen these teams a few times.
Yeah.
But everyone doesn't know the opponent's team until they go up
Exactly.
to play them.
But I'd say, yeah, I'd be preparing for that specific setup.
So Alfred's got another win. He's still only got one loss in total.
We've got Alphared against CJ. Let's watch this one because this is
Oh.
the only way Alphared doesn't make it into grand finals.
Is if he loses
to CJ, who has proven to have some incredible RNG.
a bit
Yeah.
of luck on his side.
And
might
he,
be- it
he
might be-
invited him, right?
Yeah,
He's
Alfred
probably said, you
invited
can come,
CJ.
but you're not allowed to beat me.
But the other thing is, like, in Smash, you always do better against your friends.
Yeah,
So, like, CJ
true.
could bring something out
Oh.
against Alphared.
How much have they been labbing against each other? CJ might have the download.
I
on
mean, they
Alfred.
think they just joined the tournament,
Yeah,
probably zero.
CJ's
Yeah,
first time
he's-
playing it today.
download,
He's never played chess.
And Captain Kid's beaten Cybertron.
Oh,
that's
this
huge.
couch vote.
Wait, when did that happen?
that's the one didn't we
No,
watch that one?
We watched that.
It was
Oh.
pretty quick.
But what I didn't think of is how that changes the results.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw it there, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's Cybertron's first loss. So it's really kind of down to anyone to make it into this grand final. Alphared,
Vernius.
Don't say it. Oh.
Just for people at home. Vernius
Vernius.
is out. He's got no chance.
Vernius, thanks for being here.
Poor old Vernius.
Participation award.
Oh no, today we're filming an Underdog's diss track to roast him as well.
Roast.
Yikes.
Yeah, look forward to that video. We've got a
I feel
lot of
like-
practice.
I feel like Vernius is one of his best traits though is like very positive attitude. It
Oh,
reminds me of
yeah.
Ted Lasso, like you be mean to him, it just bounces off.
Fantastic sport. And that is something that he is absolutely using today.
Yeah, well, he has to, doesn't he?
Okay, I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Next draft,
mate.
we've got CJ and Alphared. So Alphared starting on black. Pretty impactful because we'll moving second. We saw the power of tempo there.
So
We
CJ's
also
just
have Moxie and Asteroid, so
CJ's just here to cause chaos. He can't make grand finals, but he can stop Alphared from making grand finals.
Yep.
It's a big game. Big game.
I'm looking. I want to see a team like change up, but not everyone has the same perspective as we do of seeing all the games pan
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Like maybe someone in their chat might be saying, "Hey, this person brings Ice Queen," but we have said don't look at chat too much, just to keep
Yeah.
trying to keep it as fair as possible.
preferably emote only or close it. But
But you know, it's no huge deal. You can do your research.
I'll definitely get people to chat completely off during grand finals. Look, I've told Moxie and Astroid to wait 5 minutes so we can spectate their game. I'm kind of predicting this match will be finished before then.
I agree.
Yes.
CJ
I
with the
agree.
lack of knowledge and Alphared with some of these, like, honestly, blitz offenses. What is it, like Blitzkrieg?
Oh dear!
I don't know what that is.
Look at that dragon
That-
porn.
That dragon porn
Look at it
right in front.
Don't do that.
Alphared with the Bidoof in the center. Almost
Again?
disrespectful.
No, I think that's good. I think the Bidoof in the center is a good play.
Although, with that said, the Fire Queen does have a favorable matchup on the steel pawn down there,
no,
so
no,
that
no.
it's about quite even.
I think what you do here, you move the Bronzor out. The
Oh my
steel
god!
pawn.
If I was CJ here, that Ninetales can line up with that pawn already. With
You're
that
right.
Bronzor, it can move out, line up with that, and threaten the game.
Is CJ going to see that?
What is a Bronzor?
That one that just moved
Oh,
up,
that pawn
the
there.
steel pawn, but it's
He-
moved.
I
He
see.
got it out of there.
That's good. It's sacrificed to the greater good.
Jinx coming out.
I don't know why Alphared doesn't move the electric pawn, because if Queen goes all the way to the right, it's got a diagonal on the king.
Oh. Oh.
Like, you got to move out that Shinx.
I feel like the super effective King Kill is great disrespect as well.
Just finishes the game with, it's super effective.
Yeah, a bit of BM at the end.
The only thing we haven't seen come into play too much is crits. Because crits are almost more game-breaking than misses. We've seen a few horrendous misses, but no, like, Hail Mary, let's go for the crit to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're in a bad spot,
You might
sometimes
as well
you
send
can
it.
just win.
Is that
Right.
Farfetch'd with a sword in the bottom left?
Surfetched.
So fetched,
my
bruh.
gosh.
All right, here's a wild play for you.
Go.
Duskull moves up, the pawn, white pawn in the middle, banking on the queen to miss to get a free queen kill. 1 in 10 chance.
Oh, he's taken the
Oh,
bait. He's
no.
taken the bait.
It is over. Alfred finger on the trigger once
moved
again.
it
So quick, what
Bang,
a
bang.
pace!
Oh my god, we were all talking about these other plays. He moves the Bidoof up 1 square, and you're like, what are you planning here? And then suddenly he's lost the game.
Taking it with the
CJ.
eyes, but you've lined. I
The-
mean, with
No,
the
he
dragon,
took it with the dragon.
lined up the super
bait
effective on
the-
yourself.
It
I
has
can't
to have a
believe
name when the queens are sitting side by side when the game's over.
Yeah.
It's the iconic Alphared play.
Oh Jesus!
How it could be like because the queen hasn't moved. It's like the lazy queen or something like
The lesbian wedding.
The lesbian wedding.
That's what it's called.
All right, all right, all right. Whatever you can say that
Finishes
one.
it off with a lesbian
There's
wedding.
a lesbian wedding there. Beautiful play by Alphared.
We are going to be watching Moxie versus Astroid now.
You should have said wait for 2 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah, it did go pretty fast.
Sheesh.
Smallant, final score, 5 wins, 2 losses. I don't think that's good enough to make it into the grand final.
There might be
because
some 6-1s.
Alphared's got 6 wins, but he might be tied in the head-to-head with both Kid and Cybertron.
So if one of them loses, they're
Wait.
in the head-to-head with Smallant.
Who's Cybertron?
We should have made a bracket.
Is there any way I could Google this for it to start working again? You just kind of.
What is it?
Oh, really?
The headphones?
Oh, now it's working.
Just sit there.
CJ just messaged Alphared beat me, but it was really close.
We
That's
had
the
another
old
look at that.
Report score 2-1.
Last stock.
Last stock. All
But I almost had him. They fell out of my move.
Getting
we
into
go.
Moxie boosted versus Astroid.
The drafting looks pretty done, at least on Moxie Booster side. So yeah, the Ice Queen, the normal king.
Yeah, Moxie's been running that slacking, or slaking, however you choose to pronounce it.
And I guess we'll
Another
see
Ice
what
Queen.
Astroid rocks. What has Astroid been rocking? Anyone been paying attention?
Nope.
All right, beautiful.
Oh, actually, sorry. Jar, can we real quick take a look at Cybertron versus Vernius? Because if Cybertron wins that, he'll be going into grand finals against Alphared. So well done,
he's locked in.
Cybertron, for making grand finals.
Okay.
Never count them out. We got RNG.
Vernius could do something crazy.
There's the RNG. That's what we
Wait.
want.
That was on the wrong side, wasn't it?
No,
No,
so
that was Cybertron
he was
trying to attack the horse, the
Taurus.
knight.
it was a super effective hit that he missed as well, which is really grim. Because now, yeah, you can move that out of the way.
Vernius is the last hope for Kid and Smallant to make it into grands. He's the
You
last
hate to
hope
hear
for
that.
humanity.
You hate to hear that from Captain Kidd.
Wait, so this is Cybertron's final match of the round
Yeah,
robin?
and if Cybertron wins, he's into grands against Alphared is locked into grand finals.
That was Alfred's final match of
Yeah.
the round robin? Okay. This is it.
So I figure this is better as the final match. Vernius, humanity's last hope.
And what do we know about those night moves, Peter? They're grim.
They are grim.
Grim.
The
They're
grim
on the brim.
rims.
Alternatively, get the normal type as far away from the game as possible.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing more grim than a normal type grim rim. You know, that's the tough one.
It's a triple rim. grim.
Vernius still going with some absolutely dreadful type. So respect on that
You
front.
might as well chop that Tauros up and eat some roast beef. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not doing anything in the game.
Yeah, that's and then the Shedinja down here.
You know what? Unless
Unless.
you move the Tauros up, crit the Litten, take the Queen. Vernius has got to rely on
a
RNG.
suicide play is the best thing you can aim for the roast
No,
beef.
why is it suicide? King-
Because if you don't get the crit, you
King
instantly
can't take
die.
back.
Oh my god!
yeah,
That's a good move.
it's okay. A good move by me. We'll see.
Oh, wow. But you
so-
can't really move
see
the
what
Taurus
Vern
up,
does.
though, without their queen just taking it.
Cybertron has an absolute L-shaped attack here with the Cyndaquil onto the Pikachu, then to the Aegislash, then to the Crustle in the bottom
Sorry,
right corner
What-
there.
do you want to go again? What?
Right, I know I'm breaking it down here. Just so the Cyndaquil we can see in the bottom right-hand corner, and the Queen's type is ground. Now, if he hits that Cyndaquil, then bang, down to the Pikachu. Bang, Aegislash, bang, Crustle.
I think
and that
I
is
would-
4 moves.
I would prefer to just target the King with the Queen now.
Oh, we go early.
Like you could just bring it out on the
Oh, I
diagonal.
see.
Yeah.
The queen has a really destructive
Yes.
corner in the bottom corner.
This is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You just
I see what you
clean
mean.
it out.
You
Oh,
get-
he's
it also has the
blocked
poison.
himself.
You know what also kills the poison?
He's
Oh,
cock
wow.
blocked himself, probably trying to protect against the Tauros play.
So I'm on board with Jackson's play here. The queen can get a pentakill in the bottom
It
corner.
just needs to hit up that bottom corner and just clean it out, and Cybertron could be making his way to
Wait, no,
ground.
it would win. Oh no, it wouldn't win. It'd take the queen.
What, hitting the fire, poison,
Electric, steel,
Yeah.
rock, and then ice. It would take 6 pieces, including the queen.
It's a
Oh
nice
my
little bottom right
God.
corner.
That'd be so
You got to get
sick.
it out into play though.
Which he's kind of blocked himself in a bit. Playing defensive here, maybe knowing the situation that we're in. Okay, that's a good play.
Yeah, Vernius trying to attack the bishop, but he can just take back with the pawn. That queen's got to get out. The ground type queen is so strong in this match. And the ice type queen, which can't take the pawn.
He's just really boxed in here, Vernius, which we've seen him do to himself plenty of times.
You just move Cyndaquil up, right? Then you can get your queen into the
I
game.
think so,
even
too.
if they trade.
Yep.
If the pawn yard doesn't respond, the Cyndaquil can then super effective and then take the bishop after that. So
Oh. Oh, hold on.
here it is. There it is, moving up, as we said. So you can take the trade here if you would like, but then that does open you up to an attack from the queen.
It activates
And if you
that
get a
corner.
thing is-
crit, you win.
I think you move the
Would you
bishop.
go for as
No,
Vernius?
you don't. You would die. That's a ice resists ice.
Oh, wait.
Oh, mate.
Wait a minute. Interesting.
Oh, this steel guy's moving in.
Instead of trading, he just rolls up.
You
The
know what
resistant pawn is marching the doors.
But
Who's gonna
this-
stop it?
This pawn yard moves forward one more square.
Yep.
The queen, bishop, and king all cannot take it.
The knight can.
That pawn is promoting.
The knight.
It's not promoting.
Steel
It's going
on
to trade.
steel. Yeah, but steel on steel is not very effective.
Oh,
It'll
really?
trade. It won't promote. It'll
Literally,
trade.
Steel, grass, ice ice, and electric are all bad against steel.
Electric is neutral on steel.
But if your pawn gets a trade with any of those pieces, you are laughing.
Now the electric is neutral on steel.
Electric's neutral, yeah. Right.
So the bishop could take that. So it's not quite so bad as it looks.
But then you get rid of your sphere, and the bishop's in line with the Nido Queen.
But with that said, I think
too far.
Cybertron stops trying to move this pawn up and starts just making plays. While this pawn has legitimately locked down the back half of the board.
Yep.
Just leave it there and make plays elsewhere.
Because it's really hard to get rid of that pawn right now. The steel pawn is just in the. It's in
Yeah,
the
it's
gates.
in the thick of it. Because like what the bishop over there, the Shedinja dies against it. Everything that can take it dies against it right now.
It's just squatting in his camp. It's absolutely squatting.
It's like the Great Wall of Pawnyard. It's just like who's going past that?
Oh, so what will Vernius do? And we know he's prone to a good play or two, so he's going to have a few little options here. Moves forward the Cyndaquil.
Okay.
I like that. Trying to open up a bit more so his bishop and queen can actually do something in this game.
Yeah, now he can move his knight out as well if he wants to.
See,
Yeah, I'd take this opportunity to mobilize if I were Cybertron.
Nah, Cybertron's got to move the Gibble forward. Then you just slide your queen on that right side. It's targeting the king, and like we were saying before, you can just take out a whole bunch of other stuff in the process. Like, what do you block with?
Unleash the queen by moving the Gibble out the way and then go to town.
Does not look good for Vernius, which...
Does it ever?
Poor Vernius, man.
Okay, Moxie and Asteroid are also playing. But this is for Cybertron to make rounds. Maybe we check out Moxie and Asteroid.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cut to that game
Maybe we just...
in a minute.
And then maybe we'll check back in and see if...
It's still going.
Look, I don't rate Vernius' chances.
There's always crits and misses to be had. There could be an
Let's just
upset.
see how this match is going. In
Okay,
the
no
meantime.
Asteroid
queens.
and Moxie.
No queens.
Looks like the
It
queens
seems to
have
be
been traded
I'm
away.
Trade.
excited to see how this game goes without queens because they've been so divisive. But let's see how it goes without them. I'm
Very
interested.
even this
Bishop
match.
can slide straight into targeting that king, actually, for Asteroid.
So white's missing a knight as well. So black's a bit in the lead.
There it is.
He chooses to do that. Oh, the music. Absolute slapper.
Can dark block steel? Surely, right?
The thing is, you move,
No.
you got to slide your...
Wait, what? Oh, sorry, dark, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. But you could always crit. Do you risk the crit?
Oh, he's risked it.
It's
Yeah,
gonna-
but if he takes here, the psychic can then trade. So I wouldn't take.
Not if you
could
get a
crit.
crit.
Oh, for the win.
16 for
Oh,
the
for the
win.
win. I
I would do
see.
it.
I would probably back up here, but maybe you're going for the content.
Well, neither of these two are making it right unless Vernius pulls one out. So maybe you just go for the content.
That's true.
Unless.
You can't win the tournament, but nope.
Back.
Peace
Good
out.
slid back. I think you bring that Crustle out as well.
We
Get him
haven't
into the
seen
game.
a lot of rook action, have we? The rook's a very powerful piece, but we haven't seen people utilizing them
The
too much.
games haven't gone on long enough for the rooks to be
That's
involved.
true.
Are the
Because
rooks
they're-
very powerful
they're
in the late
the
game?
hardest to get out usually because
I
they're locked
see.
away in the corner. We have seen a couple of castles, but barely any castling action, and it's just been hard for these rooks to get involved.
True. The queens just go on the offense very quickly,
Yeah.
and then someone loses somewhere.
That's why I'm excited to see grand finals. Maybe we'll make it to the late game.
True.
And it is a best of 3 as well. So you see both people get a chance to be white and black.
Ooh.
Just like Michael Jackson.
I was about to say that, and I was like, I better not. And then you went ahead and did it. So thanks for that.
Oh, should we head back to Vernius and see? It might be over.
Oh, no, we're making
stick
moves
with
out here.
this.
Okay.
I want to see Moxie and Asteroid haven't had as much stream time. And let's
There we
be
go.
honest, we
Yeah.
know Vernius is going to lose.
Oh
I'll
my
probably just put
God.
it in the video.
Poor guy.
There's that Crustle coming out just as Peter requested.
Yeah, but what's it gonna do? Rock being a good offensive type, but pretty dreadful defensively.
Can Rook not go all the way to the bottom?
It would just get taken. Oh wait,
No, the
yes, you
bishop's protecting
could.
it. The bishop.
Jordan.
Wait, which bishop was protecting
The
it?
dark
I
bishop for
see.
white
I was gonna
is
say the
protecting
king.
the rook.
The king couldn't defend itself because it would die.
So you try and bait. Oh,
He's blocked it. He's blocked it. Well
That's
done.
a good
Nice.
move.
And now the bishop has to retreat because it can't retreat in front of Cyndaquil.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
No, that would be ridiculous.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Jackson's going to be our man in the field, checking in on the Vernius and Cybertron game on my
okay.
phone.
Right. Which one is it? This one?
Yep.
Okay. Vernius
just
is
give
winning.
us the updates.
No, it's-
Okay, what here prevents Asteroid from moving the rook all the way to the bottom?
Now the king can just
Is
take.
it-
the
it's
But then
rock-
the
it's
normal
rock
is not
type,
very
yeah.
effective on rock, and it would kill itself.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then the king's only got one space to move, which is onto the diagonal. And if you
that's
can somehow get your
huge.
bishop down,
Oh, what the heck?
Everything we're saying goes out the window, and then just a pawn. I don't know about you, but when I don't know what to do, I move a pawn.
So he's going
move
to
that
take the
gear
super
up.
effective, but it doesn't really do anything.
just taking a bishop. That's a bit of a loss.
Oh.
I wonder if the super effective on this fire type pawn can even do anything to make that worth it. Not really.
Yeah,
No.
I'd just hit the pass button because you're just going to put yourself in the line of fire of the Shinx.
Yeah. All right, let's check in on the Vernius versus Cybertron with Jackson.
Vernius is in check right now, but he's got to defend himself.
Oh,
Cool.
no.
Back to you.
Vernius in check.
Sounds familiar.
All right, I wonder if
get
we
a
will
miss.
see that play of moving the Crustle all the way down now.
He still has. He just super effectively took with this Claydol bishop down here. Looking to try and make another play here.
Wait, he can take the bug type all the way up.
Yeah, it could take. Oh, this ground is not very effective. Oh, ground neutral. Oh, I can't remember.
Uh-oh. We've got him. We've done it.
I think ground is not very
no,
effective
it's
on
not
bug.
very effective
So we
on bug,
can't.
you're
I would.
right.
He's kind of not sure what to do here.
Vernius
skip.
has escaped check. The game continues. He's down to 2:45 on the clock.
We love an underdog here on the underdogs, so we're secretly going for Vernius.
If he looks like he's winning, we'll tune back in.
Very secretly.
The Vernius is going to
But
win.
I like this. This looks like it might go down to the end game, down to the wire. He's definitely looking at a tight matchup, by the way. Ground bug is
Oh,
weird
yes.
enough that he's given that
Oh,
one.
are we
look.
bugged here? Because Astroid's time going down, but I think is it Moxie's turn to move the
Oh,
Claydol?
potentially.
not.
Should we switch over to Vernius then while we figure this out?
All right, heading over to
Yeah.
Vernius as we squeak. Should be any second now, folks. Stay with us. Where's the camera? Stay with us.
Just getting a bit of a beep, beep, beep.
Boo.
Heading over.
Heading over there right now.
Bam.
Okay, there. Well,
They're both low on the clock. He's gone deep. Here we
Oh,
go.
there's another check.
another check. Vernius has been living in check if I've been watching this game correctly.
I reckon Vernius is going to pull out some kind of crit or misplay
That's what he
to
needs.
absolutely
Oh
He
upset.
my
waits for the queen.
God, and it's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what was the queen even going to do?
That's what I'm saying.
It missed, but what was it missing?
The
The
grass,
grass pawn?
maybe.
And then where was it? Oh, then wasn't it going to go diagonally and kill the bishop? It
Yeah.
was. It was actually a good play. Vernius, no!
That
He was going to
sucks.
take the pawn, then diagonally take the bishop.
Damn.
It was
Well-
actually going to be a good play, but nope.
What I said happened with one player getting RNG and just winning from nowhere, but it was Cybertron who won, which means Cybertron's moving on into grand finals
Well
to
done.
verse Alphared. So let's go have a look at that Moxie versus Astroid game. I'm glad we tuned in for the end of that one.
Good timing.
The miss
Have
kind
they
of,
figured it out? What's
The miss is honestly just like salt in the wound for Vernius.
That's
He
heartbreaking.
didn't need that. He was doing well against one of the best players in the tournament.
Okay, it seems it didn't bug. They are playing. That's good.
So not electing to attack the bug type with the bishop, maybe just electing to not have his next move. And then we're getting that knight out on the edge, but where can that knight go?
That fairy, that Jigglypuff, kind of threatening.
Yeah, threatening the dark type and then can move forward and then promote the next turn.
So can Dark not just take Fairy?
It's resisted, so it is
Explosion.
it's a self-destruct.
But instead of looking at that, we're looking at the
Oh,
jumping
rock-
on the Weedle's head and attacking
Yes.
straight to the king.
That would be
I love it.
a
Just
game
a
over.
second though.
Hold on.
We can see a super effective. Oh no, I thought we had a bug super effective. No, you are right. That is a 2-turn lethal right there.
Okay, he's moved the bug.
He can still put him in check here without threat
Nah,
though, right?
The Hornyard. I mean, what's his name?
You'll
Bishop.
get trapped.
Yeah, and that's super effective. And oh my god, it's actually a win for white if he moves his knight into that position. Bishop attacks that knight, does a diagonal all the way down to Claydol. Oh no, sorry,
okay.
that's not.
Gosh,
that's
the
ground.
offensive steel type just taking out the rock types.
Now
Sorry,
he's
yeah,
still putting
ground is
pressure on
not.
that bug type, which he can then attack either the. No, what would he go for after that? He's just putting pressure on that
Just
pawn.
anything you can trade for the rook, right?
Here
That's
comes
worth it.
here comes the Jigglypuff walking down the bottom there.
Oh, and puts him in check. Discovered
Oh,
check.
wow.
Discovered
Well
check,
done.
which means he can take the rook and promote next turn.
Oh my God.
Wigglytuff, Astroid, what a move with the humble puff.
Okay,
Here he
now-
goes.
Here it comes.
Surely
Yeah.
he sees that he can take the
Oh
rook.
no!
Oh no, we're gonna break the screen again.
It's going to be a miss,
true.
not a miss.
Oh, that is possible.
Not a miss.
Or maybe he doesn't know and
Maybe-
he just tries to set up another check.
Or he might be trying
Oh, no, he does what I said. Sets up another check.
There's
no,
another
he might be
check.
trying to look for it with like the Crustle could come in. You might actually just be able to mate them. Like
True.
fair game.
Promoting might not be the best play here, but taking a rook and promoting seems good.
He's forcing the king
Did
out.
he just put himself back in check?
Wait,
what
why
is
is the
it?
music going?
No. No, he's not in check. He's not in check.
No, no. The music slaps though.
Not in
Just a
check,
bit of
so I don't
just a
know
bit of
why
jams for the people at home. Because
Maybe
an intense
he's trying to
moment.
find where the check is because the music. playing.
Surely.
That's what we did.
Asteroid surely promotes that pawn now, right? Because especially with a fairy against the fighting type, you can
have to.
slide into the bishop and go
Yep.
up to the king.
Yep.
It's still putting on a whole heap of pressure.
Chess question. Would you ever promote to anything that's not a queen or a knight? Those are the only two that I can see
No.
there being an advantage of.
Not that I know.
Knight-
of.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
Disrespect. Okay, yeah, there is a reason.
Knight's the only other thing you might promote to.
Interesting. Yeah, because knight has unique moves.
A weird move.
I've
Yeah.
still never done that, I don't think.
I've only seen it once
good
at like
enough.
the highest level.
Yeah.
It's super specific.
Oh!
And now the rook can slide in front of the pawn and block it from promoting and take it on the next turn.
Oh.
That's
A huge
crazy.
miss. The misses have come at unbelievable
Is Moxie
times.
going to do that though, or is he just going to try and like launch an attack now that he's got the, got the time to do it?
Ooh, yeah, so he's moving the rook across here most likely.
That's what I think, to block the fairy,
Yeah, and then take it out.
take it out next turn.
He doesn't really
probably
have any
block
other
with the
options.
bishop, but
There's
yeah.
no other good option here, I don't think.
That is devastating. That is, you lost a queen and lost the chance to take their rook. Like, that is
It's double loss.
brutal.
And you're going
What
to
is
lose your
that, like
piece.
14 points of value lost?
Plus
Yep.
the pawn, right? So
Mhm.
15.
Yeah,
Oh,
well done.
played.
Can this music chill the hell out?
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what's
Dun-dun.
happened there. So yeah, did make the good play as highlighted by our chess professional Pop at 1, or as we like to call him, Pop at 1,200 elo.
One time. Now I'm down on like 900.
No,
Shut up, you're a chess
Come
expert.
on,
Yeah.
man.
I know.
Not as bad as using Jackson's lie chess rating for the last chess video.
Yeah, sneaky 1500.
1,500 from lie chess. All right, super effective
Yeah.
take with
The bishop,
what?
top right, taking the.
Oh,
was
yep.
it the rock something?
Yep, ducked back for the capture of the knight.
Oh.
And now he's targeting that bishop because what's the bishop going to do? Attack back and trade? He's fine to
But
trade.
he
at
wins
this
Ground super effective on steel.
What is going on? That's a terrible play.
That
Right,
that
yeah.
Claydol can go and kill the bishop and then move out.
point. That is a terrible
And
play.
water's good against rock, right? I remember that.
Yeah.
So if you move the rook up, it's got an attack on
Yeah,
the
you can't
on the
attack.
rock.
You can't recapture with the rook. You're right, Jordan.
Yes.
If that Claydol, if the Claydol takes the bishop, you should honestly just leave it there as bait for the rock
And
type.
there it comes. It comes in. You missed his chance to take. Now the bishop moving up.
No, but why would the
But not
Claydol...
taking?
The Claydol should take now. Now
Yeah.
it's Moxie's turn.
Super effective.
Are you going to take... You target the Crustle. You have to.
Yeah.
Like, that's powerful. You're threatening the knight and the rook.
And both players low on time here, and who knows how much lower it actually is for
Moxie, you got a
another point.
second turn. Make sure you use it because you're running out of time.
So I think the play is you target the rock rook, and then
Yeah.
you move your rook up to attack the
Blastoise up.
king.
That's a
Agree.
super effective pin, which, as we
Yes.
know, is almost
OP.
unable to come back from. In fact, it's kind of checkmate if he moves that Blastoise up there at any point right now. No, you can block with Galarian Ponytail.
Well,
If he
the
moves
rock
up-
can just take.
Yeah,
and
you can just
trade.
take it. The Crustle
Yeah.
can just go and take.
True.
There it is.
If you do
This is good though. Now the rook has to move out the way, which opens up an attack on the king.
Put that
Wow.
rook down. Just put the king in check. Why not?
The
And-
time's getting low.
Quick
Yeah, I
plays
think you got
now.
to do that.
Let's put pressure on you. Look, your time is low. Might be even lower than this we've seen.
It's getting down there. 45 seconds. Asteroid, you got to make a move. And he's
put it in
gone
check.
straight for the king.
But now
So
the bishop
instead-
can just take, right? The fighting
And that's double. Yes.
super effective.
Oh
now
my
where does
God.
he move it?
The
Oh,
time's getting real low. They're going to have
pressure
to
is
make
on.
the plays here.
I think you just move it like to the corner. Anywhere that you put
Black
pressure
looks
on.
like they've won it here.
It's going to be hard. The time will be a factor, but White has less time, less pieces, and less hope.
We're
Okay.
going down to the wire. Oh, but
Moving a rook,
instead,
that's nice.
I like this. Asteroid's launching counterattacks. Since it's low time, Moxie could, like, he can't check every type matchup.
You put on the pressure and hope they fumble.
That's true.
Like,
Move
he
the
could
king
go
out
for,
the way.
Asteroid could go for a crit on Spectria
Yep.
to try and
To
get
win.
that slacking to win.
25 seconds to make a decision here. Gets out the
Moves the
way.
king
Oh.
instead. Moves the king.
That is going to make it hard to check, but the time is just such a big problem here.
This
for
is
White.
so close on time. This is the closest match we've seen.
Oh my god, the pin with the fighting type bishop.
The
but it
music is
doesn't matter.
playing twice.
Oh,
Move your horse to target the white king.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's heating
Not very
up.
effective
Oh.
water trade.
They traded rooks. Oh
this
my
is
god,
so
they're
tight.
just
They're
moving.
gonna move quick.
They're
They're moving.
moving. Move
What are you
the
doing
knight.
here?
You got 10
Wait,
seconds.
The knight can attack his king. Moxie can move his knight to attack.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Instead,
there's
he's
so
just
little
running.
time on
He
the
can
clock.
put him in
There's
check.
No
Put
time.
him in check.
He's got to run.
Moves out of check. Now he's attacking
Take
the
the
knight.
bishop.
3
3
seconds
seconds.
left.
He's made a blunder. 1
gotta hit.
second. He's out of time. There's no
There's
shot.
no way.
Point. Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
And Asteroid loses on time.
We saw an end game when the queens take each other out early on. You really can get down to that timer.
That was a
intense.
nail-biting finish. And that means, I mean, that didn't really determine anything, but it's Alphared versus Cybertron in the grand final here today for $1,000.
Alphared was your call, Zach, from the start for a threat.
He's good at chess.
Yeah, he is.
And
good.
I'm
Pokemon.
going to pee because I really need to. And then,
So that's locked
We'll
in.
go.
That's definitely the grand.
yes.
Ooh.
And that is a best of 3, the grand
Best
finals.
of 3 grand finals coming up.
Coming up after Zach's urinary break.
Chat, who do you guys think is going to win?
Yeah, let's see. Ones for Alphared and 2s for Cybertron, please. Who are
3
you
for
betting on?
Vernius, baby!
Don't say that. They're all going to be 3s. Clearly, you don't know how chat works.
Oh, no,
What did you say?
surprise.
1 for Alphared, 2 for Cybertron. I'm
Lots
saying
of
it's
ones.
all 1s. Oh my god, Cybertron, you got to start.
Let's go to
Get-
3s. Go 3s.
And here come the 3s.
3. 3.
Oh, the 3.
So many 3s. But other than the 3s, yeah, Alfred looking to win another tournament. He won his Pokemon Unite tournament he hosted, I remember. He's pretty good at these YouTube tournaments.
Yeah, turns out gamers are gamers, you know?
Games be gaming.
Gamers are gaming.
We're fake gamers. I always lose these things.
I think we would have had a good chance at this one.
I think
think
we
we
would have been okay, but
I
it's
think
so
for
easy
me-
to sit here with 3 other people helping you make decisions to be like, nah, it's all that one.
This.
That's true.
But I would have made so many fumbles. It is so hard to analyze everything that's going on because there is a like take a regular chessboard and then add like another dimension to it. And chess is already hard enough as it is to see everything that's going
You
on.
can just lose so fast.
It's so
You-
hype. It's great.
you
This
can-
is exciting.
You know, like in, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, if you roll a 1, it's like a critical failure.
Yeah.
You can have critical failures
Big
in this
time.
that just
There's a
instantly
couple
lose you the
ones You
game.
can roll, that's for sure.
So good. Oh, that's making me want to play Dungeons and Dragons now. That's a good game.
No, it makes me want to play Pokemon chess. At
And
PokemonChess.com.
Yeah, it does do that as well. It does.
What
do
the
that.
hell's wrong with you, Jordan?
You're the worst host. Just bashing Vernius and making sex jokes and then not plugging the site. Come on, mate.
No, this is. I think this is better than chess. This is like basketball chess.
So, do you think this next
it's like
game,
it's exciting. It's quick. You never know what's going to happen.
3-pointers,
Boom, boom, boom.
slam dunks?
Slam dunks. There are slam dunks. When you take 3 things with a bishop, that's a slam
That's
dunk.
slam dunk?
That's a slam dunk.
Thank God you're back. He's talking about basketball.
I was trying to. It's an exciting game.
So I'm just going to introduce the match. Could you chuck it on my camera?
Yes. Sure.
And then you can like go in and spectate.
Jackson, you have to do the shocked faces again.
All right, we are heading into the $1,000 grand final. This time it's best of 3, and it is Alphared versus Cybertron. Both had 6 wins, 1 loss. And Alphared lost to Cybertron in the head-to-head matchup. Cybertron's only loss was to Captain Kidd.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Oh, have they randomized?
Why is there a bug type queen?
I think they've randomized.
I think they might have randomized
There's
the teams.
no ice queens on the board, which has been the meta.
Random grand finals.
The room was called Random Grand Finals. They're going,
Oh.
both of them, pure skill. But the thing is, you can hit the randomize button more than once. So if you see normal type queen, you
Well,
can
clearly
kinda just-
Alphared didn't press it more than once. Look at that Vespa queen.
Yeah.
What's the
The
problem with
bug
bug?
type queen.
What's the issue with bug?
Bug is only super effective against 2 things and it has a lot of weaknesses.
Oh.
And it's
not-
super effective against grass, which is not a very common type, especially in this. and Psychic, which is a good type. That's probably it's the same. Also super effective on Bug. Dark, sorry.
So the way that this
No
works is that's so smart from Alphared. Moving that pawn forward because he sees if the Victini comes out, it's lined up against Caterpie for a super effective hit.
This Ampharos is lined up with a Mudkip for a super effective kill here. Potentially a kill and retreat.
Because it's a super effective
No,
on the
no.
flying
Oh,
as well,
and then
right?
the Rook.
Kill-
It's
yeah.
a double super effective.
And then it could...
It
Oh,
missed the double setup, and now Alfred will see it.
Yeah,
And
the thing
also,
is,
you know-
see where they try to attack, so now he's going to
Exactly.
It would have also killed the Knight, the Dragaugi, and it was safe sitting back there. And now
Right.
the Dragaugi comes out to block.
Now he's seen it.
That would have been devastating.
Ooh, that would have been a brutal start to grand finals as
I
well.
say
but
just go for it
it's
now and
keeping
just
it
take
close.
the king.
The only
1 in
saving
16.
grace is that Alpharad didn't really... Oh, that Cybertron didn't really lose anything from that play. We've seen crucial misses where you immediately lose a queen.
Yep.
Like, that's not the worst. You didn't get a good play, but you're chilling,
That's
Cybertron.
true.
It's
I
not
think-
the best, but it's not the worst.
That's the kind of more advanced where you're hedging your bets to a miss potentially, you know? Like, you're not making a play so risky that if you miss, you just instantly lose.
That's why these
And if
two are the pros.
Alpharad has brought Lightning Rod Raichu, then that means that Cybertron can't even take the king.
Absolutely not a thing.
But let me know, guys. Should I add abilities
Oh,
to Pokemon?
God.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
It's a bit
RNG.
boring so far. I need a little few more things.
It's not
added.
complicated enough.
Yes.
Can you imagine like poison point? They take your pawn and then it's like your queen is poisoned. You'll die next.
Yeah, it just starts running around the board suiciding before it dies.
All right,
Confused
let me know,
Pokemon?
guys. Best, most OP Pokemon chess abilities. Any ideas?
Wonder Guard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Only super effective affects it, so it didn't
Yep.
get a Wonder Guard King and then good luck.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Wonder Guard King is like steel type.
Yeah. No, not just take normal. Only fighting can kill it. Broken.
All right, so Alfred's made that play that he was lining up a little bit ago by moving the pawn out of the way, which is targeting Caterpie. I really like this one.
Poor Caterpie. He's so small.
Because like you can just duck in for a pawn and
Back
then
out.
reposition the bishop to a good spot.
That's pretty bad.
Then again, look
Doesn't
at
know what to do.
Alfred's queen locked in jail. It's in the hive.
What are you going to do with it?
Bug type. You
Just
think-
leave it there.
Leave it there. Forget about it.
I mean, best case scenario, you'd trade queens.
I think the biggest problem with Bug type is that it's weak to a lot of common offensive types.
Yep.
So it's weak to fire, it's weak to rock, it's weak to flying. It's pretty tough for the bugs out there.
All right, do you reckon we're going to see the fire play here? Take the bug back out?
You just do that and retreat. It's not the best play, but it is
It's something.
Getting
a
rid of the
play.
pawn in front of the king is always pretty good.
Nah,
I feel like.
maybe you just castle.
So don't want to risk the
Castle.
RNG.
Good on Alfred for. I mean, he didn't choose it; it was random. But it's the first time we've seen Mr. Mime on 2 of the rooks in this game.
Oh.
That's hype.
Because he
And
like
yeah, we got
traps
the-
you with the walls.
Hodgecrow Ditto and the Mime Ditto.
Oh, what the? He's brought that out.
That's a good move.
So the electric can't take it back, can it?
Oh,
electric
that
can't
is
take
a
ground.
ripper move. So it's pretty much forces the issue with the queen. You got to move
The
it.
queen's got to move out of the way now.
Getting right up in his
Can't
grill.
go diagonal either because it'll just be in the way. Now you've got to expose your queen even more.
Could send a... Oh, you can't send it backwards.
It's
You're
pretty
right.
locked.
Yep,
He's just got to
it's-
go right, doesn't he?
Yeah,
That's the
so
only
pretty
move he's
scary
got.
for the queen here.
One space to the right is the only place he is safe.
And then the knight could come out and potentially attack the queen even more.
Yeah, you do. You have to move it, and then if you move it one to the right,
The
is your
queen could just get
trapped
here. I think the queen could get trapped and there's no way for it to escape. If that ice
He's-
knight now moves to the right on the board to attack it even more.
Yeah, he's found the play. He's found the one move that he could make there.
This queen is running.
Thing is, do you just
Cheeky.
okay?
There's the
he's
kill and
done
retreat
the duck
play.
in, duck back.
He does it so fast you almost don't realize what's just
Yeah,
happened.
saves the time. These two are experienced.
I think you move up Glastria, the ice type knight. You move it up to fork their knight and their queen, but then if they take, it's just the trade back.
Unfortunately, though, with that fork versus that's a not very effective hit on the Kingdra, the water type knight, so it might not be the best fork.
Wait,
You-
is water attacking ice neutral?
that is
Oh, it
neutral.
is.
So
Sorry,
you're setting
that's-
yourself up
yeah.
to die, but only setting yourself up with a resisted hit.
Yeah, that's what I was.
This
Kinda thinking
Alfred
about.
does have him in a big vice right now.
Yeah, the queen's a bit scared.
The queen is stuck. It can't move, right?
I
Well,
think-
now it can move it left wherever it
Oh,
wants,
it's true.
which is handy.
For these players, the timer hasn't really been a factor, but now with the random teams, their strategies are kind of ruined. They can't just go like bananas with the queen, and because that's kind of been the most
Yeah,
effective strategy.
true.
The most
So the
skillful
timer
player
might
will
be
win.
The timer might be much more important here.
I love that play, moving Bulbasaur forward. It's kind of like get out, Claydol. And now he
It's
can actually
worked.
do stuff with his queen again.
Good stuff. A bit of a kickback here, and now he's can go on a bit of an offense
Wait,
setup.
that's a free bishop too. It's a free Victini to take with for Cybertron, and he's going to do
Oh.
it.
Oh, wow.
And what do you do
Absolutely
here?
full back.
What do you do from here?
What a counter attack!
How do you escape the pressure now?
Does Electric
You
have any
gotta
big
get your
problems here? No.
Alphared has got to get his queen out, but look how hard it is. Easier said than done. I think you just take that pawn with your knight, try to make some space for your queen.
Yep, I think you're
Even
right.
though it's a bug type queen, it's still can hit half the Pokemon.
It's still a queen.
all right. It can still
Yeesh.
target the king from a lot of angles.
Alfred kind of like limiting his own options by things not being very spread out here.
Yeah, it's turned around now. He's stuck. He hasn't opened up the board.
Oh, this queen it's tough. It's hard to get rid of right now.
Yeah, like that queen is gonna do some damage. It's just where.
Okay.
I like that. Putting on some offensive pressure.
Can't go for that Trapinch though. Or can he? How does that work, Peter? The poison
Yeah.
on ground.
Poison on ground.
Oh no!
Poison
I
doesn't
thought
affect
very
the ground.
Is
I
that
think
on neutral?
if you think about it.
Could be neutral. I know one way is super
Let's
effective.
jump
Whoa,
to our
what he
Pokemon
can
time
do,
matchup.
what he can do here is he can move that Dragalge up, take the Cyndaquil, and then the Mr. Mime is not very effective on poison. I said
Oh.
it's a fairy type.
So,
Also,
No,
is this a
where's it
fork?
fork?
This is it.
where?
Can he not just move the poison to ground?
I don't know if that's. We're not sure if that's effective or not.
You guys don't even know.
No.
It's
And
one of
see,
those ones
Back
you don't.
down. It mustn't have been. It
Mustn't
mustn't
have
have
Yeah,
been.
You-
that,
he'll have
that
the chart
would
open.
be. I mean, somewhat a fork on the king and the rook, but you can't actually take the king with that Dragalge.
Oh, really? What is
And
a
it's like the piece that's
Dragalge?
most in the play. Poison
Yeah.
doesn't affect steel.
Oh, that makes sense.
You cannot poison a piece of metal.
It's true.
Unless you're oxygen, then you can rust it. How does that work?
Flying type.
I don't think poison types are usually oxygen themed, but we
No.
can check that out.
A few
But
oxygen.
that's kind of like poisoning metal, right? You rust it.
Yeah. How do you get past this queen? This
queen-
Avros is just sitting there, making everything unable to move.
Do you
Can
just
not
move
the
that?
steel up?
Yeah, I think that's what I'd be doing.
Steal
Move,
up for
move
the
your
attack?
poignard up.
Can I say how happy I am to see a Mega Ampharos on the field as well?
Dude,
'Cause
that hair.
that is my queen when I play Pokemon chess, because that's one of my favorite Pokemon.
All right. Yeah, I reckon you move the pawn up on the right. Try and
Just kick that
back, get a
queen
bit
out.
of offense.
Yeah.
That queen is.
Because it's really limiting your options
In
here. A
your
lot of things
grill.
can't move.
Yeah. Good point, Jordan.
Yeah.
Good play.
It's like a
There
bit
it
of-
is.
There we go.
You would think electric is good on steel, since it flows through steel like the best.
Nah.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, steel.
It's actually not very effective.
Yeah, no, it's
No, it's
neutral.
neutral, sorry.
But the other way around, electric resists steel, so that pawn would be a suicide attack on the queen. Obviously,
it.
still very worth it.
Yeah.
But it's not quite as good as it may seem.
So the queen's got to back it up now. Kicked them back.
Back up that fat dumpy Ampharos.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Am I right?
So the only place it can
Back to the match.
it can't go back in front of the king because then the knight will take it.
Yeah, it's actually got less options than you would think right now, despite being a queen. Because there's one thing Alphared has done well is got his pieces out. There's a lot of moves here that he can make that'll put pressure on the queen now.
Yeah, it may look like they're quite backed up, but the pawns aren't in front anymore, so that's good.
Now Alfred could castle, get the queen out. It's set up pretty well.
I reckon you move the queen. You gotta get.
Oh,
the
he's opened
queen
up an
out.
attack.
The Dragalge's moving in to try and attack
What?
the
He's
Delibird,
opened up the
but that's
Delibird?
super effective.
Oh,
no,
no.
He could go for a crit to win on Duskull.
Doesn't
would be
seem worth the
huge.
risk,
Do
but
it.
it's pretty alpha.
Do it.
Come on, if you could get a win in like grand finals, and worst case you're sacking a bishop, you've already got.
He's already ahead.
You've already got a piece for
Yeah,
free.
but chess is a battle of attrition,
No.
and giving up an advantage like that might not be worth it.
Pokemon chess is a
Cybertron's-
battle of
yeah.
seconds sometimes.
it's a battle of RNG, and Cybertron's only got 4 minutes left. I would make the attack.
I would make some move though, because
Yeah.
that timer's coming in.
I feel like we've seen Cybertron not know it's his turn twice a few times.
No,
here.
I
He's
think
backed
he
up.
knows. I think he knows.
Okay.
It's just that Alphared is very quick on those 1-2 punches.
Yep.
And you got to think all over again. You're like, oh, you finally looked at your matchup chart, you figured out the moves, you make a move, Alfred.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good play.
That's
Putting
what
some
I was
pressure on with
thinking.
Put some
time as
pressure
well.
on. You got to back up that bishop quick.
And I'd send that to keep marching him down. Put pressure on the queen next.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
This Ponyard's going crazy.
Can electric not just? Oh no, you can't. The rook.
I think what Alphared will be making sure is if that bishop moves on the king's diagonal, that he's actually got something to block it, which he does. Nose pass will be able to block that. But like, if that nose pass was something weak to ice, then, you know, Cybertron's got a sneaky little way in.
I want to see this queen roll out. It's still sitting there. We
it
could be
doing?
finishing the game with the lesbian wedding.
Vespa Queen literally just staying in the hive and telling everyone else to go do the work like real bees.
The Vespa Queen using attack order right now, but we'll have to see if it gets in there itself.
Ooh, I like that.
There we go. It has a super effective hit on the Bulbasaur. It can take the Bulbasaur, then take the queen. It's here. It's possible here. It couldn't take that Bulbasaur and take the queen for the trade.
Bam! And the
crit!
It's huge!
He got
Oh
a
my!
He knocked over the
It's
chessboard!
happening here.
Oh, God.
It's all happening here.
He was sacrificing the bug type queen because it's so much less valuable than the electric type queen. But now you don't even have to do that because of the crit, and he can reposition.
Oh, you just go for another crit.
You could
Luck's on
take
your
the
side.
ghost. You could take the ghost for... And
Jordan,
there's nothing
fix
that could
my
attack.
chessboard.
Dude, you've lost a piece. It's,
Oh, you did it!
did I?
Nah, I think it was me.
Here we go.
Alfred
go.
having a good thinker here. What he's
I
going to
can't
do?
believe that crit. He could just retreat and play it safe.
Can he just take
No, you
that
could
ghost
take the
ball?
ghost for free.
Oh.
All right,
No,
he's backed it
Bug's
up.
bad on Ghost.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
well
Yep.
done.
Bug's scared of ghosts.
I think he should have taken the bishop for the chance of a win, though.
Now,
Pussy.
Bug is neutral against Rock. There's a little fun matchup for you, so it can take that Geodude in front of it.
This is just looking so grim for Cybertron. And Alfred's had the quick plays.
All right,
He's got
now he's
more time on
protecting.
the clock, and he's up a queen.
Oh, no.
The moves, the matchup.
Wow,
He just-
Cybertron's feeling the pressure with not much time left. He moved that Galarian Rapidash just out to get munched up.
Alfred with the classic 1-2 punch move where he just makes 2 moves instantly.
That was a bit of a bee sting, that one.
Like
In
he
and
can
out.
he can just
Brutal.
kill this. Oh, it's actually protected by the Kingdra
No, he
there by the
can't.
knight.
Yeah.
Just
But he
take it
can
with your,
still
no.
move forward and take this Geodude, and that's free. Oh,
He's
what?
taking it with
What
the
was that?
knight. That's what we were talking about earlier. Poison
Ah.
against ground.
Sacrifice.
Sacrificing a
Yes.
knight for a pawn seems pretty dreadful, though.
It saved his queen. That's the
But
only
the queen
save
could have
of
just
Rogue.
moved forward and killed. Does he not know that Bug is neutral against Rock?
I do not think he does.
Because that is one where it goes one way, Rock Super Correct or
Yeah.
Bug, but it doesn't go the other way. But Bug moves in the game are so bad that you almost never use them offensively.
Yep.
So you might not even know this.
Bro, Leech
All right,
Life
now
is
he can't.
cracked.
Leech Life has become cracked, actually.
Yeah, it used to be
It
garbage.
used to be garbage, but like in the past, Bug moves have sucked. They've buffed them recently. The Queen can
can
move
touch
across
checking.
and put a check on, going all the way to the left, and it's not in trouble there.
I think if you're Alfred, you just make quick plays.
What is that?
He's moving the rook.
Like, I think he's
getting
just
it in the game.
done a bit of a nothing play because he knows he's up a minute and a half on time. And he's looking pretty strong.
He's also up on pieces, so if there's trades, it's good for him.
He can park the bus here.
Parking the bus in Pokemon chess. We have not seen it yet.
This is what happens when you don't get your Ice Queens.
Could
the
be
timer.
detrimental.
Wait a minute. I think you just take that with the queen. Wait,
no,
it's protected.
if you did, you would be a silly boy.
All right.
There we
puts
go. There's the
on.
check.
Check.
Will he recognize the check and not instantly lose?
The music's playing, Peter. And Bug is
That's a good play.
bad on poison, I think.
Even if it is neutral, a Cyndaquil would just take back, so it's protected.
Hey, guys, you know in Generation 1, poison was super effective on Bug? Why did they change that?
Poor Bug.
Like, fly spray. Poison is good on Bug.
Poor Bug.
Or was Bug just sucking versus
Yeah,
everything?
Bug was so bad, right?
They made it
even
worse.
in Gen 1.
Bugs can get set on fire.
The Bug move
poisoned,
pool was so dreadful.
Scared
Okay.
of ghosts, apparently.
Cybertron with a bit of a
A
crustle.
castle. Oh, yeah, sorry, Crustle. My bad.
I think
Alfred can crossle.
you move the rooks out and you hope to God that you've got some kind of
This is-
critical hit play.
The timer's ticking
Oh,
down. We're
this
going to
is
have
some
to...
actual chess.
I think we're going to see some blunders here because the timer is getting low.
Alfred always moves quickly, putting the pressure on Cybertron.
This
A
is the
lot of
first
it.
time we've seen a match though where every piece is kind of out and about on the board pretty much. They've taken the center. They're playing chess.
I would love to
They
see
are
the Queen
playing
take
chess.
a
Pokemon
more
chess.
aggressive position by maybe moving diagonally top right 2 spaces. Could take a more aggressive position.
Which one, sorry?
The Queen, the Vespa Queen, could
Oh.
move up.
Oh, Alfred's trying to open that file for his Honchkrow.
Cheeky take. That's good.
Did put that there in advance, which seems to be actually a good move. Who would have thought?
Super
Oh.
effective. Where is it going to go from here? Doesn't have another take straight away, but it can move in.
Yeah, I think Alfred missed that, but it's not too detrimental. You can look for some kind of...
Just back it up. Yeah.
Okay.
tight here. Tight.
This is intense.
Like a.
Okay. All
Um,
right, the pawns are getting into it too.
Oh, okay.
He's holding up with his king in that corner.
Good pressure going in for the attack.
Time getting low, turns being quicker. It's going to get real intense real soon.
Especially if Alphared's putting the pressure on, because it's like you can attack pretty easily, and then they need to think about
Yes.
what's the best
Yep.
option. So,
Yes, if you're not under any pressure, you have less to lose.
what is this play?
Oh, he's trying
What's
to
he-
promote.
I like this
What
Wait a
play.
is
minute.
that about?
Why-
What?
Alfred's-
Alfred's not seeing. Why isn't this
He took the
Grimer?
bishop. Shouldn't the, oh my god, his king's under attack too.
Can't he just take it with his
Cybertron-
queen?
Queen?
The queen
Yeah.
could just take.
Launching the counter offense, but then Grimer
No,
moves
wait, no,
one square
the
closer.
the rook at the top is attacking the king as well. It's over.
He's done. He won it.
It's checkmate.
Oh my!
He's opened it up. He's clutched it. Unless he
He
misses
has.
this, he's
Oh.
done it.
No, couldn't he could have moved his king across, but he didn't see the rook was opened up. Jordan, you saw.
Oh my gosh!
He could have moved
what
the
a
king,
play.
but Cybertron
A comeback.
It's that music. It puts the pressure on. When you hear the music, you start making blunders.
Dude, the time was low. The music's blasting. You've got 144 matchups to worry about, or whatever it is.
Wow,
What a
Cybertron
comeback.
bringing it back from such a bad position, but he finds that one move that, like, all his pieces were kind of in a little cluster, and then he literally did the pincer move with that bishop and rook same time.
Unbelievable. All right, and now we are running it
Was
back.
Alphared just white? He was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, should they switch it
I
up?
believe they need to swap sides.
But yeah, I was getting a bit worried on timer, but Cybertron seemed to have it worked out.
Hail Mary, last second.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
And he had the queen. The queen losing to RNG seems to make you win the game every time, at
Apparently.
least that we've watched. I'm sure that's
It's
not
like-
a fact.
Yeah, we actually coded karma into Pokemon
Yeah, it
chess.
seems like it.
It all evens out at the end of the day. That's how statistics works, right?
I believe so.
All right, so they're just resetting this room to change color here real quick.
Yeah.
All right, 1-0 up to Cybertron. Oh,
Oh, we have a
I got a big
one.
one.
Alright, the screen can't see it.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
I liked it.
we're remaking the room.
Yeah, this is best of 3 for grand finals in case anyone in the audience just tuned in. It's been best of 1 up till this point of the round robin. This is best of 3 for the $1,000.
1,000. Is that Australian?
No.
Wow.
Whoa.
Are we getting paid US?
Well, it's whatever
1700 or something.
it's whatever country they are in.
You live in Japan. Like, fuck.
Indonesia.
Oh, God. Zach's going to send him a $1,000 Zimbabwean bill and be like, suck it.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm actually losing a lot of money on this video.
No.
Mostly because the website cost a lot to develop.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I do that for the fans.
We do that,
Aw.
fans.
We
do
Guys,
that
make
for the
sure to share this video with a friend if you are watching the video to say thanks to Lil Z for making the site for you to play on.
And watch the Underdogs podcast and join our Patreon.
Dude, how good is our set?
Yeah, what do we got?
I
Might leave
all
the chessboard
Pokemon-
here forever.
The buff Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
That's-
so good. I like the little Delibird next to Underdogs.
Yeah,
It's almost like that could be our like icon for the Underdogs.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it should
no,
be like
no.
a profile
Okay,
picture.
okay.
Yeah, like
Hey,
our
hey, wait.
So we've got Alphared on the black pieces now.
All right,
All right, new type matchups. A lot to look at here.
straight to the Queens.
Normal
Peter, talk me
type,
through it.
normal type king, not too bad. We were saying this.
Yeah,
at
normal
the
type
start
king's
of
not
the
bad.
stream.
This Mandibuzz we haven't seen yet. The dark type queen could be quite impactful.
Yeah,
Let's
why
see how it
isn't he
matches up with the
moving?
opponent's board.
Bad.
It's quite bad. It's bad against the pawns. It's real bad against the pawns.
Yeah.
It's got on the left side. I think move the queen to the left side. Go for the Spectria and the Mew.
Yeah, good call.
But yeah,
Wow.
dark only with 2 offensive super effective
Wait,
matchups.
right now you can move Mandibuzz on the bishop file, and the bishop cannot take back. And the bishop can't go anywhere.
Oh my god,
Is
Mandibuzz
Cybertron
can
gonna find
get
that?
in there.
Because Psychic does not affect Dark at all, so that bishop is literally... It has to die if the Mandibuzz
And then
goes
you can
on
just
that
choose to
square.
trade queens if you think that the dark queen isn't quite cutting it up. Because if you've already taken the one of the only super effective types, I'd trade queens then.
Yep.
Yeah, if Cybertron sees it, you got to be thinking a few moves ahead, but he's moved that sphere out of the way, ideally to bring the queen out, right?
Yeah, and
You
then
think. I mean,
Alphared
the-
mirroring his play kind of... I don't know if that's good.
I think you definitely. Oh no!
Ooh.
He might have something planned.
Buzz had such a good attack.
He may have something planned
This
here.
game could get very deep if you start trading, so the board ends up being a tight matchup in your favor, and then you just win from there.
Oh, what Jake Alphared could have done is blocked with the poison pawn. It wasn't actually GG for the Mew. He could have blocked, so it wasn't as good as we were
No,
thinking.
but if he blocks, then you move the you just take the pawn, right?
and then die to the other
Nothing-
pawn.
Well, now that's moved.
Oh
So
yeah,
if the
but before
yeah.
when it was sitting there.
If the Mandibuzz comes out now, you could make that play again instead.
Bit of a trade.
That's
Ice
a
types.
loss of tempo. I don't think you trade there. Alpharad can move his queen out. He can move out the bishop.
Now he's got control of the center, which is the first step that you want. That's huge.
Why is that good, Jordan?
Because then they can't. The center's just good. You take control of it, and
The
then they can't
center's
move.
just good.
But what's to say that the queen can't come out, take the Grimer in 2 turns, and then put him in check in a quite compromising situation? Because there's not really anything protecting it right now.
Peter. The center's good.
The center's good.
I don't know what that
Center's
means.
good.
That's some Pokemon chess.
Center's good.
All right.
All right. Cybertron here, just trying to figure out what move next.
I think Ghost resists poison, so that Duskull can move up. There it
He's
is.
found it.
Here we
That's what I'm
go.
saying. That bishop is 100% dead.
Is it super effective
You can't-
against
It is.
Psychic? Oh.
It's a
Wait.
rough matchup.
Oh, I was going to say you can block with the Spectria, but that's just you lose 2 pieces.
Yeah, the
'cause
Spectria is
Dark's-
also weak.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dark's
wow.
good
What
against
a
it as
It
well.
can
find.
kill the Mew, kill the Spectria, and
Sacking
then
the
kill the
queen.
king. Oh, no, he's sacking
No,
the
no,
queen.
it's a
No,
trade.
That's
It's
a great
trade.
play. That's a
You
great
have to do
play.
that.
The best play
Yeah.
possible.
Crit for the win. Take the. I mean, it could miss.
If he wins the tournament with a crit here, I don't know how to feel. It's like
You made that
game
rule.
was very good.
It's pretty
Oh,
perfect.
my- it could happen right. There's a 1 in 16 chance Cybertron walks away with $1,000.
No.
That didn't happen.
Oh, but he might miss.
Thanks
he
for
might
building
miss.
it up, though,
He
Joe.
might miss.
That was
oh.
intense, man.
Oh, the king could have
they
missed.
Oh, guys, there was 2 times there. That
What
he
are the
could have
odds
lost.
of that?
That
I'm
queen.
glad it didn't end that way, though, because Cybertron's up a game. That would have been it.
Terrifying.
And now we get to see a game without queens, which we know goes for a long time typically.
Wow. There has
Alfred-
been.
Oh, yeah. Alfred already up so much on the time as well, once again. So
He's-
if it goes late game.
He's been running
Yeah,
the clock well, Alpharad.
Cybertron's got to make plays. One of them probably not being Gengar attacking the king, because
No.
that is not possible.
Literally, all he has is pieces on their original tile. It's pretty rough.
Gengar could have moved out and put the king in check there. Could have been quite powerful.
No,
No,
because
it's poison type.
Oh god, I thought it was Ghost.
He's copped it
Oh,
on the
that
types.
sucks.
No, Gengar can be either.
I see.
this is tough.
I think
Very
he's just playing a
tough.
bit of humble chess. Get the pieces out.
Yeah, I think you bring the bug out to protect the poison. Unless bug's bad against flying. I don't know, Pokemon. That's
Yeah, it
probably
is.
it. Okay, yep.
I like having you here, Jordan, because you're like the voice of the audience. Like some people might be wondering
Bring
why
the
people aren't
ghost
playing
out. The
plays.
ghost out.
You've got to verbalize these things.
Ghost good against things that fly, so that's
No.
fine.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate the effort, though.
Okay. What is? I think it's just developed now. I don't see a
Yeah.
clear sort of way through at the moment.
Is poison bad on fighting? Other way around.
Yes, fighting's bad on poison.
Yeah.
Can't fight poison.
True that.
I think that's actually the reasoning.
Yeah.
I've seen a thread that's like talking about some of the interesting Pokemon matchups. You know that all of the psychic type weaknesses are common fears.
Yep.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
weak
sense.
to
Ghost.
bug, ghost, and dark.
And dark is like evil type in Japanese in the original translation.
Scared of the
Ah.
dark, scared of ghosts,
That
and
makes
scared of
sense.
bugs.
Oh, bringing out that Gengar, trying to get him involved. Maybe just going for the Crustle here in the bottom right
yeah.
corner.
Playing some safe chess.
And the Magnezone Rook, one of my personal favourite Pokemon. So I'm glad to see him bring into the game here via Crustle.
I gotta say, I want to talk about this Metagross down in the bottom left-hand corner. It has a pretty shenasty matchup going up. It has a
Oh, yep.
a rock type in front of it,
yep.
and then a fairy type, and then the opposing rook, the dragon, is not very effective against it, so it can go on a bit of a tear if you can try and mobilize that Metagross, but it's not easy. It's very locked in right now.
Yeah, that's why castling's good. That's why trading pawns on the edge is good.
I think he's got a Crustle here.
I mean,
Some-
kind of. Seemed like he moved that bishop out to do that.
Yeah, there's not really much more to that plan, I don't think. Yeah, the Crustle comes through.
Ooh.
Magnezone is out. Watch out.
Cybertron playing the defensive game, but with only 6 minutes left. Like, he's got to be moving
It's
faster.
got to be faster, yeah.
Especially now that he's up a game. You don't want to lose on time. If he could be winning in pieces and he could just lose.
I was thinking he had to move faster last game, and he took it away with a minute left on the clock.
That's
so I'll
true.
reserve my judgment. It's worked out for him so far, taking a bit more time.
Oh, and what do we say
interesting.
about that knight? That's grim,
A
mate.
bit grim, but he might be
as-
setting up some kind of attack if he moves it
Well,
to
you'd hope so.
in front of the other knight.
You hope he's got something in mind.
You know what he could set up? If he moves that Mudsdale just above Corviknight, he's targeting Gengar, and that's super
Super
effective.
effective.
And
Yeah.
then he can hit the
And that's
king.
GG.
So that's probably what Alphared spotted.
He's going to have to move his rook to the left to cover the poison spot.
No, you can't.
What?
Electric doesn't affect ground. Jordan, keep
Oh
the fuck
my
up.
god. Is it GG?
No, you just clear out the Gengar. You just move the Gengar out the way.
Yeah. But it's definitely putting a lot of pressure on. Yeah, Alphared, that was his plan.
Can poison affect ground?
I can. It's
Okay,
it'll
okay.
be a trade. It's neutral.
So
it's resisted.
You want to move the bishop out the way, then back in to kill the knight.
Yes.
If it goes to that spot where Gengar currently
But
is.
the thing is, Mudsdale can just slide down in between the pawns,
Mhm.
and then you're putting the king in check anyway.
Yeah,
which means
then-
he's got to move to the corner of the
No,
board.
then the bishop would
Good
come in and
move.
kill it back. It would trade. The bishop would come in and trade to get rid of the Mudsdale.
All right, this is a good move here.
Yep, I see, Peter.
Can bugs affect ghosts?
And don't forget, Bug is resisted by Ghost.
I think
Don't
you-
forget,
Oh.
this Magnezone now has a kind of straight shot.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'd move the Magnezone across and try to get it out there.
Get that open file, as they
The
like
other
to
thing
say.
Alfred could do is mobilize the Spectria, also to target that Gengar, really put the pressure on that one piece.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, PP on the PP?
What?
Put pressure on the pinned piece.
Ah.
PP on the PP.
PP on the PP.
Yep.
The gay move.
Yeah, see, that's what that's what he's doing.
What?
The old doc.
PP on the PP. What?
I don't think people do that.
Oh. I don't know.
That's nice. Can we get it back to the match?
Back to the match.
Wait, so if you move your Gengar over to check the king,
Doesn't check it.
It doesn't check it.
'Cause it's poison
You
and
can,
steel.
you can ignore that completely.
I'm not helping at all on the comms.
You're saying some good jokes, so that's good. Wait, no, you're not doing that either. What are you doing here?
Jordan, can you move your head? You're blocking the Honchkrow as well.
Oh.
I put that in the
boo.
set. So
Oh.
It's hanging.
all right, gonna sacrifice
Yo.
the pawn to get the bishop kill. Definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
And then what the hell did Alfred just do that quick?
And there's the check. What does he do here? He's got rid of his
You gotta-
way of...
No, wait, this
You can
could be
take the
it.
bishop.
You have to slide.
You just gotta
the
retreat.
king over,
Yeah.
but then Mudsdale targets the Magnezone and the king.
Wow.
He gets. The
He
rook.
moves up
So
to the
he-
top right.
Oh no! Then
Then
the
he just
pawn
gets
will take
taken,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pawn can take that.
So-
But the
Sorry,
knight can
guys.
take the psychic.
Yeah.
Surely.
The fairy. it
Ground
can.
is psychics aren't good versus
It's
ground.
fairy.
It's fairy,
yes,
but
you're
yeah,
right.
you still can.
You're right.
Fairy.
Yeah, he can take
Fairy.
the Clefable. He can take the Clefable.
Oh,
Keep it up, Jordan.
And
thanks.
then the good thing about that is Magnezone can't even recapture because it's a no effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which Jordan obviously
Electricity,
was. Yeah, you
The dirt's
thought
fine.
of that
It
too.
doesn't care.
Yeah, well, you know in like plugs they have the ground wire.
Exactly.
That, yeah, yeah.
I did
that's
know
Earth.
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 Okay.
So that's surely he
tough.
does that.
Yeah, this Mudsdale.
does it?
Oh,
What?
did he just put himself?
Is that a discovered?
No.
No, I think the sound's just buggy.
But he can bring
We're
his
so confused when the music starts playing for no
he
reason.
can bring his Corviknight back out, and that'll put a check on, lets him get out for free, which I would probably just do.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Get the flying
Alfred
out
should
there.
have moved it diagonally.
Yeah, maybe Alfred's. Maybe Cybertron's kind of forgotten about the Corviknight in the corner though, just playing all his defense. But that Corviknight is there, potentially getting a check.
How does he get rid of this Mudsdale? The
It's
ground
annoying.
type horse just in his back line,
Yep.
and you can't take it out with the rook.
I think it's gonna have to be a job for the Metagross. You gotta unleash the Metagross on it.
Unleash the beast.
Because obviously it's very hard to take a knight with another knight because you need to put yourself in a death
Spot.
situation to
Yeah.
try and get it. So that's not doing it. The bishop could and the Metagross could, and that's about all I'm seeing.
God, Cybertron is really letting that clock run down.
Gee, it's probably at least worth it, right? To get your knight out. It gets attacked by the ground knight,
Yeah,
and
I
then you
think
just
so.
take with a pawn, and at least your pieces can get out and about because
Yeah.
his whole left side has not moved.
It's locked.
It's locked down.
And
like
how much time does
COVID.
Alfred have left?
A lot.
6 minutes.
9.
And 9 seconds. Nice.
Cybertron.
Yeah,
There it
here
is,
we go.
moving out.
Moves.
This is what we want to see. So he's put it into a sacrificial position, which is actually quite intelligent because this Mudsdale has a great matchup on him. So if it takes and then just gets taken by a pawn, that is fine.
Also, if you take with the fighting pawn, guess what's activated? Your goddamn bishop.
Oh, yes, it can
And the
fly
other thing
out.
is, you can't take the bishop now because then Metagross is activated.
Sexy.
Great.
That's a
great
good
move
sacrificial
by
play.
Cybertron. And that's why he's spending a little extra time thinking of these moves
Figuring out
because
his
they're good
moves.
ones.
Alphared could have figured out that he
Oh,
couldn't
he's
have got
given-
checkmated.
Giving it up here.
And we've got the music again.
Interesting.
The Psychic Knight can just take now, right?
Yeah.
And I don't see
what
why
is
you
that?
wouldn't.
That's a bold play.
I think he was just.
What's happened?
I think Alpharad was just delaying a turn, like because he didn't
Oh,
see the
no.
threat.
There it is.
But there definitely was a
attack.
threat.
Cybertron taking his time, but being like not making mistakes.
Wow.
Like not making any ridiculously offensive plays, but just staying back. Battle of attrition, like I said.
What,
Keeping it
what was
simple.
that Bidoof doing?
He's
don't
moving up,
know.
bro.
I don't know why
Gotta
he
move
did
that gear up.
This is huge.
Yeah, what's the Bidoof's end goal? Like die to a Weedle?
Get that flying Corviknight in there. Get it checking. What?
I think Cybertron's forgotten about the Corviknight in the corner. He probably thinks it's his opponent's piece. It's so alone. Like, what? It's so far away from everything else he's looking at.
It's on a fucking perch there, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
chill.
Roost.
it is right up the top.
mate.
Okay, the ghost.
Okay,
Trying to move forward.
This music
Launch
playing
an
is
attack.
getting a bit.
Yeah, do you want to turn the desktop audio down for us, please?
No.
It's a little
okay for
distracting.
the stream because
Oh, puts pressure
No, but
back on.
we want to know when they are in check.
This is
It's
tough.
just
So
playing too much.
Spectria can just move into where that grass pawn was, and he's going to force the Metagross to move. But then it doesn't really do much beyond that. Although it is another piece locked into his section.
Yeah,
All right.
like you said,
Not
Jackson.
bad.
Alfred launching a counterattack.
Alfred's always on the attack, isn't he? He doesn't want to play defense. He's just always trying to put the pressure on.
Yeah, he's playing his attack and let their timer run down because they're on the defense.
Yeah.
But where do you move this knight?
Yeah, the knight's got to. It can't go
It's not getting
anywhere.
attacked at least,
The knight can only go to the. Oh,
Oh, now if he moves his knight out of the way, it's attacking the rook. That's nice.
Wow.
So that rook comes forward one, right, to keep the pressure on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, good thing the glitchy music is such a banger. Am I
Yeah.
right?
I'm going to agree with that.
he could go for a. Oh no, that's bad.
There's only like 2 minutes left. Cybertron seems like he's in a good position, but you got to finish it, and it looks like he wants the rook on that
He
file.
could now move his knight. Oh, okay. No.
Oh, he
Oh,
was
it takes
slowly
the
bringing the
Corviknight.
pieces out,
Interesting.
which I think Cybertron definitely forgot about. Like
Yeah,
we
the
said.
forgotten Corviknight is finally gone and forgotten.
Cybertron, you got to make plays. Minute 35.
Okay,
That's
that's a play.
That is a
yeah,
play.
okay.
Can attack. Good psychic on psychic. Peter, what are we up to?
Psychic is resisted.
I can
Oh.
see why Alpharad moved that Bidoof forward now. He's going to charge that up, make Cybertron make the trade, and then launch that.
Did Alfred just lose a piece? Did he
What is
lose
it?
his rook?
Duraludon? Launch it down the side for an attack on the king, I think. Move the Bidoof forward.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, he's
We just seen a
taken!
psychic on psychic trade here.
Yeah, he's suicided for the bishop. Is that what you want to be doing at this stage, Cybertron? But he doesn't have too much time left. Oh,
simplifying
look at
the position.
Alpharad mobilizing, ready to go all the way back down. What's he going to do? Trade the rooks? Electric's bad against Dragon.
That's trouble here. Moving forward, that grass.
Like I think the bishop's going to slide across, and he's threatening that back rank
This is intense.
checkmate-ish.
Alfred down on the pieces, but up on the time.
Big up on the time. That's quite a big difference here. All right, trying to make.
All right,
get rid of this
finally,
guy.
pressure
finally,
on.
the Metagross is making a move.
Yeah, you can see Cybertron making his moves
Backs
much
out.
quicker.
1 minute on
Oh,
the timer.
that rook can't go anywhere now. It's locked in.
Nah, you just move the pawn forward.
But now we've got a water on fire pawn kill here
Good
potentially.
take.
This is intense, and Cybertron's got to choose every move quickly. Like, if he doesn't move that pawn, the water marches forward, but if he doesn't move the rook, it gets taken.
Yeah, the Spectria. This Spectria has done so much damage.
Got to move the rook, right? There we
Yep.
go.
It's a slow burn for this
Oh,
rook.
and he's blocked the Froakie from moving any further
Yeah,
forward.
you can only have one turn,
Smart.
even though it is super effective.
It's a slow burn, but does he have time for a slow burn?
40 seconds.
Oh, no.
That's bad. And now the super
The attack
effective.
missed.
Oh, no, why'd he do that?
No, because he's trying to bring the Magnezone forward so he can bring that Duraludon down and check him.
Can
and then he
that
got
Rook
nothing
not
to
just
do.
take the ghost?
Yeah, but then the other Duraludon at the top there is going to come down and check him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Takes
I
the
don't know
resisted
what's
hit.
happening.
Oh, the pawns have traded.
That was the fire pawn attacking into the water pawn there if you missed it.
So now,
And now the
Alphared can
Metagross has, remember that matchup I called out at the start? It can tear the pawns apart at the back.
Oh,
No, but can the
absolutely.
ghost just kill
Oh,
the steel?
yeah, you're right.
Can the ghost kill the steel on this turn?
No, it's not.
It's not that
Cybertron's
turn.
Oh, it's Alfred's
It
turn.
is.
Yeah,
it's Alfred's
he can.
turn. He can just take the
Yeah,
rook, get the
Alphared
kill.
can just
He doesn't.
No,
do
he
it,
just
though.
moved. No, that's game.
GG!
Oh,
Metagross.
my
Can you
goodness.
see it?
No!
Get the win!
The $1,000 miss. You hate to see it. Cost him a K.
That was 2-0. That was it. And now he's back in
Now
it.
he sees it. Now he
It's
sees
like
it. tonight.
Alfred knew. He moved that pawn forward as BM for the RNG.
He
There's
prayed this
no
morning.
way.
All right. Oh my gosh.
There is no way.
$1,000 miss. Cybertron's trying to claw it back with 15 seconds left. He's targeting the king.
It's check right now. Alphared could just miss it and die. Okay.
Try and take. You got to try and take the pawn yard for a crit. Cybertron, you got to go for the crit.
Oh, if he gets a crit, he wins.
Yep.
8 seconds.
8
What else are you
seconds.
gonna do?
Nothing.
Roll the
Try it.
dice. Roll it.
He must be out of time.
With 2
seconds left.
The critical win.
$1,000. Jake.
Oh
He lost it all.
It's fallen again.
Oh my
Alfred lost
god.
to two incredible. I mean, Alfred stayed in the game because of the miss.
Yeah.
And then he lost to the
came-
crit.
Cybertron earned it, lost it on the RNG, and then won it back on the
2
RNG.
seconds he had to
shit.
click
Wow.
that button.
Wowee. That's why you're
Oh
tuning
my
into Pokemon
God.
chess, folks.
A skill of Pokemon players is playing to your outs. And with 2 seconds left on the clock, the crit was his out, and he took it.
He went for
That's
it.
unbelievable. That is the skill of a competitive Pokemon player.
Well done. Oh my goodness gracious.
That was a wild finish. I'd written him off. He's done.
He had, what, 2 seconds left?
2
when he
on the
rolled
clock.
2 on the clock. It could have been less on his screen.
My lord.
Oh, Jesus. That is why it's the least competitive game.
Post-match interview.
With Cybertron.
Yeah, wait, Jordan, say it. And that is why
It's the least competitive game. Pokemon chess.
Should we really be advertising it as that?
Do you want to try and advertise as competitive after that shit?
No. All right, we're going to try and have Cybertron or Alphared join the voice channel for a bit of a post-game interview.
Wow.
Get them both in here.
I can't believe that. That was scripted.
Yeah, that was definitely, pre-recorded.
He had less than 5 seconds left.
That was 2 when he got the win.
And he must have realized that the only way I'm winning in this is with a crit. And he fucking got it.
That's playing to your outs for you.
Oh
1
my
in
God.
16 chance for $1,000. That's better odds than the lottery.
Oh, for sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, fair bit.
Oh, we take those. We absolutely take those.
But let's not take anything away from Cybertron. He was 6-1 before heading into grand finals, only losing to Captain Kid, and he had already beaten Alfred in the head-to-head. So
Yeah.
a 2-0
Well done.
victory.
Like, he did see a lethal using the Pokemon chess rules of the super effective matchup, just got robbed by the miss, but, he was playing well the whole time.
Pro Pokemon knowledge coming in clutch, and a bit of RNG, a little bit.
Skill.
That is the skill of Pokemon. Knowing the RNG exists and embracing it.
Wow, that is. I have to feel bad for Alfred a little bit because he was very good at Pokemon chess, and he got a little bit robbed in that match. But
He's got more subs than us. He has
Yeah,
enough money.
that's-
He'll be right. he'll live.
Are you able to get Cybertron on the Discord?
I mean, Zach said, oh, hang on.
Oh.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Oh,
Hey.
Jacob, I'm so sorry. That
No, I'm
was.
not.
I mean,
That's what I
I'm
signed
not
up
sorry
for,
for
right?
myself. That was amazing content, but Jesus Christ, that crit in the last 5 seconds.
In the last 1 second, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cybertron, did you just give up and you were like, well, this is the only way I'm
No,
winning?
that
if I
was
get
his
a
only
crit?
out.
Yeah, well, like, because I had the win when Jacob moved the pawn earlier, right? Because my
Yeah.
rook could have taken the pawn into the king, and I was like, wait, oh shoot, nice. and then I missed, and I was like, no. And I figured
Yeah,
there
I
was
think
like
it's
literally
fair
no.
luck, right? He got the miss into the crit. It's all the same.
It was like getting robbed, but then you wake up the next day and win the lotto. You're like, I'll take it.
Yeah. And I saw no other way to win. I was ready to go to game 3, honestly, but I was like, you know what? This is the one thing that can going to happen.
I thought I was in mate in that game 1, but can you castle and check in this game?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no real check.
Yeah.
You can move into
Yeah,
check.
yeah,
you
but
can
you know
move
what I
out
mean.
of check. Yeah.
Check doesn't exist, so,
So
yes.
you can castle in check.
Okay, motherfuckers, I know.
It's called crossling. It's different mechanics. What did you
No
think?
laughs.
What did you think of the game overall?
Tough crowd.
Dude, it legit was so fun. Like, I didn't actually play any practice games before the event. I kind of just like woke up and I was like, all right, let's get into it. But
What's your
it was
chess
like
rating?
a real blast. I think the RNG part of it was really interesting. Like Jacob and I, when we played in the first like bracket rounds, Jacob was like, hey man, I'm gonna give you this chance to win, but you could miss either of your moves. And in my head, I was like,
gave
dude,
Aaron
I'm a
in our
competitive
first
Pokemon
game,
player.
just like in
yeah.
round robin, I gave him a 10% gambit. If he missed, I won.
Jeez.
You're a man of the content. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Wait, what was the Aaron? When we were talking earlier, we came. What was like the criticism we had? We had like one critique.
We don't have that here, actually.
Cut the call.
We don't have any
Can we
criticism.
leave the voice chat? Or? No.
No,
what's your
it wasn't a
criticism?
It was more like a suggestion. Like, I think if a move misses, like, your opponent shouldn't know which piece was trying to move and where.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I
cool.
said.
Ooh.
Because
I
like,
like that.
if I know where you're trying to go, why wouldn't you just do the exact same move again unless I
Yeah.
just block, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a good call.
But in Pokemon, if you miss, you do see what move they pulled out, and then you might pull a switch. They might pull out their like secret focus blast for you, and then you switch out for the next one. Like, it is true to the game. It's not fair, but it is true to the game.
So that was intentional coding then, Zach.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yep.
But there might be updates to the game depending on what people think. You can go play it now, PokemonChess.com. Well, not now, maybe in a few hours. It's going to be live. So, yeah, it's just permanently a game now. Thank you guys for joining, though. Cybertron, I'll hit you up later for the prize. That was such a good grand
Yeah, shout out
finals
to
to
the fat
watch.
grand man.
Yeah.
I hope the finals didn't disappoint. Honestly, those were both like the most intense games I've had.
Bro,
Incredible
the
match.
miss on like the fairy pawn into the crit with 2 seconds left. What do you mean you hope the grands were all right?
Yeah.
That was like that was the best thing I
Wait,
could have hoped for.
I thought I have a counterpoint to the Pokemon logic.
All right.
In doubles, if an attack misses, you don't know who they were focusing.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
that
that.
is true. That
I
is
like
true.
that.
Yeah, it should just not have the marker, but it'll still say like Queen's attack missed.
Yeah, I think it's fine if you say the queen was attacking, but
Yeah.
maybe just not show where.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, congratulations to you guys for making it to the final. That was definitely the best final we could ask for. So thank you for that. That was
Yeah.
I
really, really
knew
nice.
Zach would be happy if we just went all random in finals.
Oh, that's so good. We got to
It's
see
the
some plays.
skill, Yeah, you got to see who was the most
Dude,
skilled.
I got Bug Queen.
Yeah, I got so lucky in the first game, like with the pieces that we had on each side.
It was nice to see something that wasn't Jinx for a minute though, because that was kind
Yeah,
of
that's
broken.
kind of
meta.
what I was thinking for you guys, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's meta for maybe a day, and then like people just start putting ice resists as the pawns, and then it like changes. So we'll have to see
I
how
was
the meta
running
develops. Of course.
Fire Queen for my first few games, and I felt like that was just counter meta because I won against Kid because he just had open Steel Pawn and Ice Queen.
Ice
Yeah,
Queen.
Kind of crazy.
The meta develops.
Like there's too many options, but same with Pokemon. A lot of variety. We'll see how the meta develops over time. But thank you guys for joining for the tournament. That was heaps of fun to cast. Hope you guys had fun playing.
Yeah, dude, Aaron and I were in call the entire time. I'm so glad that Aaron saw his literally one singular out in the entire game and took
Yeah.
it.
Went for it.
I was
it
saying that.
fucking worked. Like we were saying it too. We were like his only chance is to crit and get the king right now, and it worked. So
Because, dude, you should have heard him in call. He was like saying, "Nah, I'm out. I don't have any moves. I'm not gonna do anything."
boo. Oh well, you got the win in the end, Cybertron. Thank you very much for joining, and yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you had fun.
It was legit a blast, man. Thank you for having me. Like seriously, I like am pretty bad at chess, but I'm like, oh, the Pokemon element gives me a slight edge. So
Don't say that.
I had a lot of
Came
fun.
in.
I'm glad it was Jacob in the finals with me.
All right,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was-
glad it was Aaron in finals. Like, I think I would have had a lot less fun if it wasn't someone I like personally know.
Yeah, that's good to hear then. Yeah, we might end I'll leave the chat and then I'll end my stream. But thanks again, guys. That was
Thanks,
awesome.
boys.
Also, Zach, I'd like to say you were very grateful that Cybertron came out to play. Is it just one person you're grateful for? Is it?
Oh, did I not say you? Oh, well, you didn't win though, did you? So,
All right, I'll see you later.
Alphared for coming and joining. Oh no, he had
you all.
the most subs. He's the only got the most clout in the video. Insulted him. All right, no, fuck him. Good work, Cybertron.
Just keep digging, bro. Keep digging.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank
leave the
you.
channel.
See you, boys.
Cool, and thank you to everyone who tuned in watching the stream. Do we have any I think I've missed a few donations, Jared. Is there any chance we could read them
look
now? Because I
through.
don't want people to go unseen, even if
Yeah.
you're not here.
We'll do a quick
Anymore,
wind
like,
up.
yeah.
But we'll say that's the end of the official,
It is
thing,
the
and we'll
end
just
of the
hang around
official
for a bit.
Is
'Cause-
it here? Like, where do I get it from?
Um,
I'm a noob with this YouTube.
Zach's jumping on, but yeah. Thanks for hanging, everyone. We'll stay on for a bit, and I'm just do another cheeky plug now.
Yep.
In this room right now, what we're going to do now is we're going to record our next episode of the Underdogs podcast, which comes out on
Yeah.
Sundays. If you want to watch us record the podcast live, you can do that through our Patreon, patreon.com/underdogspod. You can watch the live recording and also chat with us, and you get the full extended edition.
Go and join now and
Or-
put your hot takes in.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
episode.
We can,
Oh, yes.
or you can wait till Sunday and get the cut down version on the YouTube channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to that because we got big plans for that. And as you can see, we got the production value, we got the setup, we got everything going here.
We got a freaking chessboard in here.
we got a chessboard in here. Holy moly!
yeah, I was That's why I was like, oh, perfect opportunity. One, I don't have a sponsor, and two, we're in the podcast set.
Yeah.
We want to advertise the podcast more because it's a pretty fun time.
Yeah, we
We're
love
going to
it.
be on all the audio platforms very shortly. So if you're an audio listener, you'll be eating good soon. We're cooking.
We're cooking.
We're cooking
it
baby.
up.
Right,
All right,
want to
so
read
I hope
these?
the tournament is great. It was. When will the Pokemon Chess website go live? My web developer is currently asleep, which means the website's still password protected. But within 24 hours, I want to say, PokemonChess.com will be live. You can create rooms. They can have a password, or you can have it public and wait for people to join. Go try out the game. I want to see lots of you guys playing it. I want to play some viewer battles. Should be fun. And if you guys want to stream it, like, it's just a game.
Yeah,
now. It's
I'm
just-
down.
It's just there. Funny seeing you here pop up. My money is on Alphared, by the way.
Oh,
he made it to Grands.
almost got it.
Wrong.
Wish one of you four were playing this.
2 OP.
We would have
we
won
will in
too
the
easily.
Yeah, we had the knowledge, so I feel like it was good us commentating, and then people with more clout entering the.
Yeah, I felt pretty wise it was on the commentary. It was like we saw a few things.
That's the power of having four people. We're like
yeah,
four brains.
exactly.
Next comment disagrees.
We read out a few of them. Hey Coggy, I love you, Uwu.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for the $2.
This is the least enthusiastic thanks I've ever heard.
Someone wants an Underdogs read mean tweets video like Jimmy Kimmel. Would that be funny?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we get it?
It depends how good you guys at roasts
Yeah.
are. It's like, haha, Hop, you look like Lucas Big Head. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Big
Hey
head.
Hop, your hair look like wig.
Your hair look like weird.
That's a reference.
If
to
your
that.
mean
to a
tweet's gonna be
future.
funny, maybe we'll make a hashtag for that and do that in a video.
I'm so sorry to Crayon Onaya.
Oh, no.
Vernius, I'm rooting for you.
Bad
with the $2.
news.
Oh,
Astroid
Was
has this.
$2.
Go Frank. I don't think he did too badly.
Did good.
But didn't make it into the finals. It was super sick for Astroid to join though, because I haven't really interacted with him, but I'd been watching his videos for a while.
Dude, how
really
good is it?
respect the grind.
Yeah. Being like having enough clout to actually go and reach out to the people that you like watching and offering them like an opportunity is really cool.
Tell that to my unanswered email to Gotham Chess. What the fuck?
Gotham Chess. Oh, that would have been fantastic.
I hope he somehow
no.
sees this during the chess hype of 2023. And Gotham, feel free to play Pokemon Chess.
Please.
He definitely will, right? If he finds it. It's
We'll see how well
easy
this video does. Your chess skills have improved. Poppet, impressive.
Actually, the
What?
opposite.
Yeah, what?
The opposite. He's now ranked 900.
Will this be a YouTube video? Yes, of course. Otherwise, I will go broke. And for the Vern Nation, again aged
bad
like
news.
milk. Thank you to the new members as well. Diamond DJ, Meowstick Z, and Salami. Oh, Salami back again. Ben. I think we got some of the ones
Chomp
at the start.
210.
Chomp 210. And sorry if you guys aren't here still, but Yeah, we were just flat out during that tournament. Flat out fun.
That was great. I love that.
Yeah, that was good.
F.
And that might just about wrap it up, everyone. So if you're here at the stream, thank you for tuning in, and look forward to the YouTube video where you might see some not before seen footage pulled from some of the people that were streaming the event, like some of Astroid's matches that we missed. I don't know for sure who else was streaming. Oh, Vernius was.
To check those out.
Hey, we're done bullying Vernius.
I can't wait for you to pull up the intro of him being like, I'm so excited to be included, then just cut to Jordan just trashing him.
Yeah, Jordan, for not knowing the Pokemon matchups at all yourself.
I would have done bad. I'm not saying I wouldn't have done bad. I'm just saying he also did bad.
Yeah, so there's going to be some of the games you might have missed, any of the funny moments that happened there, but I think we tuned into some of the best ones. There was
some
like the
great
amount
moments.
of misses and crits that were game defining.
It was
kind
tournament
of
defining.
insane.
And best of one.
Oh,
And
man.
I'm
It
glad we
is.
saw a
Best of one
few like
moments.
3-hit combos.
Yeah, there was a
'Cause that's
really
the-
nice one. I can't remember who it was by.
Alphared.
with the bishop.
And he just trotted his way through.
So
It's
sick.
content dense, I say.
Yeah, so we're going to head off and record the podcast. Please check out the Underdogs podcast if there's one thing that you have gotten from this stream. Also playing PokemonChess.com. But yeah,
Cool.
anyone want to say anything?
Thanks for having me, Zach. This was fun.
Yeah, that was
I enjoyed
awesome.
hanging out with the boys.
That was fun, friends.
I feel like I was really smart at this, even though I probably wasn't.
You were.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, let's stop streaming. Bye,
I
guys.
felt like I was pretty smart too.